Again, a shotgun. What a surprise. Noobs with shotguns. Boing. Fucking shotgun that, motherfucker. 7 kills, baby. Boing. That's awesome. That was so sick. That's awesome. That was so sick. Super shotty. Take that shit. Boing. 7 kills, baby. Boing. That's awesome. That was so sick. That's awesome. That was so sick. Super shotty. Take that shit. He exploded. He exploded too. 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 Noobs with shotguns. What the fuck? Oh look, another shotgun. Noobs with shotguns. I thought the shotgun dead. Noobs with shotguns. Again, a shotgun. What a surprise. Noobs with shotguns. Fucking shotgun that, motherfucker.
Alright, everything should be shared out and ready to go. Be over here. Holla holla lummox. And of course, shout out to all the hired hoodlums in chat. How you doing, Hood Hustler? How you doing, Kumo?
Oh my god, that was amazing!
Robot Army Takeover. That's not good. I was playing Mortal Shell this morning, doing the tutorial thing, showing how to beat the boss early. Adachi! I made another video, but that was already edited and uploaded. I didn't have time to get the other video made. Well, edited and all that. Sandrock, how's it going? Yeah. Had to get laundry going, had to make some food. Made the one video, got it all edited and uploaded, then making the other video, but I had time for editing, so I do that after stream. Yay, the piggy bank. I've probably heard the song by Dropkick Moves, but I don't think I've seen the music video for that, Sandrock. Is that Dauntless or Steel Rising that has the revolution being suppressed with bloodshed? No KFC donut sandwich? You guys gonna have to step up? That'd be funny if, after not being able to get it, suddenly like 30 people sent him that sandwich all of a sudden. Like, I didn't order this DoorDash. I'm not gonna tip you. I don't have money to tip you. And there's like 3 more delivery guys in the driveway already. I don't have money to tip you guys. I didn't order these fucking sandwiches. Monster Hunter is Dauntless, but the Steel Rising, which is only on PS5, which I can't get because I'm not a scalper. Saw a great gif of when the gun enters before you do, and it's like he walks in the camera view, but his stomach, still his stomach. Then finally you see his face, and he sits down. Gotta love DSP and chat bitching. I can't ship people stuff. The shipping costs too much. Like, get over it. I say he's bitched before about all the stuff that ends up in his mailbox. And guys, I was going to go out there like every 3 days to empty it. Like, why aren't you going out there every day to empty it? Like, seriously, what the fuck are you doing that you don't just, you know, check your mail every day? Well, he's got to ship overnight, dude. It's the most expensive. That means it's the best. I love that mindset of his. Never Smith. I don't need no help. Actually, I would love some help with some things, but... You're not wrong, Adachi. Oh, Zero Rising is on Steam? Ooh, let me hop over to Steam real quick. Featured. Ah, it's one word. What the fuck? Go back. I thought Steel Rising would be 2 words, but according to this, it's 1 word. The city is in the grip of terror. The revolution has been suppressed with bloodshed by Louis the 16th and his merciless mechanical army. Falls Aegis and engineering Merville take on the king ranks of Autumn, whatever that word is, and change the course of history. Planned release date June 2022. All right. Squid Heward, how you doing? Can't wait, what video? Oh, I was talking about the Rats playing Doom video. Cat showed me, guys. Yeah, I'm sure she did. The woman who doesn't talk to you ever, I'm sure she showed you the funny video, dude. Going back in time. You know what else looks really badass? Spider-Man, No Way Home. Yeah, I'm so glad I got to see it yesterday. Exactly, oldies. When he had Panda there, it wasn't often, it wasn't like no every stream. You know, maybe once or twice a month, she'd knock on the door and be like, hey, I was thinking we do this for dinner. Is that okay with you? Yeah, sure, Panda. Thanks. Snort. Even though it was only 1 or 2 times a month, Panda would make an appearance. She'd knock on the door, she'd stick her head in. The whole no man zone or no woman zone thing. Like, she would appear every now and then. Cat has not made an appearance on camera since their big reveal. I don't know about that, John Doe. I'm sure he's donated to Brunel Enterprise as well. Oh, word of warning, it is 2.5 hours, so they pack a lot into it. But what I really liked about it is that The Amazing Spider-Man 2 wasn't a movie, it was a setup for a 3rd movie. And then the 3rd movie wasn't made. Well, what the MCU did was they set up the movie in the same movie. Although it probably helped that all these characters were already introduced, so they didn't really have to do much. You know what I mean? It's not like, alright, we gotta spend half an hour on this character, that character, this character. Well, shit, if we got 5 characters coming in, we need to spend half an hour on each. Yeah. But since these characters already existed, you spend 30 minutes on all of them. Hey, Luis. So they're able to set up a, I guess, a Sinister Six plot without having to set up a Sinister Six. Like, these guys have already been set up in other movies and other franchises. So they're able to, alright, here's Sinister Six concept. Let's roll. The black suit may be a possibility. I'm not going to spoil anything, but the black suit may be a possibility. I love that. He was so upset about Cat giving Jasper his gift, one of his gifts early. Like, bitch, it's a cat. It doesn't know what Christmas is. So they gotta try to explain to him, oh, Santa came early and dropped off this gift for you, Billy. No, it's a cat. Yeah, the DC animated movies are where it's at for DC. For live action stuff, they just... I don't know. I mean, part of it's obviously the whole, well, it's dark out, so there's no light. Well, we can't see the movie then. Well, MCU and Lord of the Rings go, you know where the light comes from? Same place as the music. Don't worry about it. I'm hoping he's mad. I watched the first season and it was okay, but I never got around to watching season 2 or 3. Oh yeah, he was being a huge baby about Jasper getting his gift. Oh, I love Young Justice, and yes, I have. And I'm still I mean, I get it's on, like, streaming, not TV, so they're able to get away with more, but holy shit, they kill a girl multiple times. Don't get me wrong, she gets better, so I'm sure that's how they're able to get away with it. That is, well, yeah, she got her neck snapped and all that, but she got better. Yeah, poured plasma into her throat, and she burnt from the inside out, but she got better. Oh, that podcast starts on a few. It should be starting now. You should have maybe be like, all right, guys, today these 3 songs are playing, and then start streaming if you want to do your fucking music. Why is Catwoman a sexy black woman again? Well, she's always sexy. It's Catwoman. It's what she is. Unless they came out with another season that I don't know about, because what was it? Outsiders? That ended with, the guy who could turn his skin into stone being killed by lava being poured into his throat. I'd have to look. Was Phantoms the one where they're dealing with Otherworld and all that? A couple months ago, then I definitely missed that one. Yeah, the last one I remember watching was, I think, was with Terra working with Deathstroke, not Darkseid, Deathstroke, and all that. Well, I did just finish Community, so I'm gonna have to check out the new season of Young Justice. Like, even on the Cartoon Network version, they got away with shit that is like, wait, she said what? They did what? When on HBO, they got away with more, even. Holy shit, that's fucked up, John Doe. I love it. Yeah, this goes back to real Teen Titans. If you want to read a Teen Titans story, there may be one on fanfiction.net written by some guy named James Lesser. Fucking nerd. That James Lesser guy's a real fucking nerd. Although it's one of his earlier works, so he wasn't as good at writing at the time.
is coming for you.
That's why you gotta go to fanfiction and read someone writing their own season 6 and 7 and 8 and all that. You nerd. Oh shit, you know what I forgot? Text. Where's text? There it is. As long as I'm at it. Wrong one. Hit that like button, yay! Let's see, what are we at now? We're at 4 likes, yay! Zappity doo. We gotta find a way into the maintenance room. Aw, poor Meow Meow. Yeah, Clarion the Witch Boy. The Chaos Lord of Atheism. Lethal Weapon 9. Maybe. Living Dead Girl, how you doing?
Oh yeah.
You actually have a PS5, Mew Mew? I still can't fucking get one.
Oh yeah.
Clarion the Witch Boy, the Chaos Lord of Atheism. The more you worship him, the weaker he gets, which is why there's no information on him. Well, that's interesting take. The more he's worshipped, the weaker he gets, because he's the Chaos Lord of Atheism. And that's why there's no information about it, because he doesn't want people worshipping him. That's what people voted for, Kumo Rocks. Totally wasn't him rigging polls or anything. Got Friday and Saturday off. Then I work Sunday. Then I have Monday off. Then I work Tuesday. Then I have Wednesday off. Then I work Thursday and Friday, which is Christmas Eve. Then I get Saturday off because the entire site shut down on Christmas. It's the only day of the year the entire site shuts down.
What the fuck were we thinking? Duck test, woo! Replay entire portions of the game now. Duck test, woo! Oops, we fucked up. Didn't test it enough. Duck test. It's frustrating. Replay stages.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff like has crossover with the newer consoles, so you don't have to buy new ones. But DSP needs a new one, dude.
Next time we'll actually do our jobs. Duck test, woo! No, you faking, waste your time playing Transylvania. Woo!
Alright, DSP, spent 20 minutes of music. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Fuck you!
It's been 20 minutes of music, DSP. What the fuck are you doing?
It's remix music of Splash Hill Zone. Let's do this. I am fucking Sonic, and you can't fuck with me, yeah. I am a fucking hedgehog, and I have spikes on my back. Oh shit. I am fucking Sonic, and you can't fuck with me, yeah.
Oh no, DSP shooting an NFTs for being stupid. Just like you, DSP.
Oh shit. Super fucking speed boost. Super boost.
Yeah, it's just suspicious that when Panda was there, every month he'd have 1 or 2 appearances by her. When she wasn't just straight up playing a co-op game with him. She would still show up. Knock on the door, hey, I was thinking about this for dinner. And Cat never does that. Cat never makes an appearance, ever. Of course he hates playing video games, dude. He turned his hobby into his job. Or something he never wanted to do. They might, Louis, but he'd have to wait a while, I'm sure. Cat isn't real. God, this is like the third time he's done that during the middle of his pre-stream. Turns the camera on, acts like he was surprised by it, and turns it off. Like DSP, it's not funny. It would be funny if you did it by accident, but he's doing it on purpose. I think something happened behind the scenes, Lightning, like Cat leaving his ass, but he doesn't want to admit it. Damian Wayne doesn't have the charm the others do, because Damian Wayne was raised by fucking assassins. He's not an orphan circus boy, he's not an orphan whose dad's a criminal. He's just a trained assassin by his mother. That's on act. Apparently last night everyone was posting Spider-Man spoilers in his chat. Like, oops. You're not wrong, Battle Snipe. Yeah, I was kind of tempted to sub to his channel just so I could be, alright, here's all the spoilers for who dies and who lives and what happens in Spider-Man. Then again, you could post whatever you want. He's not going to go see it. Like, oh yeah, Tony Stark comes back from the dead. And then he accidentally blasts the tower and the tower falls down and kills MJ and Ned. How the fuck would he know that that doesn't happen? Or does happen, because he's never going to see the movie. He's too busy playing WWE Champions. About fucking time. DSP, you already did the, oh, hey, you're there thing already. Can't do it twice.
Good morning. How you doing? Hello, everybody.
Stop that creepy-ass whispering.
What's up? Welcome to the pre-stream podcast. Today is
Stop
Friday.
Rocking.
Friday. Everyone,
You guys can all hear that, I hope?
Friday. Welcome. It is episode 16, I believe. I say I believe because every day I just guess. I don't actually take the extra time or initiative to do any research on my own show. I just guess.
Of course you don't. It's you.
16 of the pre-stream podcast.
Thank you for admitting it, jackass.
Episode, but I just don't bother with it. I just guess and, you know.
Snort.
I shoot from the hip, which is very ineffective.
I don't do any research. Yeah, we know DSP. We know.
I've been doing stuff for my whole life. Today is 8 days until Christmas, and what I will do today
is cry and beg for more money.
Is I'll begin the countdown to Christmas. 8 days until Christmas, everyone. I know you guys are excited. Christmas
DSP does. That's what he does.
The best times of the year, festive fun, whether it's gathering with friends and family, whether it's food, whether it's presents.
Let me check Twitter real quick.
Whether you're alone, you eat by yourself, and you spend a lot of money on others and you get nothing for yourself. Whatever it may be, it's still the best times of the year, right? And now...
Are you Walsh on Twitter?
And now, with only 8 days left until Christmas, now...
Hey, Kirk.
The hustle and the bustle begins. This is the last weekend before Christmas, which means now everyone is in turbo mode. Everyone outside is going around at fast speeds, not paying any attention to anyone around them, or, you know, possibly even, you know, usually on their cell phones like this, as they move around trying to do stuff. And they're just constantly barreling into things, you know, driving off the roads into the sides of buildings and crashing through your front lawns. And, you know, you got to be careful around this time of year. You know, some of them, you know, a little bit extra holiday festive fun, if you know what I mean, as they're out there doing their thing. If you work in retail, if you work in the restaurant industry, if you work in the service industry,
You right there, DSP? Okay, I retweeted it for you. DSP, it's a plane. Get over it. It's a plane, DSP. Get over it. Because what the fuck do you care? Hey, my mouse not moving. What the fuck? There we go. Wow, clown mode because there's a plane.
Okay. If you work in retail, if you work in the restaurant industry, if you work in the service industry,
Hey, Rocklight.
it's very busy out there. It's very crazy. In fact, it's likely one of the worst times of the year for you. And I apologize in advance for the people you will probably have to deal with today. What I will say is if you are
And your wife is one of them.
yourself and you're
she
not
works
in those
retail.
industries,
You know
would
your
love
wife
to
that lives with you, so you claim?
partake. If you're going to partake into any of those things today, if you're going to eat out, you're going to go buying something at a retail store, or you know any other service industry job.
Something you don't have time to do today because you're too busy, dude.
Today, I would ask to be nice. Please be nice to the people who you see today. Understand? Likely they are overworked, they're underpaid,
Terrible bounce night.
and this is a very stressful time of the year for them. Okay, please understand
We'll
that.
pin that.
Maybe be extra nice to them. Maybe if you're going out to eat today, give a little bit of an extra tip, right? If you're going
Not
to a
that you would,
retail
'cause you need that
store,
money. You really
only
do. You need
strike
that money
the
to pay your
worker 2 or
bills.
3 times instead of the usual 4 or 5 that you would.
Snort.
You know, it's all about the season of giving, and
He said Porte.
you gotta be nice to people around you. If everyone just went out there with the mentality of, oh, I know this is one of the most stressful times of the year, let's be a little nice today. Think about how much of a better day it would be, right? But people instead go out there thinking, me, self-centered, selfish. I got stuff to do today. I got presents I gotta buy. I gotta do this and that. And I'm miserable, and I don't have money, and I'm angry at the world, and fuck. You know, drunk Uncle Ned is coming this week, and I hate
Drunk Uncle
smelling his
Phil.
fucking shoes because he never fucking, changes his shoes. They stink, and the whole house is gonna smell like that. And you just focus on the negative instead of the positive. And then, what's the point of the season, right?
Snort.
Seriously, what's the point of the season if you're gonna be a jerk?
Exactly.
You're
Well,
gonna be a
he's
humbug, if you're gonna be
self-reflecting,
screwed,
but
if
he's a
you're gonna be
vampire, so he
Grinch,
can't see his own reflection.
right? If you're gonna be the Bumble before he learned to bounce, what's the point? The Bumble before his teeth were removed, right? Come on. This is not what this time of the year is about. So please just be nice to everyone around you. All right? If you can. If you can't, then, I don't blame you. But please do your best to be conscious of everything going around. And, with 8 days till Christmas, right? The countdown begins. Everyone's going crazy.
Just like behind the
Just be
scenes.
conscious and be nice. That's all I have to say about that, right? I usually try to be extra nice to people around me if I can around this time of year. All right. So with that being said, the festive fun continues here on my streams, obviously. The festiveness behind me, right? But as of last night, something happened. All right? Something very exciting happened.
You got $9
And I just
in
want to tell you guys
tips.
about it this morning because when this happened last night, not a lot of people were aware.
You got $9 in tips.
Well, Forza Horizon 5 finished last night. And that's
No,
actually
it
not what
didn't.
I was going to talk about. But
You never went
it did
online,
last night, just so
and you
everyone
banned
knows.
people who
For
told
those
you to
of
play
who have been
online.
waiting for me to stop playing that game, it's done. Okay? Huzzah. Because some of you have literally complained the entire time I played it and said that you didn't like it. So no more
Yeah, it was on
racing.
11. That's about
Racing
right.
now goes on the shelf for another 7 years till the next racing game comes out. But what actually happened
I
last
probably had
night
pork shoulder before.
is I finally had opportunity to sit down before my late stream and to look at all the games you guys had nominated
Stop fitting
in
the
the last 2
microphone,
weeks
asshole.
for the upcoming Christmas Marathon event.
Snort.
For those who don't know, the Christmas Marathon event is taking place this coming Thursday, December 23rd. It'll be all day long here on the stream, a marathon event.
Yeah, he got 9,000 tips last night, and then he
The way
quit.
it works is I'll be here all day long in festive attire. I have multiple Christmas sweaters as well as a Christmas t-shirt. I don't know if I'll be wearing all of those during the event, but I'll be wearing some of them. I'll be drinking a variety of Christmas cordials.
Carl Johnson is chat.
and
What's
liqueur.
up, dogs and
I
dogettes?
can tell you I'm
How you
probably
doing,
drinking
Carl?
eggnog and maybe some like Irish cream. Maybe some hard liquor. I'm not sure yet. I have to see what they have at the liquor store.
You mean Total
I'm actually really
Wine?
hoping they have some kind of a holiday whiskey or something
You gotta
like
go
that.
down to Total Wine and see
I
what they
don't
got
think
for
I'm gonna be getting
holiday.
beer this year. Usually I drink beer during the Christmas event, and what ends up happening is I get bloated and I don't feel good. Like drinking beer all day is not
Wow,
a good
drinking a
idea.
single beer makes them
Full of
bloated,
carbs.
guys.
And fills your stomach. It makes you feel kind of crappy. So I actually don't think I want the beer. I think I might just sip upon something a little bit harder. I'll just drink slower, okay? Now, what will actually be happening during the Christmas Marathon event? Number one,
Nothing.
I'll be playing games, okay? And you guys have been nominating games over the last several weeks for me to play during the Christmas event. And there were two groups that were nominating games. It was all of you, the regular viewers who come to the streams every day. It was an open nomination.
Negative.
That was on my
Wait,
channel
I'm hitting
page.
the plus button. Why is it not going up?
Community post was made where you guys were able to nominate games, and I took a look, and there was, I believe, over 100 games nominated. I'm not even kidding. Like, it looked like there was like 80-something posts.
Joe.
And therefore, like, with every post, there was at least like a game nominated, and some were like 2 or 3 games. So there were quite a lot of...
Now, it's not 40, John Doe. He's only 39 3/4.
What I did is I shuffled those together to see what were the most nominated games. Essentially, games that were nominated 2 or 3 times each, which was really all it was. It was some games were nominated 2 or 3 times each, and they made it into a final poll. All right? So, right now, the final poll is now live. It went live last night, and you can vote. Same place. You go to DSP Gaming, the main channel page, community tab. There's a post with 5 games.
I love that he finally started using the community tab.
You ready?
After I pointed out he's never used it.
Refresh the poll.
I pointed out this entire time on YouTube he never used it. Then, like, 2 or 3 days later, guys, I'm using the community tab now.
That you guys
like, yeah, but you don't watch the content, do you?
Nominations for the Christmas Marathon event. Portal 2. That's right, the first-person puzzle platformer game from Valve. Where it actually became a co-op game. If you so wanted to make it a co-op game, you didn't have to play it co-op, but it was actually fun as a co-op game from way back when. What, 10 years ago, something like that?
That'd be hilarious. Battle Snipe.
Dead by Daylight. That is the survival game where you team up with other human survivors against a creature, supernatural killer, stalking you. And over the years, they've tweaked the game many times and added many new killers and locations to the game. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim.
No one wants to see
Do I
that.
ever have to say anything about this game? Do you guys know about this? Maybe you've heard about this game before. I've heard that the game actually has been maybe re-released a few times. So maybe you've had opportunity to hear about this game, Elder Scrolls V Skyrim.
What I do for Christmas?
The interesting
Be with
thing about
family.
that for me,
like the majority of people in the world.
that
Unlike DSP, because
I
he has
won't
no
play it
family.
once. When it was a new release, I did a full-on completionist run of Skyrim that took me some 2 months to get through at the time. I never touched the game again. I never, in the last decade that this game has been out, ever went back and played any of the Skyrim re-releases. So, interesting that people now have nominated it for the Christmas event.
You mean you rigged the polls to do that, jackass?
In fact, I was thinking, like, what is the latest version? I don't even know what the latest version is. I'm assuming maybe there's an Xbox Series X version that looks really good. Shantae the Half Genie Hero.
That's a game I've never heard of. I know, guys, there's another outside noise. Stop the stream.
Shantae the Half Genie Hero. Now, this game, I believe, is a side-scrolling platformer from, like, back in the day. I believe that this game originally was like a Game Boy Advance game or something like that. And then they had a ridiculous amount of sequels over time. I don't know which version Half Genie Hero is. But
I see. It's coming
I've
for
never played
him.
any of them at all. I have zero exposure to this franchise. Okay? Or Resident Evil 4. I don't know anything about that one. Never heard of it. All right, Resident Evil 4.
You had to make 2 playlists for a Skyrim stream. Damn.
I actually, when it was a new release back in the day, I actually played it on the GameCube. But I only got through maybe like the first 2-3 hours of the game. I never really got too far into it. And then many years later, I bought the Resident Evil 6 complete collection when it came out. It was the collector's edition of Resident Evil 6. Actually came with the digital versions of all of the Resident Evil franchise, like up to that
Terrible.
time that you
Bill
could get. So it was like
probably
Resident
true.
Evil, if I remember correctly, it was like 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. It came with all of them up to that point in a big like anthology. Okay, and eventually I did play it. What it was the HD version. I believe it was the Xbox 360 version. Don't get me wrong, maybe it was PS3, but I think it was the Xbox 360 version that I played. But this was a very long time ago. In fact,
Snort.
I'd be curious if you guys could go back in time and find the original Resident Evil 4 playthrough and tell me what I played it on and when I played it, because I remember it being very.
Why don't you do it? It's your channel.
Now, since
why are you asking your
think they
fans to find that for you?
I think like
you do it, jackass.
Digital rights to Resident Evil 4. Likely, I could just re-download it. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't really remember how I played it. I don't think it was a physical disc. I'm pretty sure it was a digital code associated with my Xbox Live account. And if that's the case, maybe I could just re-download it and play it again. Okay? But anyway, what a variety of games. Think about that. Portal 2, a first-person puzzle game. Dead by Daylight, a co-op survival game with tons of horror elements. Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, open-world RPG, medieval style. Shantae Half Genie Hero, a action platformer. And Resident Evil 4, a third-person over-the-shoulder.
Wow, dude, how you doing?
Right? So,
sorry about that Fallout stream. I didn't realize I was muted for like the first hour of it. Then at the end, I had even more issues.
I didn't mean to burp in your face. I'm really sorry. I burped right in the penguin's face. Excuse me. Interesting variety of
You're not
games
wrong,
for
Steven.
sure. All right. Now,
That's
just so
not
you
my
guys
story.
know, the poll went live last night right before my late stream. So it was around 14 or so hours ago. As of this morning, over 1,000 people have already voted. Wow. It's funny to me because I used to...
Turn away from the microphone to burp into the
polls
penguin's face.
on my
About damn
forums,
time.
thekingofhate.com, on Twitter, these different places I would do polls. It was like pulling teeth trying to get people to vote. It really was. Like, sometimes I'd be like, okay, guys, this is really important. Vote because this is going to determine important stuff. And then I get almost no votes, and then people will complain about
But
the
it's
results. and
not
I'd be like,
important.
well, you should have
It's your
voted,
channel.
right? It seems like ever since I started using my channel page this year, this community tab on DSP Gaming, I get a ton of
After
responses.
13 years on
Which is
YouTube,
good,
you
obviously.
finally
I'm very
started using the
happy
community
about that.
tab.
What it means is that this channel, my channel, DSP Gaming, has way more engagement than like anything else that I use, including all my social media and everything. You know what
Exactly,
I mean? Like,
Steve.
I
It's
get
because
more
he already
engagement
owns them,
just
so he doesn't have to buy
directly
anything
on the
new.
page. 14 hours, over 1,000 responses is really good. Okay? Now, keep in mind, the poll just started. All right? With the poll just starting, it's going to run all week, and there's potential this poll could completely change or flip on its head. Definitely. I mean,
I love that. As soon as I comment on how he's never used it, like 2-3 days later, he finally started using it.
All right?
I was
Now, a
just
couple of things
shocked
about the
that it's
poll.
actually working,
Number
guys.
one, you got to be very careful because you can only vote once. Okay? Some people, I think, were like, oh, I like this game. Click. Okay, now let me vote for... Oh. It's not multiple choice. I used to do multiple choice polls on my forums. My forums had that capability. YouTube doesn't. You can only vote once. So please understand that. Don't go crazy and click on something like, or what do they call that? Impulse. Impulse click. Okay, now let me click for this. Oh, shit. Okay? That's number one. Number two, the way the poll's going to work is that out of the games that are listed there, okay,
He's amused.
out of the games that are listed there, there's 5. 2 will guaranteed to be played on
Yes,
the
he is,
marathon.
Maya. He's like,
okay?
oh, there's
Because the way
many
the
people voted.
marathon's
That's
gonna work
each
is
individual
there's gonna be a
person,
variety of
guys.
Stuff. And
There's
I
no
was doing the
sock
math in my
accounts,
head, I said, I should
guys.
have time for at least 3 games during the marathon. Maybe 4, depending on how time permits, but at least 3.
Exactly, Steve, but if it doesn't go the way he wants, he just throws them out because I don't want to play that game. Clearly trolls.
So that leaves 2 open spots, okay? So people are voting, and right now, just so you guys know some perspective, and by the way, like I said, this could completely change. This is only within the first 14
He's almost as pale as his chair.
Shantae, Half Genie Hero, currently has 8% of the vote. So it's the underdog. Definitely the underdog. Portal 2 is currently next to last with 13% of the vote.
I would say Dead by Daylight would be the funniest.
Dead by Daylight is right in the middle of the pack. Currently
Come on, Dead by
has
Daylight
about
would be the funniest.
19% of the vote. Okay. Then coming up in second place in these standings, Resident Evil 4, 25% of the vote. So 1/4 of the people who voted so far want to see Resident Evil 4. And then the number 1 game by a pretty big margin, 34% of the vote, is currently with the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim.
Boo. It's a good game, but
Now,
mind you, it's going to be during his marathon, so he'll play for maybe 2 hours.
I'll be honest with you.
Congratulations,
that's a
you
little
got through the
shocking
tutorial.
because people had been telling me
I wonder if I can go
that
over
they
there
wanted
right
me to
meow.
do another open world RPG style playthrough. Okay, but
DSP
people have been telling me
gaming.
that maybe they wanted to see me do Fallout 3 with all the DLCs, similarly to how I just did New Vegas over the summer. And plus Fallout 3 apparently is
Dead by
completely
Daylight.
optimized for
Oh.
Xbox Series X and runs at full 60 frames and looks good. Okay? Or people had also been saying, we want to see you play Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. You've never done a playthrough of Oblivion. You started one years ago, dropped it after like 10, 12 hours. We'd like to see you actually go back and fully play Oblivion.
Everyone go over there and vote for Dead by Daylight.
So if
It'll
you
be
were going to
funnier.
tell me people were going to nominate and
Copy,
vote for an open world
paste.
Bethesda-style RPG game, I thought it would have been one
Alright,
of
that
those two.
should work, hopefully.
It actually
right to 'em.
confuses me a little bit that you guys nominated.
Hey,
and
Kid
are
Film,
now
how's it
actually
going?
voting in droves
On my day
for
off, it sounds
Skyrim,
like my dryer
okay?
just finished.
I'm not
So
disappointed.
my laundry's
I
done
haven't
when I get
played
done with
Skyrim in
this.
10
I can
years.
fold it.
So if we play Skyrim at Christmas and we get a good, hour and a half, 2 hours into it, and you guys are enjoying it, and this is something
Yeah, you'd be
that
through the
potentially
tutorial.
want to see
Congratulations.
actually fully do in 2022, excuse me, I would not be opposed to doing it. I just hope that people understand that if I start up with Skyrim, I could potentially play it over the course of January if you guys wanted to see that. But there's no way I could continue to play it in February. February has so many ridiculous amount of new releases that essentially what would happen is Skyrim would have to go on hold while I play all those new releases, and then we could come back to Skyrim at a later date. But I would be very happy to play an optimized version of Skyrim with you guys.
Oh, awesome, Kid
January
Film.
on the Xbox Series X.
Let me,
Seriously, man,
fuck it, let me
running
promote it
60
here.
frames, all the tweaks and things they've added over the years. Didn't they just recently add like a fishing update
I
and
should
stuff
be
like
able
that?
to promote it right here.
I think so. Okay,
Post.
Hank Duma
Aha.
has...
Check
the
out that
deets.
GIF. Amazing
Hank,
work.
Thank you for being on top of the deets today. He says, you last played Resident Evil 4 in March of 2014. Good Lord. Almost 8 years ago. On the Xbox
Hey,
360.
how's it going?
So that was back when I was still in Connecticut, before I'd even moved out here. And yes, it was the HD version on the Xbox 360. And if I'm remembering correctly, I did not own the disc. I think it was digital. Because if I'm remembering correctly, when you bought Resident Evil 6,
That'd be
you got
hilarious.
the physical disc, but you got
Those two in a room.
So if that's the case,
Both
I
too
could
fucking
easily
stupid to do anything.
download Resident
Hey,
Evil 4
Stone.
and play it again on the Xbox
Having a
Series
good time.
X.
Enjoy
Now,
my
I'm
day
curious,
off. I was like, my
I'm very
laundry's
curious about
done.
this.
Yay. Had to get that
Did they
done today.
optimize it? Did they optimize the game to run really well on the Xbox Series X? And if they did, that would be fucking cool. Imagine running Resident Evil 4 in 60 frames. That would be exciting, I actually think. I'm like turning on my
Flim,
Xbox
not
Series
film.
X right
Sorry
now, 'cause
about
I
that.
want to see if I have the digital rights to download this game again. Yeah. So, with all this stuff going on, with the Christmas event, here's the exciting thing about the Christmas event. This is why I like doing it every year.
Because you get a lot of
What
money.
ends up happening is people ask for stuff, and I always check the stuff out, and then sometimes those playthroughs end up turning into full-on stuff. You know what I'm saying? Full-on stuff that I end up doing, and oh god, I'm looking at all my digital games. Holy fuck, I got a lot.
Yes, DSP, you've played a lot of games.
There's Ori and the Blind Forest. Wow, here's the games from the launch of the Xbox One. Crimson Dragon, which was actually Panzer Dragoon. Zoo Tycoon, Killer Instinct.
Oh, that's awesome, Kid Flim.
The digital version of Dead Space. Dead Rising 2. For some reason, I'm not actually seeing. I have King of Fighters 98 digitally. I don't even know how I got that because I don't remember buying it.
You were probably
I'm
drunk at
not
3 o'clock in
seeing
the morning and
Resident
bought
Evil
it. Would not surprise
odd,
me.
'cause I
3 o'clock in the
almost
morning,
swear
he's
to God
shit-faced and he buys it.
It was a digital game. But I don't see it. Huh. I see all kinds of shit. But I don't see Resident Evil on here. Well, shit.
Not a
Okay.
bad idea, Battle Snipe.
Well, there was a little bit of a
Oh,
monkey
it's
wrench
right
into
there.
things, right? I don't know if it would actually be. I don't think it's
Place
on
pin
Game
message.
Pass, right? I doubt it. Resident Evil 7 is on Game Pass. That's it. All right. I'm just curious, like, where is it available? Here's the store. I really hope it's available because
Online Life Fighter 2.
Happening. What the fuck?
Running away from Logitech's edition.
That's not good. Maybe I should try to restart my whole console. Restart the console.
But you never turn them off, dude.
It just sits there and doesn't open. That's fucking weird because the Game Pass opened, but not the store. It's not good. Anyway, the interesting thing about the Christmas event is that sometimes these become full playthroughs, right? And
wow, that was loud.
If I redo Resident Evil 4 and if I redo Skyrim, I definitely see those as having potential of becoming full playthroughs, right? In fact, I don't even see why they wouldn't. The question is, would I play them in January? Right? I could. That could be some of my content for January, which would probably be pretty cool, right?
How about you finish the games you're already playing?
Now
that'd be too easy, dude.
Glitched. Okay, here we go. Resident Evil Village. Resident Evil 4. Oh! $8. That's not bad. Currently at a 60% discount. Or you could buy the trilogy, which is Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6 for $20. I would probably just get 4. However, it doesn't mention anything about being optimized, so it probably just runs at the standard 30 frames like the original that I played 8 years ago.
What do you care? You can't see shit.
Now, wait a minute. I gotta try Skyrim, right? I gotta try this. Hold on. Wait a minute. It's on Game Pass. Oh, sweet. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Game Pass.
Kind of shit going on Twitter.
Yeah. And it's special edition as well. Oh, what just happened? Skyrimmy. No, I don't want Skyrimmy. Yeah. It's free on Game Pass. Now, if you want the anniversary upgrade, that's $30.
He holds his mouse the weirdest way I've ever seen. Instead of the thumb on the side,
so I could play
pointer
Elder
finger
Scrolls,
on the left button, ring finger on the right button.
Free on Game Pass.
He has his thumb on the left button and his pointer finger on the right button.
Free.
It's just so weird looking. It's like, no wonder your fucking wrists are after 30 minutes. You're holding the fucking mouse wrong.
Wait a minute. Hold on. No, I take that back. If you already have the Elder Scrolls Skyrim Special Edition, okay, you can buy the upgrade to Anniversary Edition for $16. Yeah, it's a discount. It's only $30 if you don't have the base game. See that? So I guess what we'll have to do is think about it over the course of this week. Does it really matter? Do the Anniversary Edition changes matter much that you guys would want to see that? And I would spend $16 for it.
It's $16 DSP. If you don't have $16 to spend on this for your
game,
business, right? You fucked up.
I guess we'll have to see. But anyway, so that's the early voting. The early voting is Skyrim is in the huge lead, and Resident Evil 4 is currently in second place, also by a huge margin. The third place game is Dead by Daylight. So, guaranteed, as long as the poll doesn't change, which it might. Like I said, the poll's only been live for 14 hours. There's high potential that poll could change over the course of this week.
He doesn't plan for anything. He doesn't prepare for anything.
The first 2 games will be played for sure during the Christmas
There's been multiple times he gets some of this pre-stream.
There's high potential.
Comes back to the game like, what? There's an update for the game I'm about to play? This is bullshit, guys. 230 megabytes. We're going to be sitting here for like 10 minutes.
For me to do during
why didn't you do this before you started your stream?
Okay. Pretty cool. Actually gives you something to do in January. So I'm happy about that.
Got his favorite side activity, fishing.
Now, the other side of this equation is that it was not just the common viewers who had nominated games. It was also channel members, people who are actually members of this channel who support this channel.
Guys, a fan donated Anniversary Edition, so we get to play it. Yay!
I appreciate that, guys. Thank you to everyone who's a member of the channel.
30 hours of fishing later.
For this month we're trying to reach. We're way far away from it, but maybe we'll see a rallying this Christmas week of people becoming members, which would be great if we did, to make that retrospective marathon event happen in January. Okay, just throwing that out.
What is that for his members? 314 out of 365. You're not hitting a DSP.
Nominated games.
I don't think OIC can make that many socket counts.
35 or so different games nominated by actual channel members. Okay, so I went through all of them, and originally the way it was going to work is look at the games that were nominated more than once. Those get into a poll, and the members will vote on the poll. Ladies and gentlemen, only one game was nominated more than once. Every other game was nominated only a single time for some odd reason. I don't know why no one nominated games more than once, but it was so weird to me. I was very confused. But anyway, the game that was nominated more than once, and therefore this game by default, without any poll, will be played during the Christmas Marathon event, is The Forest.
Oh, he's gonna hate it. He's gonna fucking hate that game.
The Forest.
Good.
Now, I don't even know what the game was. I was talking with people in my stream chat this morning about it. Apparently, The Forest is a game that plays kind of like Minecraft, but not really. It's basically a survival game where you have to craft and try to stay alive in a forest. You're lost in a forest. And apparently, for what I'm to understand, the game is very strong horror element, and the game actually has at points really
still going on about polls,
creepy
Battle
shit,
Tonight.
sometimes even full-on nudity, as cannibals are running at you balls first, trying to eat you.
Because his brain is dying from gin and boredom.
Merry Christmas, everybody. No, I'm not saying that maybe it is a bad game or whatever. I'm just saying, usually when I think of Christmas, I think of festive fun, family, friends, a warm meal like the roast beast or a turkey or ham, a nicely trimmed tree with beautiful lights shining.
Yeah, he's going to
silver
quit that
gold
game as
ornaments,
soon as he
presents
can. He's going to
underneath,
hate
children
it.
dancing around singing Christmas carols on Christmas morning, Christmas cordials. You know what I
don't
mean?
really
Like,
know much about the
there's a
Super
lot of
Sons,
traditional
Louise, so I can't
Santa
say much
Claus
about
coming
him.
on his sleigh, bringing happiness and joy to the people all around the world. Usually, when I think of Christmas, I don't really associate that with surviving in a forest with naked cannibals running at me, trying to eat me. Typically, that's
Jerk
not the
mouth.
first thing that comes
But he
to
does,
mind. Maybe the
Excalibur.
second or third thing that comes to mind. Usually not the first thing that comes to mind when I'm thinking Christmas. So I'm a little confused as to how this kind of came into people's minds to nominate for the Christmas Marathon event. All right. Now, as for that game, I actually don't think that The Forest is available on...
Yes, he does want a Christmas themed game.
Xbox?
Unfortunately for him, there's not that
It's
many
not.
Christmas themed games
yes,
on console.
Oh, it's a movie. There's a movie called The Forest? What the fuck? 2016.
I will be. Can't
A young
wait.
woman in search of her missing sister plunges her into
They
a dark
finally got
hole
to see
where
him
creepy
for
spirits
Thanksgiving.
drive
They could see him a
people to
month
suicide.
later.
Oh
Awesome.
God, it's the Japanese Suicide Forest. They made a movie about this? Oh shit, I didn't
Yeah,
even
and
know
people
that.
panned it for making fun of a
3
thing
out of
that's
5
actually
stars.
real.
Rated PG-13. Sounds shitty. So The Forest is not on the Xbox Series X to play. I actually heard it's on the PlayStation 4 and therefore PlayStation 5. Excuse me.
I'm going to count that just
I'd
because
have
that
to
was
confirm
annoying.
about that. I'd have to actually boot up my PS5, which I haven't done in a while, and actually I don't think I'm doing all week. So I guess what I have to do is probably
Great
a couple
purchase you got
days
there on the
before
PS5 and you don't even use it.
the Christmas Marathon. This week I'll have to boot up my PS5 one night and plug it and see, is it on there? How much does it cost and everything? Okay. So we'll see. But yeah, so The Forest is going to be played as well as whatever 2 games are the highest voted in that poll. So please go vote. And be careful when you vote. You can only vote once. The possibility there may be a 4th game, because here's how the Christmas Marathon is going to work. There'll be a nice festive intro. I'll be drinking, of course. You can see my first set of
You always
holiday
drink,
attire.
just not that
And we'll
much.
pick one of the games. We'll play for probably about an hour, hour and a half, depending on what game. Because if it's a game you guys are really into, maybe we'll play it longer. Then we'll probably take a brief break, talk a little bit, play the second game. Then after the second game, I'm going to do feasting
So it's
with
not
the king.
Superboy, it's
We're actually
different.
going to have a full meal
Superman
together. And there's
son.
going to be 3 different cuisines available. And by the way, the poll for that will be live soon. I'm going to let first you guys vote for the games over the weekend, and then probably Monday I'm going to put up the second
Super
poll.
Sons
which
has
is
been
gonna be the
canceled
type of
already.
food
Damn.
that we eat on Feasting with the King together on Thursday. Okay, So the cuisine options are as follows: Filipino food, Thai food, Vietnamese food.
Oh, it's John
All
Kent.
three
All right,
kinds
15-year-old.
have unique dishes
John
that I'd like
Kent
to try
joins.
during this event. So we'll see how it goes. And I'm going to order the food live at the very beginning of that.
Do it live,
holiday marathon event
guys.
with all of you. We'll order some food. And then when it shows up, we're going to eat it together, have a full meal.
Remember,
Feast with
guys,
the King live here during the Christmas
this is the
marathon event. It should be
countdown.
really exciting. And
This
then I
is the
figure after
countdown to
that-
Christmas, guys. Talking about
Kagame
polls.
says he just checked. The Force is on PS4 for $20. Thank you for checking, Kagame. I appreciate
Why do you
that.
keep hitting the microphone? Your microphone doesn't move. You keep
Okay.
smacking it.
So
God, it's fucking annoying.
I got distracted. So that'll be fun. And then after we do Feasting with the King, there's time for another game, which will be another hour and a half or so. And then at the very end, the tail end of the Christmas Marathon event, the last thing we actually do before I adjourn is going to be a holiday-themed DSP Tries It, where I'm going to have not one but two different festive items. Okay? Two different festive
You
items.
eat food, guys.
that
Aren't you
I'll be
excited?
trying, during the event. And then the kind of conclusion of the event. Now, so you heard what I just said, right? Intro, where we order food, do kind of a pre-stream. Then a first game for an hour and a half. Another game for an hour and a half. So already we're 4 or 5 hours in. Eating, that's an hour. Another game, and then the DSP Tries It. That's already
Taking
8
an hour
hours.
to eat food.
That's why
Holy
I'm saying
shit,
probably
DSP,
it's
what
only
the fuck is
going to
wrong
be
with
3
you?
games this year because we have so much other stuff going on during it. It's probably only going to be 3 games. Some years I've done 5, 6, 7 games, but this year, because of the format of the event, it's a little different. So that's awesome. And I'm excited for that. I hope you guys are too. If you can make it here,
I'm excited for you guys to give me
I
more money.
really hope that you guys will be able to be here on Thursday. If not, don't worry. I always record the entire event and upload it to the channel.
Not the
you can watch
entire
it later
event.
as your own Christmas special.
That's why you go through
But
raw DSP
I
because
feel
raw
like it'll be
DSP gets all the
something
stuff that
very
you
exciting to do,
leave
and the reason
out.
that I do it on the 23rd is because I realize many.
So
of
when I
you
do a
will be
marathon,
very
it's
busy with your
16
own
hours
family and friends
minimum.
for the actual Christmas holiday on Christmas Eve, the 24th, as well as the 25th. That's why I do
Yeah,
it
that probably
early,
explains
so you can
Excalibur. He
actually
has to
be with
take an
me
hour to eat
for a
because,
cool, festive
well, these
Christmas
teeth
vibe.
are all fucked up.
Okay?
I can't eat
It
with
should
those,
be a
so I
great
gotta try to
time.
get
I'm
on
really
this
excited
too.
for
That's
I
not
hope you
fucked
guys will
up.
be here on Thursday if you can. All right. So that's the deal.
Yeah.
That's what's
8
going
hours is
on
not a
right now.
marathon. 16 minimum
Hope
for
that
me,
sounds great for
anyways.
you guys. I will keep you guys informed on the results.
I
of
guess
the
I
poll
could
going on
include 12
on
hours
DSP
as a
Gaming on
marathon
the community tab,
because that's
and then on
literally
Monday,
half
like I
a
said, we'll set
day,
up the next
but
poll, which will be for the
8
cuisine,
hours
and
is
we'll
not
go
a
from there.
marathon.
Sounds good. Now let's talk about the streaming schedule for the weekend because, ladies and gentlemen, as I just announced, we finished Forza Horizon 5 last night. All right, a game that I really liked as a chill
Game that you hated.
but man, it really didn't catch on this time. When I played Forza Horizon 3 and 4,
Because
I
you only
think
got
people were
$9,
looking
bitch.
for a variety of games, and they
Try
liked
some
the
more.
fact that it was a chill vibe game. This time around, the entire time I played Forza 5, people were like, "Why are you playing this game? Can you play another game?" There's all these other games.
Because
you're
you
playing
suck
you're
at
not-
racing
you're not
games because you
finished
can't
yet.
see
You
shit
play
because you
those.
don't wear your
Can you play
glasses.
different? Can you play Halo? Can you do this? Can you do that? Like everyone was asking for something else. Okay. And
But you
therefore,
kept playing it until you got
I kind of
9,000
felt like every
tips.
time I booted the game, people were disappointed, which sucks. Like it's a really good game. In my opinion, definitely one of the best games of the year. Forza Horizon 5, it is. But it's not everyone's cup of tea. Not everyone likes racing / driving. Not everyone's into the car culture. I'm personally not. I still like the game. And I just feel like the timing of the release this year was a
Yeah,
little
he definitely
weird
wage
because
quit it last
previously
night
when
after only
Forza
getting
Horizon
9,000
games
tips.
came out, there was usually like the end of the year, like it was the last game of the year, and people, oh, okay, I got extended time to play it because there's really nothing else going on. This year, just look at all the shit I'm doing. I'm in the middle of the GTA trilogy, right? I'm trying to make a push
That no
to
one
finish
asked
Lost
for.
Judgment, which we've been playing for 3 effing months, right?
No,
We're in the
you've
midst
been
of
playing
Halo
for 3 months
Infinite.
'cause your
Usually
plays
the end
were
of the year, you
fucking
don't get
slow.
any high-profile games. We've got Halo Infinite that we're playing right now. And at the same time all that's going on, there's all these other games that people have wanted me to kind of jump into recently that I just haven't had a chance to. So you see what I'm saying? Like, essentially,
Yeah, luxury cars you
this
can't
game
afford
normally
anymore.
would be, oh, here's a game to fill dead time at the end of the year because there's nothing going on. This year, there's really no dead time to fill. It's actually, when we played Forza Horizon 5, it was delaying other stuff you guys wanted to see. So I kind of felt like it was almost like the redheaded stepchild of the games that I was playing right now. It was like, we're playing this again? Oh, man, well. And the truth is, the support for the game was not great. What I was doing was a special thing where whoever was the top tipper of every night that I played it would get to pick the car that I would drive the next week. Some
And
weeks,
no one
the person would
cared.
be the top tipper of like a $10 tip and wouldn't even pick a car. They were like, screw, I don't care. Wow. Last night, the finale of Forza Horizon 5 was good. I raised
Then you got
$9.
$9.
$9 on the stream. Yes, the
But
finale.
it's not about the
of
money,
playthrough
guys. Remember,
was $9.
he's always saying it's
I don't
not
think
about the
anyone really
money.
cared about Forza 5 at this point.
It's not about the
So
money.
anyway.
But guys, only made $9.
It was a good game. Likely you're going to hear about it in my Game of the Year awards because it's such a good game. But at the same time, I get it. It is what it is. It's over. Okay. Let's talk about today. Today will be a very exciting day because we're continuing on with Grand Theft Auto Vice City Definitive Edition on the first stream.
Poor baby.
Today, what I'm going to do, my goal for the stream.
Exactly. You go to escape, maybe enjoy a game. Or especially if it's a story-based game, you see like they're surprised at a twist. Nah, snort, give me money, snort, give me money, give me money.
Right into the business missions, trying to unlock all the businesses to take over the map and raise money, yada, yada, yada. The reason you need to do that is because it's required. Once you take over enough businesses, you unlock the end of the game. So I kind of focused on that.
He doesn't use the quick
for like
resume. He's an idiot.
And guess what? I unlocked the end of the game. I got the phone call that last stream. It was like, oh, you can now go to the Printworks to initial like the final missions. I was like, oh shit! Like I really turboed through this. I didn't expect it to get through it that fast. Now there's a lot of stuff that I've kind of ignored. For example, I didn't do
your business, your wife,
missions. I didn't do the
your health.
Missions.
Yeah, you haven't ignored a lot of stuff.
I didn't do the rest of the assassination missions. Okay, there's a lot I didn't do, and those missions can lead to really good bonuses and boons and buffs or whatever you want to call them. And in addition to that, actually, I did do. What mission did I do? I did one of the missions because I have more health, right? Which mission did I do to get the health?
Well, you just played the game, so you should know, right? Oh, wait. Gin brain.
What did I do to get the health? How am I having a brain fart? I can't remember it.
If you only had
I know
brain.
I did a mission to get me extra health, but that's all I remember. The pizza mission. That's why I can't remember, because it's unique. The pizza delivery mission. That's right. That's what I did. Thank you, guys. Okay. So, today we're going to do the stuff I didn't do, that I've completely ignored and neglected up to now. All right? That's going to be one of the focuses.
Again,
now,
your health, your wife, your family,
now,
your
there's
business.
Love Fist missions for the band Love Fist that I haven't done any of those yet. There's still 2 other optional businesses that I need to buy, and then there's actually missions to do for those businesses. There's a lot to do in the game, and by the way, a lot of these you get rewarded with achievements and stuff when you do them too. So I could literally rush and probably finish Vice City today, but I don't see the reason to. I'm having a great time with the game.
I need to drag it out, guys.
Why are we rushing through it? Instead, let's do some of the meaningful content.
And also, if it was unique,
optional,
you'd be more likely to remember it because it was
that's going to be my focus
unique.
Today.
It was different.
Is to do that stuff. And by the way, I think what'll be fun is while I'm doing that stuff, all the money will be raised at the businesses. So I can be driving around collecting the money a few times. And then I should have enough to buy the final businesses. Like Golden Culture said, oh, you should do the Malibu Club. The Malibu Club is 120,000. I have like 60. I need to do other stuff to gather enough money to buy the Malibu Club. So this will be a good way to kill time while we're doing that, you see. So it should be a fun stream. I'm looking forward to today. It's going to be a good one. A lot of interaction, I'm sure, as I'm doing this optional stuff.
Interaction, i.e. money.
And a lot of silliness.
Which is why he's dragging it out even more.
Tonight's late stream is going to be a very special one. The late stream tonight is my Friday Night Fights late night Street Fighter stream that I do once a week. But this week, there's a twist.
It's different. I'm playing with a fight stick that was totally donated to me, not bought by me, guys. Anyone who says I bought it is getting banned.
Here it is. This is the twist. That's not the twist. What is that? This is the twist. The twist this week is that I'm going to be using a new controller. A new controller during my Friday Night Fights session. Oh my God, I'm reflecting the street in your face. Here, let me aim it up so it doesn't reflect the street in your face. A new controller. This is the Hori fighting game. No, the Hori Fighting Stick Alpha, designed exclusively for the Xbox Series X.
How you doing, Spaceman?
So here's the deal. There's a little bit of a story behind this. We've been playing.
We know that.
The Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection on the PlayStation 4 and then PlayStation 5 for the last year, ever since it came out in early 2018. So about 3.5, almost 4 years we've been playing this collection. I play it every week, once a week. We play old school Street Fighter. It's a good time. The reason I like doing that is because it gives me nostalgia. It makes me feel like it's back in the day when I used to go to arcades every Friday night.
And you had friends who liked you.
Competition, you know. that old school vibe. And I love doing it. I'm very good at the older Street Fighter games. Probably the only games I'm actually good at. And you guys really seem to enjoy me going back and playing that every week, okay? Now,
But Goji Tanks kept
over the
hunting me
years,
down and
the
kicking my
collection's
ass.
gotten worse and worse. The connections get worse. There's less people playing it. And sadly,
Goji Tanks
the trolls
kicks my
who follow
ass.
me around to troll the shit out of me and basically ruin the experience for everyone trying to play by finding...
God, he hates
glitches in the
Goji
game
Tanks so
that make it
much.
so that you can't even play online. Like, there's a guy, he'll go into a lobby I'm in on purpose. He'll stalk me. And then when it's his turn to play, he'll glitch the game and it completely craps out. And no one can advance. The whole lobby's crapped out. And you might say, well, why don't you just kick him from the lobby? Because you can't. Why don't you just block him so you don't have to play him again? Because you can't.
But you can on Xbox.
Unfinished. Like literally,
you can on Xbox.
unfinished.
That's the only reason why you moved to Xbox
common
version.
Features that other
Because you
fighting games
can
have to
do
stop
that.
that kind of behavior. So once they're in that lobby, it's ruined for everyone. You have to find another lobby to play in. So every week, it's like, oh, it's time to play Street Fighter. Well, I could have played 50 matches, but instead I played 20 because half the time we were trying to fucking,
Run away from Goji Tanks.
avoid these assholes. So just hypothetically, a couple weeks ago, I was talking on this very podcast, and I was like, I wonder what would happen if we played it on the Xbox instead of the PlayStation version of the game. Do you think that there'd be different players, like a different player base with different levels of competition? Do you think the trolls would still be there? Maybe we could avoid them, et cetera, et cetera.
The trolls,
Surprisingly
you
enough,
mean Goji Tanks.
Okay. People were interested in seeing this, and someone donated the Xbox version of the 30th Anniversary Collection to me. So last week we tried it.
Did not. You bought it.
This controller.
Get over it.
And I would say it wasn't all bad. This controller was quite good. Actually, I would say the charge characters, I was able to play with fairly reasonably with this controller. But there were two major shortcomings. The first is I couldn't do the 360 grabs almost at all. For certain characters like Zangief and T-Hawk, who I used to be able to play with, basically they're unplayable. Also, any move that needs 3 buttons together, like Zangief's spinning clothesline, is almost unusable because there's no shortcut in this game. I know this sounds really stupid. There's no shortcut in this game to make it 1 button click does 3 buttons. Even though every other freaking Street Fighter version ever to be put on console has that shortcut, the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection doesn't because the collection is terrible and Digital Eclipse did an awful job with it. It's the name of the game developer who made it. So, I was able to play it. And by the way, the competition was different. There were different people playing. There were a few quite good people. But there was a couple people who were just kind of learning the game. You could tell that they weren't masters or whatever. But it was a good mix. In fact, a couple fans of mine who were usually on my streams were there. And we played together for the first time. And it was actually nice. But
how much did you charge them for that?
It was pretty mixed. Having that controller basically nerfed my ability to play the game at a high level. There were certain characters who I loved playing with, like Cammy.
You've never played at a high level.
Flipping throw anymore. Couldn't do the chicken wing with Fei Long. Couldn't do any of the Tiger Knee motion moves. Couldn't consistently get Shoryukens. Couldn't consistently get 360s. And, it's a trade-off. So it was still good. And I said basically what I would consider doing is alternate between the two versions so that we get variety. Maybe one week if we're playing on one version, we can't find anyone switch to the other. One thing that was interesting, I went and I was able to get ranked matches. I went to the ranked matches mode and was able to find people both in Super Turbo and Third Strike. I was like shocked that people were still playing the ranked mode on the Xbox. They don't play it on PlayStation anymore. If you search, you can't find anyone. But I was getting people. I was like, I can't believe it. We're doing ranked matches in this game after how many years? Okay.
No matter how much he bitches about it, how much he hates it, he still plays it
down
every week.
And then all of a sudden, I get an email one morning. A fan of mine purchased this joystick for. I didn't ask for it. I didn't even hint at wanting a joystick for the Xbox. A fan buys it for me as a Christmas present. Thank you so much. And again, I'm not going to give the shout out their name out because they don't want to because they're afraid of being harassed online, which I understand. Thank you so much.
It's anonymous, guys.
That's so awesome.
And it was saying there in 2 days, almost like they bought it with Amazon Prime 2-day shipping, guys.
It's a brand new
dragged it to my house.
It's made for Xbox Series X. It's literally a new product. Okay, we're gonna test it live. We're gonna see how it works. I'm very excited for this. And now maybe I could actually play with every character to full potential because I'll be able to charge 3 buttons. I'll be able to do the 360 motions and everything. Okay.
And donations my ass.
Thank you guys so much. It's gonna be a fun stream. I hope you'll be here tonight for this. It's gonna be a good one. Shit, I'm stuck. Oh fuck.
You prove a fan donated that to you, I will give you $500. Oh wait, he can't prove it because it didn't happen.
And by the way, I have to plug in my headphones.
Oh yeah, you're right. King of Semantics it. Well, no, a fan donated credit so I could buy it. Well, then a fan didn't donate.
Should be a good time. Tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay. Tomorrow, we're continuing on with the Halo Infinite campaign. Now, all the reports for Halo Infinite said the campaign was 12 to 15 hours long. I'm currently 12 hours into the game. I haven't even gotten to the final part of the map yet. Okay? Now, admittedly, I've taken my time with this playthrough. I've explored a lot, done a lot of the side content, and there's been a lot of fan interactions that have delayed the length of the playthrough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk with you guys.
You mean menu stalling?
Delays.
So much menu stalling.
At the same time, I'm really having fun with it. I think the campaign's outstanding. It's actually quite challenging. There's parts that have kicked my ass over and over, and I've had fun trying to overcome them. I really like this campaign. So I'm excited tomorrow to see how far we get. Now, I don't know if we'll beat it tomorrow or not. I think it's bullshit. I actually think this playthrough will probably be like 18 hours for me from the rate that I'm going.
Because you play so fucking slowly. Hey, Azerman.
The finale
how you doing?
Coming up maybe on Monday. Okay? So, if that is the case, great. But let's see how it goes tomorrow. Okay? Tomorrow night, the King of Fighters 15 second beta. There's a second beta available for King of Fighters 15. The original one was about a month ago. And I played it. I played with all the characters. I played with Chris, Shirmi, Yashiro, Kyo, Iori, and Chizuru. Kogura. So I played with all 6 characters there. It was interesting. I liked it. And I was like, wow, I'd like to play more. And the beta was over like this. It was only like 2.5 days. So there was almost no time to really play it. So people desired to play it again. And therefore, they're releasing a new beta. And I'm going to be playing it Saturday night. All new characters this time, by the way. All new characters. So I'm very excited to try these out.
Let's see how much he hates it this time.
Then on Sunday, more Vice City. Maybe the conclusion of Vice City, depending on how today goes. I don't know. But more Vice City Sunday. And then Sunday night will be Halo Infinite multiplayer. Awesome. Monday. Likely
are you going to play with fans? No, I can't play with fans. They might troll me.
Tomorrow, but I could be wrong. So it's either going to be Halo Infinite campaign. All right, or something else, depending. Monday night.
That could be the other thing, okay, Smith. That way,
it's kind of up in the air.
It's a tax write-off or whatever he tries to do.
Lost Judgment, but here's the thing.
But then again, we know he's also writing off the WWE Champions microtransactions,
then I will play
which
Lost
he
Judgment
shouldn't do.
Night
But
late stream.
until he gets caught, the fuck does he care?
Tomorrow. Then Monday, I'm going to be doing Lost Judgment as the main gameplay stream. And you might be saying, why the frick are you doing that? Because I want to beat the game, and I'm in the middle of this long side content that's taking so long. If I play it like only 2 to 4 hours,
because you take forever.
I will never complete the game. I've been playing this since September, and I love
Can't
the
win
game.
over Talia Ghul. Talia Ghul is too
but
toxic.
I need to put more time into it, and if I don't invest the time, I'll never beat the game, and it'll all be for nothing. So we really don't know what's happening on Monday because we have to see what happens tomorrow with the Halo Infinite campaign. That'll determine what happens on Monday. And then Tuesday also, it's kind of up in the air. Maybe if we play Halo Infinite on the main stream on Monday, we do a late night stream on Monday of Lost Judgment, and then a main stream of Lost Judgment on Tuesday, and Tuesday night's more Halo. In fact, I'm almost feeling that's what's going to happen. I think it's going to be Vice City.
It's your schedule. You make it.
It's going to be Halo.
Oh, yeah, he hates the girl bar.
And the King of Fighters.
I don't need this. I'm married.
It's going to be Vice City and Halo multiplayer on Sunday. It's going to be the conclusion of the Halo campaign and some Lost Judgment Monday night. It's going to be a mainstream of Lost Judgment and the multiplayer of Halo Tuesday night. I'm off from Wednesday, so I'm not streaming on Wednesday, but I'm going to be getting stuff for all week. On Thursday, it's the Christmas Marathon event, which will be very exciting. On Friday, it's going to be my Christmas Eve edition of Ask the King, where it's a Q&A show, so please post up your questions by typing ! Ask the King into the stream chat. The more questions I get, the better the show is, so please do that. And that's only going to be one.
Dude, calm down.
Time with my wife.
You're talking a mile a minute there.
On Christmas Day, Saturday, I'm not going to be here. It's going to be a day off for me.
I think it's him smacking his leg.
And then I'll be back on Sunday. Sunday. I'll be back. I'll be back to play games. I'm all gabbed out. The only news story today to talk about is that Tencent, the Chinese game company, bought Turtle Rock Studios, the company that made Back 4 Blood as well as the original Left 4 Dead.
Right, that doesn't sound good.
Okay, let's do shoutouts.
Those game series are over.
Let's do shoutouts. So we start off with the YouTube side of things. Pinocchio did a 99-cent super chat earlier. Thank you, Pinocchio. Andre the DJ became a member for 7 months, re-upping his support, and he says, I thought you could use some. Thank you so much, Andre the DJ. Yes, I could use more support. I'm curious
I need that money.
Will be at by the end of the stream. Sarah Barclay became a new member of the channel. Thank you, Sarah, for the channel support. Welcome. Jack Barstoll did a $5 super chat and asked, he says, I'm a newer fan. I was watching old videos. Whatever happened to your BMW? Was there something wrong with it? I thought they were reliable. Actually, in regards to my BMW, I always had a piece of crap car for most of my life. A piece of garbage. When I first started out, I was driving my parents' beat-up Ford Taurus from 1992. Then, when I finally had the money to buy a car, I bought a 2002 Pontiac Grand Am. That looked nice. It had nice looks to it. And it was a lemon. It was a piece of dog shit. The car had so many problems. Leaking, transmission fluid. I had to redo the transmission once, which was basically the entire cost of the car. The brakes kept going. It was a really crappy car. And I drove it everywhere. I drove it to Street Fighter tournaments all across the country. One time I drove all the way down from Connecticut, all the way down to like fucking Virginia and shit. The car sucked, but it was mine, right? So I had that car all the way until 2014. Now in 2012. I got confused there. In 2012, something interesting happened. I was making good money for the first time in my life. I was a full-time YouTuber back then whose channel was very hot. If you remember, back in 2014 when I put out gameplay videos. 2014, I keep saying. It's 2012. Back in 2012 when I put out gameplay videos.
Jen is really fucking
It didn't
him
even
up
matter
this
what
time.
game it was. I would get tens of thousands of views on like the first 10 videos of any playthrough, which essentially would make me, no exaggeration, hundreds to thousands of dollars every game I ever played. That's
And
how
yet you're
profitable YouTube
broke.
was back in the day, just with ad revenue. It was
And
insane.
yet you're
So
broke.
I was rolling in dough at that time. Not gonna lie, I was. And because of
And
that,
yet you're broke.
I was like, why am I driving this piece of shit Grand Am? It's falling apart. By then it was almost a decade that I had owned the thing. And it was really falling apart. It was actually starting to leak oil everywhere. And the window was busted. It sucked into the door and wouldn't go up anymore. It was like getting stuck and shit. And I was like, this car's on its last legs. This thing is just having so many issues. And at the time, I was like, I want a new car. Now, there's many things I could have done. I could have bought a car outright.
Yes, you could have bought a nice
I could have leased a
car
car.
instead of leasing multiple BMWs.
But here's the truth of the matter.
Dumbass.
I wanted a new car that I didn't want to have to do any work on it because that Grand Am had been such a lemon to me. I had so many times I had to take it to the shop, have things redone from the ground up. I paid for that car, no exaggeration, probably 3 times. Since I bought it on repairs, I kept rebuying it with the cost of repairs. Okay? So finally, when 2012 hit, I wanted to get a car that, number one, was going to
Because
be
Master,
ultra
he
reliable.
can't. He's too...
Number 2,
attach
was not
that
going to
fucking
cost
goatee.
me
It looks
any
like
money
trash,
for
though.
maintenance. And number 3, something that was just easy to do and get and not have to do a lot of work.
Oh, it's
So,
100%
I'm
him.
not kidding you. About
Mr.
5 minutes away from where
I never
lived
changed
in
the oil in the
Connecticut
car.
was a BMW
Well, gee, I wonder
dealership.
why
It was like right
your
down the street, right around the
Toyota
corner.
had oil issues.
And one day
Oh,
I
because
drove
you
in
never
there,
fucking changed your oil.
and I said, my car is a piece of dog shit. It's falling apart. In your lot, it's leaking. I need to get rid of this, and I need a new car. And so they showed me all their models or whatever. And at that time, I didn't want to go crazy. I didn't want to get a high-end BMW because I didn't know anything about the cars, actually. I really didn't. I just walked in saying, I need a car. Really stupid, right? And by the way, I knew I wasn't going to buy
Oh, they
BMW.
knew you were a
It's too
sucker.
expensive, but I
They
wanted to
knew
lease one.
you
I
were a
wanted to- you know,
sucker,
what if I get a BMW
and they took you for
a
everything
couple
you
years and I
had.
like it? And
Good for them.
then maybe I'll buy it outright after that, or keep the lease, extend the lease. I just want to try it out and see what it's like to have a car like this. I've never had a car like this before in my life. Okay, so I got like a low end BMW. It certainly wasn't a high. It was like a lower end model, with base features and stuff. And I leased it for about 2.5 years. I want to say it wasn't 3. It was like 2 or 2.5 years. And over that time period, there were things I liked about the BMW, things I didn't. What I liked about it was it had the best brakes of any car I've ever driven. You could stop on a dime if you needed to. Okay? And obviously, BMWs look nice. They have a nice leather interior and everything. It's a very nice car. Very nice looking car. But it also had a bunch of stuff that I didn't need. Like a built-in GPS into the dashboard. What the fuck do I need a screen installed in the front of my
Because
car
you
for?
were driving to places
moon
all
roof.
across the country.
What the fuck is a moonroof? Oh man, let me tell you how many times in my life up to that point, I was just sitting in my car at night. And I was leaning back and saying, man, I just really wish I could stare at the moon right now. It would just enhance my car experience if I could stare at the moon. If I had a hole right here in my ceiling of my car. But anyway, the point I'm making is, the BMW was a nice car, but it was very expensive, all right? And it had all these features I didn't need, Okay, the real reason
But you
that
still
I wanted
got
a
it.
BMW was because
But you still got it?
it has full maintenance. When you lease a BMW, everything with that car is covered. If you have an issue, oil needs to be changed. Oh, the car's having issues, the brakes or something. You just take it into the dealership. They deal with it free, completely free. It's included in your lease payment, and then you get a loaner as well. So if the car ever broke down or had an issue, I get another car in the meantime, and then I get my car back. Okay, so that's why I
Yes,
did
yes,
it.
Smith.
Okay, I did it for about 2
True.
years, 2.5 years. Then what happened was I still had about 6 months left on my lease,
Yeah,
but I was leaving Connecticut. I was moving out here to Washington State.
There we go.
I personally didn't want the BMW
No, the
anymore.
mileage is
After
handless.
having it
Whatever.
for 2 years, I liked
Fuck
the
off.
car, but I
Me too.
realized it was too expensive for what I was getting. I wasn't using the features in the car that were causing it to be expensive. Hell, I barely even drive. I fucking work from home all day, right?
But you still felt the need to get a BMW.
So I wanted to get rid of it. My intention was to trade in the car early and get a different car when I moved out here. When I went there, I was shocked. They said,
But you still
well, the
got
only way
it.
to get out of your lease is to pay the whole thing. Huh? Yeah, you have 6 months left on your lease. So if you just want to trade the car in early, pay us for the whole 6 months, but give us the car now. And I was like, that doesn't sound like it's beneficial to me. That sounds like
It's
I'm
not.
getting ripped off. So they said, oh, we'll cut you a deal.
And you fell
Get
for
a
it
new
again.
lease on a new BMW.
And you fell for it
A
again.
new car for another 3 years. And what we will do,
And it's their fault that you
is we
fell
will
for it
waive
every single
all
fucking
of your 6
time.
months of remaining lease on the previous BMW. And you'll have a new BMW for the next 3 years. Probably one of the worst decisions I made, but I made it because I was like, I just didn't, at that point, I was spending so much money to move. I didn't have a ridiculous amount of money to now drop to pay off the lease. So I was like, I guess it just makes sense to do this. I don't even want to get into the details because it was a big rigmarole. There was all this drama to get the car out here. When it got out here, the fucking plates were screwed up. I didn't want to get into it.
You could have done a
But I was stuck
cross-country
with a
tour
BMW for
with your
3
girlfriend that
effing
you
years while I
so-called
lived out
loved
here.
and uploaded
Did I
it to your
use any
YouTube
of the
channel.
features of it? No.
You
By
could have
the
had an
way,
amazing montage of you and your
during those
girlfriend
3
driving
years,
across the country
A lot
in
of
your
things
car.
changed. This was the
Nope,
YouTube
he had it
apocalypse.
shipped.
My channel fell out of
Him
prominence.
and Panda
on YouTube.
Lee
I started making way less
flew
money. I couldn't afford the goddamn
to Seattle
thing anymore.
while
It was
having
so
the car
expensive. I was paying
shipped
so much
to
money a month
Seattle.
for a car where I wasn't using the features
Fucking
that made
moron.
it expensive. Okay, so it's finally when that lease ran out, which was, I believe, I want to say it was like April of 2017. Something like that.
Yes, the BMW
I
is
drove
useful,
to
unlike the
Seattle,
WWE Champions.
which was the closest BMW dealership. I want to talk about a difference. When I lived in Connecticut, the BMW dealership was down the street, 5 minutes away. Here, where I live in Washington, it's like an hour away. Okay? And so I finally drove all the way down to fucking downtown Seattle, and I said, take this fucking car away. I don't want it. Take it. And I tossed it at them, and they caught it. Like 5 guys came out, and they were very burly guys. They caught the car. I got rid of it, and I ended up getting a much more reasonable, you know,
a Toyota Corolla.
mid-range car, not a low end, not a high end, I mean, mid-range, reasonable, compact car. Makes a lot more sense. It doesn't have any of these ridiculous, gratuitous features. I'm currently paying it off. I'll own it within another, I think, 2 years, 1 year. I don't even know. I'm not paying any attention.
You
to
could
it.
have straight
I'll own
up
it
fucking
soon.
bought it if you didn't
And I like
spend
the
so much
car
money
a
in
lot. I
WWE
have no
Champions.
complaints. And so I haven't had a BMW now almost 5 years. It's that far in the past. So if you're watching old videos, you see me talk about a BMW, that's like 5 years ago. Okay? Hope that answers your question.
God, that's fucking hilarious.
B-Boy Cyclone became a member for 8 months in a row and says, Phil, have you heard of new jobbies? No. Don't know what the hell you're talking about. Have a Merry Christmas. Thank you, B-Boy Cyclone. Cracker Jacks also re-upped his membership for 4 months. Says, Merry Christmas to the chat. Thank you, Cracker Jacks, for the channel support. Son Robin did a super chat. He says, we don't want to see side quests, to be honest. Well, that's too bad, because that's what I'm doing today. Kevin Bernstein did a super chat.
Wow, way
He says,
to
"Leasing
keep your
for
fans
for jumps,
happy.
buy it or don't
We don't want to see this. Well, I'm doing it anyways. Fuck you guys.
I do feel that there's a benefit. Excuse me.
That's one way of putting it, Exia. He got rid of the BMW to play gacha games.
I do. Excuse me. Like a baby. To smash my chest and burp. I do feel
Well,
there's
how
a
about
benefit
you
to
don't
leasing
burp
if you're
into the
someone
microphone?
who is in a situation, for example, my situation, where I didn't know
That you're a fucking
how
moron.
much income I was going to be making or whatever. For example,
And you
when
still
I
did
first
it
got
anyways?
that BMW, what if, big what if, I decided to buy it. The payments would have been much higher, by the way, if I'd bought it versus leasing it. And What if I committed to a payment that at that time I could afford, but what if in 2-3 years, all of a sudden, I'm making way less money on YouTube, and how do I afford it?
And you
I locked
discovered
into
WWE
that payment,
Champions.
I can't afford it anymore. And that's actually exactly what happened is the first BMW lease that I did was about 2 years, and I could afford it the whole time. Then I got into a new 3-year lease, and a year into it, I couldn't afford it anymore. But I was, you know, basically paying as little as I possibly can, nickel and diamond, to pay it off. So imagine if I had not leased it, but had bought it and was locked into a like even higher payment, and now I'm screwed, right? Now I repossessed a car and shit. That would not have been good. So I feel like if you're in a situation where right now you can afford something, but you don't know long term how your life's gonna go, leasing makes sense. I also feel that leasing makes sense if you're the kind of person who, I'll be honest, makes a lot of money and doesn't want to be stuck with a car for a long term. What if you just like having new cars? Because you have a lot of money to blow, right? So lease a car and every 2 years trade and get a new car, right? Yeah. That's not me, though. That's definitely not me. The car I'm driving right now, I'll be driving till it blows up. I mean that, too. Like, the car I have now, I've been driving it since early 2017. So we're almost at a 5-year mark. I'll probably be driving the car until it explodes. Hopefully I won't be in it when it explodes.
But you don't take care of it, so it's going to be a lot sooner than later.
I already answered that.
I got my
NTL
Kia
dude,
Rio to last
did a $2
14
supercharger.
years.
In hindsight, all new cars now have screens built in.
14
Some
years.
do, not all of them. But you're right, like more technology is adopting that and stuff. Personally,
He's not going to get 10 years out of that Toyota.
Personally, I don't even really make use of it. Like my current car.
Oh, we've covered that before, Steven. If you didn't spend all that
doesn't
money
have
on WWE
GPS
Champions,
installed in it. But the screen, you know,
car would be
like
owned.
music in
There
your
never
car,
would have been
whatever,
any credit card debt.
Barely even use it. You know,
You would have been able to put enough towards
I get
the
in my car to
Connecticut
drive
condo.
places, I get out of my
Get to the
car,
point where you
I
could have
fuck around
sold
with
it
the car,
for
you know.
even $0.
Okay, so now let's
Been
take
out
a
of the
look.
payments.
How many members do we
Instead,
have this morning?
WWE
Did we get
Champions
any new members?
and bankruptcy.
How are we looking at the member count? We'll be very excited if the member count went up this morning. So we started 314, and we got a bunch of people who either re-upped their membership or became new members, and we are currently at 315. So we went up 1. Just so you guys know.
And of course, Supercard from years ago, he spent
just so you guys
thousands
know,
on.
The highest.
And I love the story of, wait, when I went to Las Vegas, never saw the strip.
We
Why?
got a ways
I
to
can't go
to
into
get back
casinos.
and retie the highest
Why
member
can't
count.
you go into
Thank
casinos?
you, at least for the new membership.
And then you just ignore the
Couple more
question of why you
super
can't go
chats
into
came in.
casinos.
Andrew did a super chat. He says he's right. We don't want to see the side quests. Well, it's very unfortunate because that's what the stream is today. So tough. And then Chicken Man did a super chat. He says, I lease for free repairs. I got sick of repair cars. That is correct. That is actually one of the biggest benefits of leasing, is that you are not responsible.
Yeah, it would have been Dope in
at
Battle.
all
It would have been
for the cost of maintenance
Final
or
Fantasy,
repairs on that car.
Estivus, whatever.
It's all
It would have
included in
been
your lease agreement. So
Marvel
something
Twin
goes
Alliance. It
wrong,
would have been something
you take
else
it
for
and
them
they
to
do
spend
it.
money
You
on.
get a loaner as well during that time frame when they're repairing it. When you
Oh,
buy a car,
you only
you
like
get a
movies? I
warranty that's
love the
limited
DC animated
depending
movies.
on
They're
what
so
car you
better.
buy and where you buy
So
it
much
from,
better than the
etc.
live actions that
That
they do.
warranty will last a certain amount of time. But then it expires. So for example, on my current car, the warranty was only good, I want to say it was 2 or 3 years, and now it's done. And I have
got
to
a
pay for everything
10-year,
myself. If something goes wrong with that car, I have to
100,000
pay for
mile
repairs or whatever
bumper to
myself.
bumper warranty on my car.
Which
At
is frustrating.
0.9%
Because you don't want to
interest.
pay for repairs, you know? Fuck
He's
this.
paying a
I'm already paying for the car.
6.75%
I'm
interest
also
on his
paying to repair
car.
the car.
How
But the good
shitty
news is,
of
like I said, it'll
a
be paid
credit
off
score do you
in
have
tops.
where you paid
And then I won't have the car payment
6.75%
anymore, so.
interest?
Okay.
Holy fuck.
On the tips side of things today,
He's still paying for
Rob on
the,
Wheels is the first tipper of the day. $4.20
what you
tip.
call
He
it,
says,
Homeowners Association
I'm
dues
watching
on the
your Halo
Connecticut condo.
playthrough. It's the
Yes.
most I've actually seen you move around in any first-person shooter. It's so much easier if you keep moving. I'm just saying. Yes, it's constant motion. And it's very weird because
Of course, I'll be seeing Across the
previous
Spider-Verse.
Halos,
I can't
you
wait.
didn't have that kind of maneuverability. You could jump. You could strafe. You could run. You could take cover. And that was about it. In this one, because of the grappling hook, there's also a dodge that I've barely used. And there's a shield that I never used. But the grappling hook makes the game so maneuverable compared to previous Halo games. It doesn't feel like you're really playing classic Halo anymore. But then you are. It's really neat. I like the game a lot. I really think that they did a great job with this game, making it feel modern, but also retaining the feel of the classics as well. It's the best of both worlds. It really is.
$70 a month? Nice, Robert.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Lich Girl asked, can I parallel park? Yes. In fact, here's the good thing about modern cars. They all have backup cameras now. So, things that
I do
used to
like
be
my
very
backup camera. I
difficult
never
to
had
do
one before.
are
And it's
actually
like,
not difficult
this
at
is nice.
all anymore.
I don't need it, but it is nice.
And they're very easy to do. So parallel parking used to be, oh my god, I can't judge. Now there's a camera that shows you literally with lines and everything how close you are. Parallel parking is no longer a challenge. It's very easy to do with the backup camera, at least in my experience. Some cars actually have a built-in parallel parking feature where the car will actually use
Nice,
sensors and
Robert.
cameras to do it for you, which is kind of neat. I don't have that though. Okay. Money Creature did a super chat. It says, "Do you not see the fine print on the lease? I thought you had a business degree. My advice on not getting swindled by shady deal. Any advice by not getting swindled by shady dealers? When I first got the BMW, right? I had no idea
Nope,
what
didn't ban him
my
yet.
life was going to bring.
I
I'm
thought
just
he was
being
gonna ban
honest. Remember, it was 2012. I had only been doing
Right.
content creation on
Yeah,
YouTube
Money
full-time for
Creature
1
still
year,
not
and that
banned.
1 year was
I
insane.
figured that would have been considered an
2011
insult. He would have gotten banned
into early
immediately.
2012. That's the most money I will ever make in a short period of time. Never in my life will I ever make that much money ever again. The ad revenue on YouTube was flowing like a fucking golden
Yeah, he
river.
stopped paying the
It
mortgage
really
on it
was.
before he declared
I felt
bankruptcy.
like fucking Scrooge McDuck.
Midfirst Bank has the
vat of
condo in their
cold
possession,
coins at
but
that
DSP
time.
still has
It
to
was
pay on the
ridiculous.
HOA fees
Seriously.
and a couple other
And that
things for the
happened.
condo
I didn't know
because
what was going to happen with my life at
it's
all.
still
I didn't know if
in
I was gonna
limbo
continue
who
to make
owns
that
it.
level of money or not. That's why I leased rather than buying. And no, you're right. Did I absolutely positively read every piece of the contract? No, I didn't. Admittedly, I knew that there was actually like a fee to cancel. I didn't know it was pay the whole thing, but I knew that there was a fee to cancel your lease or whatever. So, but that's neither here nor there, right? Like, it doesn't really matter. It's all in the past now. Now I understand how car leases work. Now, in regards to
You'll never do it again.
not getting swindled by a shady dealer, that's a tricky one. That's a very tricky one. Because I don't know if there's even a dealer out there who isn't going to at least tell you some half-truths to try to get you to sign on the dotted line. Seriously. Like, I remember...
I mean, it's kind of their job to get you to buy a car, dude. Just
when
saying.
I first got this lease with this guy.
Yes.
It was
Midfirst
like a
Bank is
really good
waiting
relationship and everything. And
to
then I
strike
remember
like the
when I
Gaudi
went to
Viper
trade it
he
back in,
is.
and they were like, you got to pay this, you got to pay that. I'm like, what the fuck, really? And then he was like, oh, don't worry. We'll just get you a new lease. This will be so good. We'll get you in another car. And he promised me the world. He did. He promised me the world.
Because that's what
He
they
basically
do.
said, this car is going to arrive on this date out there. You're going to have it right away. All the work will be done for you. It will not be a big deal at all. And literally, like, it was all lies. The car showed up way late than it was supposed to. Instead of getting me a car from a dealership out here, which would have benefited me, because if I had a dealership out here to work with, I would have contact with the dealership and say, here's what I do for my maintenance. The guy literally shipped a car from Connecticut across the country so he would get the credit for it. So he got paid on a lease that he knew he would never, ever have to follow up on ever again because the car's on the other end of the country. How am I going to bother him for a problem, right?
Never driven a Nissan, so I don't know anything
So I
about
ended up
them.
getting a car
Can't say
from
much on 'em.
Connecticut instead of a car from Washington State. And then when I actually called dealerships out here, they were like, what are you talking about? You don't, that's not our car.
Exactly, Smith. Where are you going to see the
So
backup
finally,
camera
when
if you
the
don't have a
lease was
screen
over,
on the dashboard?
I had to work with this dealership for like 2 months to get them to accept it. Because they were like, that's not our car. What are you going to do? You going to ship it back to Connecticut? I'm like, no. No, I'm definitely not doing that. I'll just leave the car on your lot and say, go fuck yourself. I don't care. I'm not shipping the car back to Connecticut.
And how do you think that
And
would
then
have gone
also
for
when
you
it
if you
showed
just
up,
left
the
it
plates were screwed
there?
up. Again, I don't want to go into the massive details, but these guys, car lots will promise you the world so that you will sign and they make a big commission on it, and then the follow-up is pretty bad. Pretty disastrously bad follow-up with any of these guys, quite frankly.
Someone in the chat. Honestly,
like
I wouldn't
to
admit to
almost
being
get a car.
scammed this hard. That's a fat L.
I didn't have an amazing experience with my current car either. I mean, the guy was nice when I bought it, and then immediately after, no follow-up, not even checking to see if the car was good. There was one point
What does
when
he
it was
care?
time to
You
bring
already
in
bought it,
for
jackass.
maintenance, and it was actually included. And I called, and they were like, yeah, well, just so you know, there's like a 2-month wait list. What? Yeah, because it's included, there's a 2-month wait list for you to get an oil change. 2 months you want me to wait to get my oil change? Yes. Oh, I'll just go fucking get it done Jiffy Lube then. Anyway, let's continue. Kevin Bernstein did a super
So you
chat.
got
He said,
something that will give you free oil
"Least
changes,
worse
then you
for
don't even
credit
use
if
it.
You run out money.
Typical
each month."
DSP. Wow.
Okay, thanks, Kevin. I have no idea what the hell. Least worse for credit if you run out money each month.
Exactly, Kirk. His business degree did nothing for him.
Kevin, happy holidays, sir. Okay. All right, guys. So that's about it. Anything else? I don't see. No, I think we've done all the shout outs. Thank you guys for a great pre-stream. We're now going to jump into Vice. Oh, we're going to go into Vice City. We're going to do some optional fun stuff. And we're going to have a good time today. Sound good?
Always better to buy. At the end of the lease, you know what you got to do? You got to turn it in.
Remember,
and now you have nothing.
Vote on the
Are you
game
walking
wanna
home?
see.
No, well then you
Games
can
wanna see.
get another
For
lease.
This marathon event. I'm very excited to see what happens and if these turn into full playthroughs or not. Colored pencils. Did a super chat. Didn't Macy's screw you with furniture?
Always buy,
Yes,
never
they
lease.
double
Even if it's a piece of
charge
shit car,
seriously.
always better to buy because then you actually have something.
Or they undercharge me, telling me that I paid the whole thing and then they charge me more. It's salespeople, man. Sometimes salespeople who are commission based, they'll do whatever they can to get ahead and make a buck.
Because that's their job.
Not everyone, by the way. Just so you understand, it's not every person. It's just some people just are not the most scrupulous.
His business degree came from Greendale Community College. I get that reference.
Yeah, so, in a nutshell, when I came out here, I bought furniture for the house. I went to a Macy's
and you got
furniture
scammed
store,
again.
and they had a lot of nice stuff. I ended up buying a ton of stuff there. The couch for the living room, the dining room set, as well as the old love seat that used to be here in the office until I got rid of it 2 years ago. And when I went to buy it all, the guy says, all right, I'm going to put together the final pricing for you, and you can approve it or whatever and pay for it today. And then what we're going to do is put stuff on order because not everything was available right away. If I remember correctly, I think the dining room set, no, the couch was available right away. The dining room set, I had to wait like a week. And then the love seat for this office, I had to wait like, if I remember correctly, like 2 months or something crazy like that. I really liked the love seat, but it took a while to show up. Okay? So the guy, on the day of purchase, the guy brings me the whole contract and says, here's your final price. Here's broken down the cost of each item. Here's your final price. How are you going to pay for this today? I signed, I approve. Here's the credit card. Put it all on there. Done. Okay? Couch shows up within like a day. Awesome couch. Love it. Dining room set shows up within like a week. Awesome dining room set. Absolutely love it. Gotta wait a month or two. All of a sudden,
Troy and I've been in the
2
morning.
months later, I get a ginormous charge on my credit card. The hell? What is this? From Macy's. Right?
Macy's
So, of course, I
screwed
called.
you, and I love it.
That's the love seat. What do you mean that's the love seat? That's the cost of the love seat. It's coming this week. It just shipped. But wait a minute.
I was about to get
I
banned.
was
Antonio
in the
Tony
store. I have a
Montana.
piece of paper
Get a job, Phil. Get a
in
job.
front of me. I saved the receipt. This was the price of everything, included. He even broke it down. He charged me for it that day. I paid for this 2 months
Sound like
ago.
that, Jackal. How you
Why
doing?
are you charging me for the love seat 2 months later? Oh, well, no, that didn't include the cost of the love seat. But what are you talking about? I have it in front of me. The salesman told me, oh, well, we don't know what he told you. That was wrong. This is the cost of the love seat. So I called my credit card company. I disputed it with them. I sent them the evidence. They argued with Macy's for about 2 months. And then after that, the credit card company contacted me and said, there's no way we can win this one. Because it's he said, she said. You know, the salesman is going to
Or more
argue
likely,
that they told
the receipt you sent them
were gonna get
showed
billed
that the
extra
love seat
money
wasn't on there. The love seat was
later for the
separate.
love seat. You're going to say you weren't. And if this was like a smaller charge, maybe we could have wrote it off, but this is a big one. It was like, it's a lot of money for this love seat. So they fucked me, basically. And I couldn't believe it because I thought the credit card company would have my back, and they didn't. They actually shot it down and said, no, because this is literally he said, she said, and there's no way to prove what you're saying because we weren't there. You know, you recorded the conversation, but no one does, right? So I got screwed. How much was it for the love seat? I actually don't remember. For some reason in my head, I'm remembering like $700, but it could be wrong. I could be completely. I mean, this is
$700 for a love seat?
Like
What kind of fucking love seat is this?
I don't fucking remember actually. But I think that's what, and that's ridiculous. Like, that's way too expensive for the love seat. Because I remember what he had said. He had said, because you're buying so much today, we have these package discounts. So because you're buying a full-on sectional couch, a dining room set, and the love seat, there's discounts involved, and that's why you're getting
Robert Carmichael with a win.
Price. In essence, he lied.
DSP, everyone wants to fuck me except for my mother, I mean, wife.
Seat, and then he billed me 2 months later. He lied. He's a fucking asshole. Okay. All right, guys.
Exactly. DSP didn't fully read the receipt. Didn't realize that the love seat was not on the receipt.
Okay.
And when he sent the evidence to the credit card company went, the love seat's not on this receipt, dude. What the fuck are you talking about?
Sounds
masturbation seat. Instead of a love seat.
By the way.
So it's a self-love seat.
Shout out to Inmate Elvis, who became a channel member. Thank you, Inmate Elvis, for the membership. What's up, Habib Gaming? How you doing? So I believe we should now be up to 317? No, 316.
Epic ran about a love seat retro.
A very generous tip from Cracker Jacks, who tipped me $30 and Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thank you very much, Cracker Jacks. It's a very generous tip. That gets a good start to the stream today. And I'm happy to see that you must have resolved the issue with tipping. This is, like I said, something that sadly a lot of people were going through in the last month or two with Stream Elements, and I'm glad that that got resolved. And thank you so much for the support, and happy holidays to you and your family as well.
Mind you, a love seat ended up hating. At $700, huh? Oh, today he's supposed to be playing Vice City, but we're ignoring that. We're going to go over to Forza when he's done with this bitching and ranting.
Why is leaderboard? Why is it jumping around like that? Here we go. John Storm said, did I ever go back to the Macy's and have a word with the manager there?
Mind you, his pre-show had been going for almost 2 hours.
And I went to the Macy's.
Almost 2 hours.
First of all, as you know, I'm a very manly man. So I didn't just go back. I stormed it. I kicked the front glass doors as hard as I could inwards. They shattered into a million pieces and just big projectiles shooting all over the store. So all the salespeople had to hit the floor to dodge the glass shards as my rage impaled the store. Okay? I screamed at the top of my lungs, I demand to see the manager.
Yeah, it's hiding in the nook.
And everyone...
It's too heavy for me to take it out to the garage, guys.
Defecated in their pants. They were so afraid of me. Okay? So then the manager came up. Oh, sir, what is it? Don't hurt me.
Yeah, we'll be covering the charity rant and his
so immediately
god-awful
the manager walked up,
gameplay.
punched him straight in the face, caved his face in, whoop, went right to the hospital.
Terrible rock.
That was it for him. So immediately I sent the example so everyone would know what was going on. And then I found the salesperson who had lied to me. Okay? And what I did was, he was an elderly man, by the way, an older guy, much older guy. I'd argue probably in his 60s or something like that. And what I did is I grabbed him by the neck, and I lifted him up with one hand like this, because I'm so much stronger, so powerful.
He's always done Steiner math.
And he dangled like a rag doll from my hand.
No, he didn't do any of this, Luis. He's just exaggerating.
You ripped me off, and now I send you to the nether realm. And my hand ignited, and his entire body went up in flames. And he turned into a flaming skeleton, and I banished him to the nether realm.
Yes, 100% clown mode.
Of course, that's what happened. Either that, or I just decided to never go back to the store that scammed me, because I realized if you go and complain, nothing will happen. They're going to laugh at you and say, oh, well, you have no proof of what you're saying, and you'll never get any money back, so why waste your time? Instead, you just don't go back to that place of business that scammed you, and you make sure that people know that you can get scammed at certain places, right?
Sorry, Tony Montana. Right? Oh, that was hilarious. I was just waiting for you to get banned.
No, I walked in with a sledgehammer and started spinning and just knocked everything down around me, destroying all the products in the store. Oh, my revenge is complete. What did you think happened? Yikes. I swear people just really have a flair for the dramatic. They really want to believe that this stuff, Anyway. Okay. Kevin Bernstein did another super chat. I hope that's not true. If true, that's you're a horrible person, horrible story. It's not true. If you can believe it, I don't have the ability to banish people from the Nether.
Alright, well, we're getting your ass. For some reason, this has been split up into 3 parts for the Forza Horizon stream over on Raw DSP. Mind you, this is the late stream. He still had 16 minutes and 48 seconds of music. 16 minutes and 48 seconds of music. Why, DSP? Like, how are you this bad at everything? But this is from the Forza stream last night where he just got super salty.
Welcome to Endgame of Forza Horizon 5. I am curious to see how this pans out because right now we are about to jump into the final story stages as well as the final races of the game. Will we beat it tonight? I don't know. It depends on how long they take. I'm not sure. I've heard that the final races are quite lengthy. If you remember, I did a 16-minute long race for one of them that I did a couple streams ago. And apparently there's another
this is at 1.25
style
speed.
events left in the game, plus the final story stages, which only take a few minutes each.
I think we need to take a short commercial break. Where is it? Idiot. Are you guys ready for the commercial? Uh-oh. There we go.
The best part of waking up is in your cup.
Easily amused. All right, back from commercial.
A fun time, and I hope you guys will join me.
Oh, did it freeze? No, it's 44, 45, 46. He's frozen. Dead air, did he die? People are in his chat saying it's buffering. Ah, so the issue was on his end, alright. Because this is why I was splitting the 3 things, because it kept fucking up.
It actually, I thought. Here we go. What the hell was that weird shit? Some weird YouTube glitch.
Why would he preload the game, Jackal? That's not his job. His job is to beg for money.
Now it's working. What the hell was that? I don't have a clue. It wasn't my internet. It was YouTube. Weird. That's freaking weird. I don't know what just happened.
If he was throwing cocaine, he'd have more energy.
There's a first time for everything, and I don't know what happened. It seems like the whole stream just crapped out for no good reason. My internet actually did not go out. It actually, I thought it had, but it hadn't. What I'm looking at here is, I guess what it is you get different, in OBS you get different readings depending on what's going on, okay? So on OBS right now, it tells me it's green, connection, everything's fine. All of a sudden, it dropped to orange.
Oh, no, yeah, I might check out the
Kingsman.
Kingsman.
If it says red,
on what,
typically that means
22nd?
that the connection is completely severed. Like, for example, your internet's off. You'll get a red connection, okay? It was saying orange, which I didn't understand at first what that meant. I guess what it means is you cannot connect to the server that you're trying to broadcast to for some odd reason, which is very odd. I was in the middle of the stream, right? I was
He
right
was
in the middle
probably
of the
so
stream,
nervous
so
he
how is
got
it that the server
banned.
connection stopped?
Can you imagine how
I
nervous
can't
he
explain it.
was?
So I just turned
What
the
if I
stream
got
off,
banned? What if I got banned?
and it was very odd because the chat stopped working for me entirely too, and then all of a sudden the chat came back. It took maybe like 25 seconds. It completely was gone. It was an error on the screen and everything, and then it came back.
The router got gout.
So I don't know. I actually don't know what
Gouter.
happened. That is weird. and then I restarted, and now it seems to work again. It was actually giving me an error here saying you cannot connect, which is odd. By the way, no, there's nothing going on my channel. There's no copyright strikes. There's nothing like that. I checked.
See, he was so scared
just
about
a
that,
weird
wasn't he?
glitch, a weird streaming glitch on YouTube that I have never seen the likes of before, and I've been streaming here full time since May, and I've never seen that happen before, right? And like I said, it wasn't like my internet got knocked out or anything, because the internet kept working. The internet actually said orange. Orange still means you are trying to broadcast, but you've lost connection to a server. If it said red, that means dead connection, meaning you have no internet at all. Because at first I looked over, I thought, oh, did my internet go off completely? But then I looked and everything else, like Twitter and everything was still working, and I was like, oh, so it's
He's like, oh shit, I got banned. What the fuck am I going to do? I got banned. You know, that's exactly what was going through his mind. He was
no idea. So
scared
anyway,
shitless.
everyone, guys, please come back. Let me tweet again. Let me tweet again.
He has no editing skills. Fuck, I barely have any editing skills, but I'm still better than he does. Like my Spider-Man Far From Home intro. It was a god-awful editing job, but it's the best I can do because I don't have Photoshop or anything.
Okay.
And if I did have Photoshop, I wouldn't know how the fuck to use it. All my editing skills come from me watching tutorials on YouTube. Set the phone. Even at 1.25 speed, you're incredibly fucking slow.
I have no idea why I'm doing this on my phone. This is so stupid. I should have typed it. Because I can't type on my phone. I really can't. I try every time it fucks up.
We'll do it at 1.5 speed because holy shit is he slow.
This was really dumb of me. Not to do it this way. Okay, guys. Are we good? I hope we're good. All right. I don't know what the hell happened. That was some kind of a weird YouTube issue with the server wouldn't connect for a minute and then it reconnected. So, okay, guys. So here's the deal with tonight. We're already late because of that bullshit. Here's the deal. Number one, I tallied up your nominations for the Christmas Marathon event. Okay. The members only game that won was The Forest. And you say, well, how did it win? I thought that the whole point was people were nominating games and then it goes to a poll and they vote on the poll. Out of the, I think it was around 35 members who posted up to nominate games, only one game was nominated twice. The Forest. So literally, The Forest wins by default. Yeah, it wins by default. So guess what? The Forest will be played on Christmas. Now, I don't know anything really about The Forest at all. I don't know anything about the game. So I'm gonna need information from you guys. What format can I play it on? Is it available on Game Pass? Is it available on PlayStation? You know, how can I play it for Christmas? Because I need more information about that over the course of the next week to obviously have it in time for Christmas and get it set up. Well, the Christmas event, which is Thursday the 23rd. Okay. Now, on the other side of things, not the members, but the common viewers who are nominating games. All right, we have the following games who have made it into the final poll: Portal 2, Dead by Daylight, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, Shantae the Half Genie Hero, and Resident Evil 4. Each one of those games was nominated 2 or more times, and therefore that is the
so when we get done with the early pre-stream on his late stream,
games
we actually get the Forza. I'll put it back down to 1.25
Go right now to the main page of DSP Gaming, go to the channel, community tab, and there's a post right there to vote on. Okay? Now, the way this works, all right?
Mind you, this pre-stream during the second stream is never recorded by him. It's only recorded by Dark Day Mirror and Raw DSP.
If there's time for more than that, there'll be another game in the marathon. The thing is, 3 games plus Feasting with the King plus the DSP Tries It. I get the feeling that's going to be long enough for the entire stream. You see what I'm saying? Especially if I play each game an hour to an hour and a half, and it ends up being 6 hours plus Feasting with the King is an hour. You see what I'm saying? It's going to end up being
like, so imagine having 314 members
we
and
don't know
only
what's going to be
35
on
gave a vote.
the common side, but we'll see what you guys vote for and go from there. All right?
That's why I told everyone, go there and vote for Dead by
We'll
Daylight.
get in. If not,
Remember, people,
fair enough?
vote for Dead by Daylight.
Now, guys, tonight,
It'll
you should be
funny
a
as
shout out.
shit.
Keep in mind, if I'm in the middle of a 15-minute race, no, I will not stop everything to give you the shout out because I need to race. But I'm going to do my best to make progress in the game and finish it tonight. I appreciate all contributions tonight. Anything, whether it's super chats, memberships, or tips. Tips obviously help me in the short term, but super chats help me in the long term.
I
Memberships,
need them
trying to boost those this
tips.
month so we can do a retrospective event if we hit the goal. I don't know why memberships are going the wrong direction because they have been now for about a week, and we went all the way from over 330 down to 313. Sure,
Because you don't have that many people.
Okay, are you guys ready?
We got Dead by Daylight up to
We're already late now. There's
21%.
that weird thing that happened. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Keep voting for Dead by
Came out of nowhere.
Daylight.
Like literally out of nowhere, boom, the whole stream goes down and then comes back, and I didn't even do nothing to fix it. Like, I don't know what happened. Weird. All right, guys. There's a service outage? Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute.
Good thing he's a professional and made sure everything was up and running, working before he started his stream, right, guys? Yeah, I can't believe it's still at only 21%, guys. We gotta,
There's some
we
weird
gotta
shit
bump
going
those
on.
numbers up. Where's the poll?
What is going on tonight? Service outage.
Right there.
What the? I am very confused.
You're not wrong, Laria.
What is
Brio,
going
however you
on?
want to pronounce that. I think it can take
no
10 minutes
idea.
of discussion, turn into 2 hours.
Hey Phil, now that you're in the Hall of Fame, you can take part in exclusive Hall of Fame member-only events.
Wow.
You can thank me later.
Okay. Wow.
Alright, 1.55 speed.
Anyway,
Welcome back, Phil.
so we already have the car selected, correct? I believe we do. It was the Nissan, the 370Z.
I don't know who's voting for
That's
Skyrim,
correct.
but they
So
shouldn't be.
just
They
a
should be
reminder,
voting
everyone,
for Dead by Daylight.
What we've
It'll
been
be
doing
funnier.
is the top tipper of a stream gets to pick the car that I drive for the next stream. However, I don't know how far I'm going to get tonight and if I'm going to beat this. If I beat it, then obviously there's no next stream. But we're going to have to see over the course of tonight how far I get in the next 2 hours. I have absolutely no idea how far we're going to get. Okay? We'll see what happens. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the endgame content of Forza Horizon 5. And what I mean by that is, we basically have reached the Hall of Fame in the game. When you reach the Hall of Fame in the game, you unlock the final content available in the game. What is the final content available? Well, just to show you,
Bunch of random
each one
bullshit
of the
no one
major
cares
stories
about.
in the game gets one additional stage, which we're about to do right now. Like, we're going to go do those final stages for the story that we've been doing. You know, we got the photography. We've got the stunt driving. We got a Volkswagen mission. We also have this one? No, we don't have this one. That's Test Driver. We have the Luchador, and we have the Street Race Rivalry. That's right. So we have four different ones to do to see the end. Oh wait, 5 different ones to do to see the end of all the different stories that we've been doing during the course of the playthrough. So we're gonna do those first tonight. Then after that, the only thing that's left really significant to do in the game, okay,
This is back for tips.
the final major festival races, including the Juggernaut.
And now you're in a full
The
day of
Titan?
Dachi for like 2 hours. So you might get through the tutorial.
Trying to find them all.
Then again, this is DSP.
The
You will
Gauntlet?
spend an hour just on character
And the
creation.
Goliath. I think it's only those 4. Oh, wait, and the Marathon. So there's 5 left. There's 5 major missions left. Now, from what I'm to understand, okay, each one of those is, I'm not exaggerating, around 15 minutes long. Each one of those is incredibly lengthy. I already did one, inadvertently not knowing that it was the last one in that racing line, and it took 16 minutes. It was a 16-minute long race. It was this one right here, the Colossus. Okay?
But you keep rewinding, so
confused me,
it's probably
I didn't
an
realize it was gonna be that
8-minute
crazy
race,
that
but you
long.
doubled it.
So,
from
if you do the
rewinding
math,
all the time.
well, if there's 5 of these stages, they take 15 minutes each. It's about an hour and 15 minutes. Then we got to do the final leg of 5 other story missions. See, if we do it quickly and right away, maybe we will indeed beat this tonight. Or maybe not.
Right, kid.
Let's get started.
We're back in it. Get here when you can.
Another stuff. I'll be right there.
It's a final stunt. Let's do it. Let's head over there and start doing stunts. Whoa, this car is something else. Trying to learn how to use. This is a Nissan 370Z. The top contributor of last stream was Kelsey, and Kelsey decided that we would be driving this car. And I already
Trees.
tuned it.
Holy
But I
shit,
haven't
this
tuned
is
it
so
yet.
bad.
Driving this game. It's pretty crazy, it looks like.
Turn left.
Here we go.
Turn left.
Oh shit! Went a little bit too fast there. Just a turn.
200 yards.
Okay.
Turn right.
Camiro's a weird start for tonight. Only one explanation for the wolf coming to an end. Human sacrifices dogs, cats moving together. Mass hysteria. You have no idea what he's talking about. I had some issues tonight. When I started to stream, all of a
Holy
sudden,
shit.
the stream ended. And my internet cut out.
Like, the
No,
arrow
it
told him to
didn't.
turn
What happened
left,
was
and he
my
just went
server
straight,
connection
and now he's completely missed.
severed
What the
on
fuck are
YouTube,
you doing,
and I couldn't start
DSP?
the stream. It just saying error, error, error. Okay? So I waited for a few minutes. Even the chat died for me. So I waited a few minutes, and then I basically tried again, and everything came back. I don't know what happened. I don't think it was an internet issue for me. I think it was actually some issue with my connection to YouTube servers, which I've never had before. I've been doing this full-time streaming here with you guys since May of 2021. I never had that happen before. So this is another night, another random thing happening. And sorry that happened, but now we're jumping into the game.
Finally got back to the road. Good job, DSP.
Loud, which it always is. You're right. I just lowered it. Thank you, Local Batman, for telling me. Okay. Here we go. It is.
He's been on the road for like 5 seconds, and the other minute and a half has
Horizon
been
Story,
off-road.
the post-credits scene. Let's see what this is. Here we go.
Right. This is a post-credit scene. And according to the call sheet, Victor wants...
Both of you.
both of you.
Exactly. Sworn Dead by Daylight would be the funniest thing he could
Doesn't
do.
know I exist, right?
All right, here we go. Post-credit scene.
Scene 121A. The two Alexes. Action!
Hey, what do you say we
What the hell kind of car is this? Look at this car. What the hell?
Finish line.
Ah, yes, this is what we have been working toward. The within made manifest. The conflict, real. The outcome, unknowable. My greatest work.
My greatest work. What's up, Jake? Good evening. What about the Jurassic Park Jeep tonight? I don't think any of the races tonight allow us to free choose any vehicles because it looks like we're going to do all story-based missions always give you set vehicles to use. You can't change it. And if we're doing the big finale missions, if I'm mistaken, I think, no, you know what? I think for those missions, maybe we could pick, and I think there is an off-roading one. So if we have opportunity, maybe I'll pick the Jurassic Park Jeep for that one. This might be the last stream of Forza Horizon 5, depending on how things go tonight. I don't know.
We're going to finally stay on the road for once. Yay!
What's up, Paul? You have a chance to read your email? I don't know, Paul. I honestly don't know. I'm not sure what email you're referencing, so that's it.
His email. Did you read my email? I don't know what you're referencing. His email, jackass. Wow, the comprehension is off the charts.
And all thanks to you, kid.
Edinburgh, that was Forza Horizon 4.
You know, I've got this idea. It's about twins.
Saw that, already shared it.
Crime. In cars. I'm in. Tell me more.
2-starred it, not bad. Okay. All right. 5,000 experience and story complete. See? We have a few more of these to do now. The next one, I believe it was showing it up here. Way the hell up here. They're hard to see now because when you have all the things on the map. Yeah, look, here's one. Here's a Rivals. This was the club, the racing club with Tristan, who basically was pissed off that someone who was involved in the Forza Horizon didn't invite them to the British one, remember? Okay. Alright, born fast. Let's do it. Tristan, we're actually going to race Tristan. Okay, there's one guy we didn't race during that story. Very nice. Good evening, Madara. How you doing? Good to see you.
Oh, you're going to lose this one, Tristan. Hey, you two. Calm down, Jay. So, Tristan, shall we finish this?
Luke Car Man's wondering what game's going to replace us on the late streams. I have a couple ideas, but at the very same time,
hey, Tristan,
I'm in the midst of trying to finish up other games, and I'm thinking what I'm going to do. For example, if we end up,
I wonder why these races take 15 minutes to beat.
Halo Infinite.
Oh, because you got to pause the game to
talk. What I'll do is
talk.
I'll take a game like Lost Judgment and transition it out of the late stream, make it a daytime stream, and then, excuse me, that will actually have us do other stuff on night streams that normally we wouldn't. And what I was thinking is maybe we could do some of the stuff like YouTuber's Life 2 that we kind of only played twice and never got back to, or maybe we could do night streams of a game like Condemned Criminal Origins and stuff like that. But right now, I'm not set yet. I'm not 100% sure.
Hey, you were supposed to beat them, not join them.
All right, that's right. Jamin, or how do you say his name? Tristan was his fan.
Yeah, it's a great way of pointing it out. His goat laugh is him trying to laugh out,
Forza
putting in any effort into laughing.
He was not even allowed to the Forza Horizon events or nothing.
Like, has there ever been a time where he was actually like laughing hard, like from the gut, bent over laughing, tears in his eyes from laughing so hard, legitimately, not him faking? Wow, way to bounce off of every single house. Idiot.
Anything you want to say to Tristan? Look, I'm sorry, alright? I'm sorry I called you Born Rich. That was me. Tristan, that's your cue?
No.
I'm sorry about all of this. Anyone else I wouldn't have cared.
Yeah, Tristan was a fan of his. But then he was so, I guess they got into an argument because Tristan's rich or something. So he ended up not getting invited to Forza Horizon, so he started his own racing club. And that's the club that you raced for this whole story plot line. And,
Come on, hit something. Oh. Next. Oh, is this the right one? Here it is.
This is a classic storyline. Look, just come to one.
For sure. Nope, not it.
Except for, I think there was a super chat that was 5, so I take that back. But
wait,
thank you very much,
no,
Thanos.
no.
My apologies, guys. You had to wait for that. I wasn't Tristan was a fan of it out of nowhere.
7:32.
Okay, all right, now.
Well, dang it, the counter, the time clock went away.
Why don't I tune?
Because Dark Day Mirror had issues last night, apparently. Some of the stuff got chopped up. Sucks, but hey, what are you gonna do? Especially when you do it for free, you know what? I give them a pass. Oh, so it doesn't have the timer on it anymore. Again, we go from 7:32 to 8:44, so it's got to be this one.
Oh my god! I seriously, this 370Z is so hard to drive. Not handling it.
Well, his
real
fans
bad.
a wheelchair, so he's got to split screen everything because they don't know any better.
Thank you, Chite, for a $1.69 tip, our first contribution of the night. I appreciate that. I'll get you on the leaderboard in a moment. Good evening, Rope Notes. Good to see you. How you doing? Shit.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. At the roundabout,
Coming up here.
take the third exit.
Fuck roundabouts. They're the worst.
There it is. Okay, let's get Chipe up on the leaderboard before we start this one. The good news is we're kind of turboing through these. Okay, $1.69. There we go. Alright, let's do what the final Luchador mission is.
Yes, I played all three of them, Luis.
Return of the Monster Ghost. It's
Couldn't
called.
be Arkham
Alright.
Knight because you do every villain, but the Riddler. It doesn't go, like, it doesn't work. What the fuck?
Back from decades in exile after an epic defeat by El Campeón.
El Campeón.
and El Forzudo. They cannot
It's like,
face
are
their
you
ancient
kidding
enemy
me?
alone. They need an ally.
In the middle of a rainstorm. What are we driving here? I'm not sure what car this actually is. Try to beat the Monster Ghost. Okay, we gotta find the Monster Ghost. That's the Monster Ghost! It's the Monster Truck. It's not a ghost.
The fearsome monster ghost. The monster ghost plotted his
I have to admit, the graphics in this game are actually pretty fucking good.
El Campeón.
Yo!
Ooh, right into the house. Good job.
Oh my god.
Cannot stand against the monster ghost.
Great.
And this is why his races take so long.
Okay, I'll put the dollar in there. Sorry. Forgot. Absolutely right. There we go. It's critical that that happened at that moment. Okay. Jesus fuck. I'm getting wrecked.
Here comes El Campeón to help defend Toro Loco. The shotgun is sneaking up on you.
Jesus, this weather. Like a monsoon. A monsoon in Mexico.
They
Yeah,
get
monsoons in Mexico.
rain in Mexico, DSP. I don't know why you think they don't.
Jeez. He's got his little wiper on his back window. That's hilarious. I've never owned a car that had a rear wiper like that. I can't move.
Really?
I'm literally stuck.
You're stuck in a tree,
You gotta be fucking
dumbass.
kidding me.
So don't drive off the road and hit the fucking trees and guardrails and all that, jackass.
I was completely stuck and couldn't move.
God, I hate
Yeah,
to
I've
be
never
on
owned
the
a car
road with him
that's
at
a
the same
wiper,
time.
wiper like that.
Cannot defeat the fearsome monster ghost. Right? El Forzudo has a right to join the battle.
It's a little excessive. Do you really need that? Do you really need a rear wiper on your car? What does it effectively do?
Lucha ring.
So you can see out the back window, jackass.
You really need to see behind you that effectively that you need rear wipers? You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like, oh fuck. Dude, I couldn't even see. I couldn't even see what I was doing. So dark with this storm. I can't even see what's going on in the game right now.
What are you doing?
I don't know where they are. They're not even on my map, so I think I lost them completely. I don't know how. But I can't see. It's too dark.
Will every fighter make it?
Okay, I see one of them coming up on me here.
Because you keep wrecking.
Only the triple alliance of El Campeón, El Forzudo, and Toro Loco can defeat the Beast on Wheels.
Why is every one of these driven me through the same tight fucking village streets? You notice that? Why are we doing this over and over?
Because you're driving through a city in Mexico. How come these street racing games make you drive through a street, guys?
I can't even see.
Remember, drive through streets in a street racing game, guys. It's stupid.
Never a crappy one-star finish. weather, huh? Crazy weather effects with the wind. Holy crap.
Oh, the Triple Alliance has defeated the monster ghosts! When luchadores work together, they can drive away a terror like the monster ghost. I cannot wait to
What?
see what parts of Lucha
I can't hear you, it's too loud. We're in the middle of a fucking store. Can't hear anything. Oh my god.
I think maybe don't bounce off every single house. You do better. Just saying.
Okay. That's done. It was messy, but it's done. Okay. There should be 1 to 2 more left. Okay. We did this. The 2 that are left, there's the photography, which is when you're looking for the statues, and the Volkswagen. Those are the 2 last ones.
Ay, ay, ay. Hi there, Hall of Famer, eh? Woo! No time to explain. Vente ya. Come, meet me.
Those
All right, well,
god
we're
dang
gonna
Mexicans didn't tell me
Is this
about
about
this,
the book?
guys.
We're about to find out.
See ya, Kid Flim. Have a good day.
Okay. Here we
Thanks for
are,
hanging
El
out.
Camino. The Temple of Quechula. Temple of Quechula it is. All right.
Ah, there you are. So I worked it out. Remember that flash flood? She was near an abandoned church along a river. And that has to be the Temple of Quechula. Ándale, vámonos. Drive.
Is this the best racing game that I've seen from a visual standpoint as the Moreau B? I would say
Claro.
absolutely,
Head
yeah.
to the Temple at
I mean,
Quechula.
the only other racing games that I played that looked absolutely beautiful were like on PC back in the day, like the original Need for Speeds and stuff. I remember playing in the 2000s, had crazy, you know, lighting and visuals and mirror
Gran
stuff
Turismo.
shining off the car and everything. But it's been a long time since I played those. This definitely for
Lady
modern
Sydney
games,
has one more
absolutely the best
marvel
looking
to
one
show us,
when it
and
comes to
you're
racing.
gonna show me how a Hall of Famer drives,
Oh,
no?
excuse me.
Wasn't the temple at Quechula flooded? I didn't bring my snorkel.
Que chistoso. Quechula is located on a floodplain, but after a long dry season,
The temple is accessible. I take it back. Let's go.
So there's been a long dry season. She thinks that the temple that normally would have been underwater isn't underwater anymore. And now maybe we can go look for this stuff with the locations in the book that we've been using the whole plot line, right? Oh, Wiz Knockers
I
is
thought
one
you
who
were gonna run
decides
to
that
that
cannot play
car.
the Matrix demo on stream.
Too
It has
busy
nothing
looking
to do
at
with
chat.
deciding to play it or not play it. I don't have time. I'm in the midst of so many different playthroughs. It's not like I have, a free night tonight. What should we do? Let's do the Matrix demo. It's I'm already
Someone's
behind
trying to
on a
get
bunch of
DSP to play
playthroughs that I need to
F-Zero
finish up,
or
so
Gran
don't
Turismo.
have time to do it.
Just to
So
fuck
it's
with him.
only 15 minutes, so why set a time to do something like that, right? Not even a demo, it's just a tech. It's a tech demo, is what it is. It's not a real game. It's just a tech demo to show off the Unreal 5 engine, right? Okay.
Don't try singing over the music,
This is
DSP.
kind of nice driving across these like wetlands. You can see it used to be a river here, but it must have dried up, like she said. Nice.
Y coming up on the church, oye, qué rápido! This church is 500 years old. It was built in the hopes that it would become the center of an important city, but never did. In 1966, the dam was built and the whole area flooded.
That's it, right here. There it is.
See ya, Dachi.
That's the church that she said she saw. Interesting.
Thanks for hanging out. Yeah. The saltier it gets, the better,
This is
though.
Amazing, like a final chapter of the book I never got to read as a girl. I hate to say it, but it feels like this belongs in a museum.
I agree. But you know it won't be visible unless you go see it at exactly the right time.
You don't believe that, right?
2 stars, not bad. All right, one more. One more story-based mission to do, and then we head into the big finale missions that are going to be incredibly lengthy. It's good. We just did 4 of them in 20 minutes. Not bad at all, actually. All right.
There's 12 stages of grief. I thought
Okay,
there's only
last
5 stages
one.
of grief.
What is it? What is the... Wait a minute. Did we do them all? We did the race. We did the luchadors. We did the camera. Oh, the Volkswagen. The Volkswagen's the last
I thought there was one
Let's
more
do
as
it.
Volkswagen. Because he is, dude. He hasn't had a nap.
All right, my friends.
He's been up since 10:30 a.m. his time, and now it's almost 7:30 a.m. Well, 37 p.m. his
Why
time.
did it fucking remove the Volkswagen symbol? Okay. There we go. Vocho. All right, Scratch versus Stock 2. Here we go. Hello, Maniac Cop. How are you tonight?
So, what do you have planned, Ellie?
Nada,
Oh god, it's the experimental Beetle. Remember this thing?
I did get a hold of a bare VW Beetle chassis, and I have built something from scratch.
Oh my god.
Papa Fernando would probably think I've gotten a little bit loca.
And you've got a Koenigsegg here.
Well, legitimately entertaining for the right reason, Retro. He can be very entertaining for all the wrong reasons.
And don't hold anything back.
First 6, he memory hold them.
Okay.
Do it, Luis. Which one?
Race to the destination. Yes, race.
My favorite is still Empire Strikes Back, followed by...
Very realistic. I don't care how much you mod the Beetle. How's the Beetle going to beat the fucking
what was it
sports
called?
car?
Rogue?
Come on, man.
Not Rogue Squadrons. That's a game.
This is
I actually have on my well, I had the ability to download on my PlayStation. Rogue One.
We do the very, very
I want to say
long
Rogue Squadrons. I know it's not really
races.
Squadrons.
They're all going to be different. One giant cross-country one. One that I think is going to involve crazy, like, stunts and shit. I'm not sure, though. Let's see what they all are. I think there's 5 left. If we do them all, we might beat the whole game tonight. This could be the big finale tonight.
What did you think of my hyper vocho?
I think you set this whole thing up just so you can say Hypervocho.
Maybe I did. If you like, bring your vocho down to the auto show sometime, and I'll show you how to customize it.
So I really had no idea that Volkswagens were actually part of Mexican culture. I mean, they're German, right? They're German vehicles. I have no idea why they would have been such a big part of Mexican culture. So they said they are. Like a lot, they always drove them and they think of them in high regard and stuff.
Because they were good, reliable, but not the most expensive vehicles out
Why
there.
did the Beetle catch on so much in Mexico? Huh.
I vote for
It's
Rogue
weird how
One there,
stuff works out
Luis.
in real life, man. It really is sometimes. Oh, fucking shit! Ah! Okay, time to rewind. I definitely couldn't make that corner. Why? Because I'm driving a stupid Beetle. That's why. There we go. You're driving a Beetle, you can't make corners like that. There's no handling at all. You have to slow down to like a crawl to make that corner.
You have to slow down to make a turn? No, you don't say, DSP. I saw Rise of Skywalker in theaters and
I'm my ass in the
hated
sports
it.
car. No surprise there.
Like, how did you take a franchise I love so much and turn it into this? The only good thing we've ever gotten, that I've watched anyways, from the new Disney
What's funny,
Star
this whole
Wars
thing was a drift.
was
Look,
Rogue
the whole
One
thing was a
and
drift
Mandalorian.
challenge. This giant ass strip was a drift challenge. Finally, I think we're out of the drift challenge.
Stay on the road.
No, it's like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas right now, like we're in the desert.
Brilliant.
We do it? We
Well
did
done.
it.
Oh, and mi familia has organized a small exhibit of Papa Fernando's things at the outpost. You should take un vistazo.
He sounds like a great guy. I wish I'd known him.
Very nice. 3 stars. Got it. Nailed it. Doo-doo-doo-doo. All right. That's it. We did all the story missions I wanted to do. The only ones we didn't do during the course of the game were the test drives. But there's so many of them that it kind of feels like it's not necessary to do them all, right? All right, so
I might watch Boba Fett. I don't know
There's a
yet.
ginormous event.
I know a lot of people
Start doing
loved Boba Fett, but
closest
I
ginormous
just
event?
don't really care.
There would have been nothing down here where I am, huh? You know, nothing there. It looks like the closest one would actually be called the Juggernaut. So, it says Endurance, the Trailblazer Start Gate. Complete the Juggernaut race. I wonder how long this race is. We're about to find out, guys. Alright. Now, will I eventually play the Matrix demo? Possibly. I'm going to fast travel to be right next to it. Possibly. Am I doing it anytime soon? Unlikely.
Take a sip.
Alrighty, here's the Juggernaut. It's right around this corner. It says I have some rewards. Hold on. 2 wheel spins. Check this out. I check the message center, too. No, tomorrow I'm not doing a formal review for Halo. I will talk about my thoughts about the game in the credits. A 2013 BRZ Subaru. And the final car, or excuse me, the final spin, 25,000 credits. I already have Tank Pool. Why? Wait a minute. Why was that in the running when I already have it? That's kind of weird. Anything new in the message center? Gifted VIP Super Wheel Spins. I got 8? I got 8 Super Wheel Spins. Holy crap, guys. Here we go.
Oh, man. Watch his eyes light up.
Paul Urias sundress. It's about time they gave me a sundress. I should put that on. The Raul Urias legendary sundress, right? And the Chevrolet ZR2 pickup truck. Good evening, Keenan. How are you? Oh, we got 7 more. I don't know why I got these Super Wheel Spins. They gave them to me for no reason.
Look at his eyes just light up.
40,000 credits, 45,000 credits. Okay.
Like, yes. It reminds me of WWE Champions.
Sylvia, 1998, and 25,000 more credits. Okay. The Bros, did you trust Mr. Brown ankle stuff? Darn. Golden Piranha, the Morris Minor FE, and the BMW M3 2008. 3 vehicle spin, and in the middle one, which looks like a classic style car, it says you get a credits boost. So it's actually a legendary version of that car because you get a credits boost. That's cool. As long as we get a legendary. Pep Talk, the BMW M5 2009, and 100,000 credits. How's my Christmas? Keenan, it's not Christmas yet. Can't answer that. Clear round shade, 50,000 credits, and it's 1960. No, excuse me.
I thought it was the countdown to Christmas,
911
dude.
desert vehicle. That's freaking weird looking. 2 more spins. 35,000, 25,000, and a Sylvia 2000. All right, my last super wheel spin. I still don't know why I got so many. I've never really explained. 175,000 credits, modeled blue skinny jeans, and 45,000 credits. How nice. Dude, I got a ton of money. Ton, right? Absolute ton. 2 new accolades. Story accolade. The Frankie Beaumont costume from the movie. And I also got Hall of Fame accolade, a vehicle. It is the Nissan 240SX Formula Drift Epic car. Yes. Stormforce Gamer says, for the cross-country race against called Juggernaut, you would think a four-wheel drive off-road car would be the way to go, but I found just use your
Only
fast
ice
car.
milk.
Really?
Took me a month to get good at Counter-Strike. Pig Roach was a 13-year-old Legacy. It still
Okay,
sucks.
So Juggernaut time. Let's see what happens over here. What kind of freaking race is this? Cross-country?
And still sucks at games. Watch him light up when gambling. We gotta put Only Ice Milk on the board.
So wait, where is he? I don't understand. I'm like on top of it and it's not triggering. See? According to this, I'm on top of it. It doesn't do it. What's going on? Why am I in the middle of... Wait a minute. Why am I in the middle of a Trailblazer? No, I don't want to be in a Trailblazer. How do I end it? How the fuck do I end the Trailblazer? Look how stupid this is.
Holla for the da da
How the fuck did I
da.
do I accidentally enabled the Trailblazer.
It was good, but Vader did it better.
I didn't mean to do it. How the fuck? You can't end the Trailblazer? Sorry, I don't want to wait 4 minutes for it to fucking end. This is incredibly stupid. Juggernaut is a Trailblazer event? What? Well, how do you do it? It doesn't explain it. How do you do it if it doesn't explain what you're supposed to do? I don't understand. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Wow, this is fantastic. I don't want to do a Trailblazer event. It's a
switch.
Trailblazer event, though. I don't want to do it.
Okay. I got it to cancel. Now maybe I can go up there and figure this out. That made no fucking sense at all. That seriously made no sense. So, see you tomorrow for Kagame. Now, what do I do? There it is.
What do I do?
It says wrong way. See, that says wrong way. Okay.
It's a Trailblazer event.
I guess I'm following the red arrow. I don't know. I can't even drive. Look at this. Are you fucking shitting me? There it is. I'm not doing very well. I'm being stuck.
No, you're not, because you can't drive for the damn.
There it is. So the Trailblazer is 6 miles away. What the fuck happened here? What the fuck? What is going on? I was like rubbing my nose, and the game went to a different camera, and then rewound.
So you hit a bunch of buttons. Good job, DSP.
What happened? I have no idea what fucking happened. Scratching my nose, it did all that. Look at my car. Look at my fucking car. They literally want me to drive across the entire map. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh boy, this is bad. Oh shit. Oh!
That would hurt.
That was painful. That was pain.
That was great.
Holy fuck, dude. Alright. This is crazy right now. Oh my god! Oh! Can I please flip my car? What the fuck, dude? Oh my god. Yikes. He goes, I'm a maniac, I actually made it through all those trees and didn't hit any. Yeah, but then I fucking flipped my car like an idiot. Oh god. Oh boy. If I don't hit anything, I can definitely do this. But, oh god, look at this, the car! The car! Oh my god, yo.
That poor car.
Ah,
Did not deserve any of this.
Ah! It's insane. Sorry about that. Oh my god. 179 seconds left. I don't know if we'll make it. I can't see anything. Oh my god. Oh, come on. That was bullshit. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I only have 160
You hit a
seconds
tree.
left.
What do you think was gonna happen when you hit a tree?
I'm gonna have to redo it with a different car. It sucks. Oh my god. See, most of it is across a field. Look at these nice flowers. Look at these beautiful flowers.
They should have been doing this in like a pickup truck or
Going
something.
across the field, but now some roads are coming up. It's gonna make it more difficult. Watch. Oh shit, I can't control it again. Oh my god, what's this? Oh! Temple. There's a fucking temple in my fucking way, dude. Oh my god. We're just over 2 miles away with 125 seconds left. I don't know about this. Oh my god. Did I hear about the new Sonic movie? Yeah, I heard they're making Sonic 2. I didn't see the first one, so it doesn't really affect me in any way. Alright.
Huge video gamer. Where's the Sonic hat? I've never seen Sonic guys. What the fuck?
Never mind those flowers. Pay attention to what you're doing. Oh shit! Oh, come on. Come on. 90 seconds
Gonna call yourself a video gamer.
Oh my god,
Wear a Sonic hat, but then you never actually watch Sonic. What the
There's
fuck?
so many trees. Oh fuck. Oh no, come on. Are you shitting me? You've got to be kidding me. There's only like a mile left. Get the fuck out of my way. Oh my god, you fucking stupid tree. Come on. 70 seconds left. 1 mile left.
He probably can't see the
Can't
trees.
see. Oh god, I can't see. Why did they put it in the middle
Well,
of
then wear your glasses.
trees? This is terrible. Oh my god. 60 seconds. No, are you fucking kidding? It's right over here, less than a mile. Stop it with these fucking trees. Oh my god. Okay, through the clearing. Okay, half a mile left. Oh, no! 40 seconds left.
Hit the tree
Right
harder
down
than a
here.
Sunny Bono.
Top of a temple, it looks like. No, are you kidding me? 30 seconds. 30 seconds. How do I do this? Here it is. Oh my god, dude. Look at the car. Look at the car. Look at the car.
You can do it faster. Come on.
Wow. Wow.
That poor
Well, I did it.
car.
It sure wasn't pretty, but I did it.
Oh,
my
damn
god.
good thing they fixed the Sonic design.
Yo, there's no one alive in that
I really
car.
think
That is
they
a
didn't
zombie
fix
driving
the
car,
Sonic
dude. Look at the
design.
car.
That
Oh
game,
my
that
God.
movie would have crashed.
Wow. Okay, well. We got that. How about the
George,
This is Horizon
jungle
Wilds, so
strong
this should
as
be
he
an
can
outdoor race,
be.
correct?
Watch
Yes.
out for that tree.
That was something else. All right, let's do it. We have time before I even flip the video here. We can probably do it. The solo gauntlet. Horizon Wilds. So, are they recommending they are. They're recommending an off-roading car. Let's do it. In honor of Jade's request, we will do this in the Jurassic Park Trailcat Jeep. Here we go. Very nice. I never played Vanguard, Keenan. I don't know what you're talking about. I never played the game. You don't play Vanguard anymore? I never played it. Okay.
You played a
Oh,
demo.
man.
You played a demo for Vanguard, dumbass.
I don't mean to say outdoor, I mean to say off-roading is what I meant to say. It's off-roading event. Alright guys, this is going to be incredibly long. They all are. This is probably going to be like 15 plus minutes long, just to forewarn everyone. Let's go. We got 672. We got DX. Is that my Damien up there? Can't really see. Let's see who we have in this race. 8 of us. 7 of us, of course. They all had a head start for some odd reason. Thank you to the Recluse for super chat. He says, you're winner. I don't think I was a winner of anything. That Juggernaut was pretty rough. Hazard? What the fuck? Hazard's in here. Come on. Hazard hasn't actually been in my games like the first stream. Like a month ago. Okay.
Stop looking
It's
at
gonna be a
chat
rough-
and focus on
It's
the
gonna be a rough.
race.
It's gonna be
And
definitely
maybe you won't
15
suck
minutes.
at life.
What I need to do is we need to get out of these muddy turns. And once we start getting to like an open area, that's when I can make my moves. Right now it's gonna be very hard to really pass anything, I think, on these turns. And I have to break a lot to make the turns. This off-roading vehicle is not great. It's only A. I didn't tweak it all the way, so it's only like A. So it's not the best. The other thing that sucks is you see these tight turns, like, oh, you can skip it, do a shortcut. You can't. In this race, you have to make all these checkpoints. See this checkpoint right here? So these checkpoints are severely limiting your ability to possibly try to pass people. I got past one. Actually, it's fucking idiot turned away. Look at this. Get out of the way. Get out of the fucking way. Thank you, Reckless, for the super chat.
Keep
First
blocking
time
them.
tonight, and we're almost an hour into the stream, so I appreciate that,
For
Reckless.
the block.
Okay. Reigns.
Come on. Fuck him up.
we go.
Ah.
6 of 12, only 7% progress. As you guys can see how long this is going to be.
Fuck him up, fuck
It's
him
going
up,
to be a crazy
fuck him up,
off-road
fuck him
journey. All mud to start. I'm hoping we do get off this mud path and eventually start doing other stuff so I can catch up with you guys. Right now, as you can see, I'm not making any real headway. Every time I have to slow down for one of these muddy turns, I can't catch up to that. Shit, that was my opportunity to pass one and I fucked it up. Oh, wait. Come on, get out of my way. Come on, Damon. Come on. Now another guy's catching him. Fuck that. Woo! Now the good news is I passed too. The bad news is the people who are ahead are now ridiculously ahead. You see this bullshit?
Good.
I do believe this is a problem with the game is that if you get caught up with a pack of guys, you gotta, deal with them. All of a sudden, everyone else just pulls way the fuck ahead of you.
Wow,
That's
if
all
you slow
do.
down, the people ahead of you don't slow down.
I've
Get
noticed that about
farther
me.
away?
Go harder races.
No.
Look how far ahead
Please,
I am. I'm
Professor
Unless
of
they scoot up,
Physics,
I don't know
DSP,
how
tell me
many I
more.
have to catch these guys, which sucks. Obviously, I'm gonna do a crazy long race here, like 10-15 minutes.
Exactly, Maya. I don't use hateful slurs, these mentally ill nunduks. Like, that's a slur, dude. Stop using it.
Come on.
I bet he's gonna go flying off a jump, hit some trees,
Oh my
but it won't be his fault.
All right, I am making a little bit of headway, just a little bit though, not too much. This is called the Goliath, right? The Goliath race we're doing. Oh, I pushed him. Nice, pushed him out of the way.
Somebody fuck him up. Well, more likely it's gonna be DSP that fucks up,
And
but still.
Ellipsian in the lead. Ellipsian, you big jerk. How dare you? Why did you be so good in all these Microsoft games? Microsoft Game Studios games. First Halo, now this. All right, look at that. Oh, this is good. Now, can I catch up with Ellipsian is the question.
Ooh, shit. That was bad.
All right, come on. Slam him! Oh, shit. Well, I slammed him.
Fuck him
I hit
up.
the wall and lost a lot of my speed. I did pass him, though.
Show.
We're only, can you believe it? Here we go, right? Just to show you, we're 18% progress. That's it. Only 18%. We're not even a fifth through this race. And we've been racing for like 4 minutes, right? That's how long these races are. These finale races. Oh, yeah, Stormforce Gamers is only a win counts. If you don't win, you have to redo the whole race. Are you fucking serious? Well, that's bullshit. These guys are playing dirty, too. That's bad.
Wow, they're running into me like you ran into them to knock them out of your way. Yeah, exactly.
Don't tell me that. Just let me play my race. Don't tell me that. I get nervous. My hands will start sweating. I'll make mistakes. Okay.
Fuck up.
All right.
Either fuck up or have someone just
Yeah, I hate to say, I
spear
will
you.
agree here with Clyde. Clyde said, well, the reason that attendance has been low and the reason that it seems like support has been really low is because Forza ran its course. I think you're right. I think that this game, it's fun, don't get me wrong. And I think that we actually would have had a better time with the game if it had come out at a different time. But the time it came out this year was a little bad because we were in the midst of so many other playthroughs that were ongoing people wanted to see. And some games, sadly, even got kind of delayed from
And Microsoft was thinking about my schedule before they released the game, dude.
This is a new release of schedule. We're like, oh man, I want to see Metroid Dread. I can't believe they're waiting to play that, but you played this, you see? And let's be honest,
you hate
this game
Metroid
is
games.
pretty much the same as the last two. It's a new location, which is gorgeous. I mean, it has the best graphics of any of the ones I've ever played, 60 frames, right? That's awesome that it looks so good on the Xbox Series X, but outside of the graphics, what else is really new about Forza Horizon 5 compared to 4 and 3? And the answer is really nothing. It's just a new location and better graphics, and the game is nearly identical to the previous ones. They tried to add all these online components, and they didn't work. The online components just are boring. The Battle Royale's terrible. Half the online shit doesn't work at all, and they tried patching and fixing it, but by the time they did, who cares, right? Like, you've already moved on and probably played other games. I think that's going to kind of be what's going to end up happening with these Game Pass games. I just missed that checkpoint. Oh my god. I think that's what's going to end up happening.
Oh, what a dumbass.
With, I think that's what's
Stop
gonna end up happening with Game
bitching
Pass.
at chat and focus on the
As soon as they
game.
come out. But then, what might end up happening is if you don't basically get a good tear into a Game Pass game as soon as it comes out, everyone
Bill
was
does
like,
not clean his controllers.
Forgot. You know what I mean? Like, it was really exciting when this game first came out. Everyone's like, oh my god.
When it was
it's the best
holding
game
up a couple of
here.
controllers,
And you play
holy
it for 2 weeks,
shit.
you're oh,
Like
it's
the
kinda
Xbox
the
360
same thing as the
controller.
last two games. That's not
See the
bad,
dirt and
but
grime on it, like,
if you're gonna compare,
that's
dude, I want to
gross.
play this, or do I want to make progress in a narrative-based game? You know what I'm saying? Like, I pretty much have chosen actively to play other games way more than Forza. I've been playing Forza only once a week for like 2 to 3 weeks, and then before that I was playing maybe twice. By the way, I guess another important fact to note. So, we've been playing this game for about, I want to say, just about 20 hours as of tonight. I think we're coming up on 20 hours tonight, or we're close, like 18 hours. We're about to finish it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we've seen everything. It's not like, oh, you missed out on a lot of stuff. No, I did all the major stories. I did all the major story-based missions and the events. The only thing we didn't do was every piece of grindy side content on the map. We didn't do all the barn finds. That's true. We definitely could have done a lot more. I actually feel like out of the 3 Forza Horizon games I played, this is the one I did the least amount of barn finds. I think I only did maybe like 5 barn finds. When other games actually took a lot of time to find the cars. You don't really need to do that in this game. You just unlock cars kind of naturally and you play it, rather than having to find them out in the barn. So,
because you didn't want to
yeah,
deal
it just
with
feels
it.
like this. I did all the meaningful
You just
stuff.
want this
I'm
game
doing- right
beat
now,
as
this is one of
fast
the
as
meaningful missions
possible.
of the game. It's incredibly lengthy, but it just seems to be like there's a lot of stuff in the game that this time around, there's a lot of.
This game's gonna make on his game of the year and his worst game of the year.
You could just relax.
I still love how he does that. Yes, this is on my. I hate this game. It's a trash game, but it's also number 3 on my greatest game of all time, guys. It makes sense if you think about it. No, it doesn't.
That have story-based content or games that are competitive. If you haven't noticed, people for the past 2 streams are screaming for you to play the game online. I am playing the game online. I don't think they realize that there's no organized racing mode in the game. There's online modes, but they're kind of disjointed, like Battle Royale mode, which I tried. It was terribly glitched and boring. There's no, do competitive online races constantly kind of a deal. It's not meant to be that kind of game. It's meant to be a game where you're wandering an open world, and yeah, you'll have some...
Yeah, don't tell me to play online, guys. It's bullshit.
I'm doing online races competitively for an extended period of time. That's not even really the design of the game, you know? And
the design of a racing game is not to race against people. It's to be you give me money while I sit here and bitch about stuff.
Some of the best competition is trying to beat the people on my friends list, as you see when I do certain challenges in the open world, or it says, oh, you drove on this many roads, or you unlocked this much content. It'll say compared to one of your friends how you're doing. And it's kind of like a little bit. I remember like during the playthrough.
But you have no friends.
Who was just slightly ahead of me in the amount of roads unlocked or whatever. There's a little bit of competition there, but outside of that, the game is not meant to be a competitive online racer. It never was. It wasn't designed for that. And maybe that's some of the reason why the game doesn't have much appeal with my viewing audience compared to other games. You know what I'm saying? I definitely feel like the game is fun.
There is an online mode where you can race against other people. You refuse to play it because you
suck. If there were way less releases, or I got through those releases more faster, and there was nothing else going on, and we're looking for chill stream content, then maybe this game would have gone on better. But I like, dude, you still didn't play Judges, right? You didn't play Halo, but you only played it once a week for the last week. Why aren't you playing more Halo multiplayer? You know, why aren't you making progress in GTA? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? By the way, there's all these other games people want to see me play. They're like, play it. And I'm like, well, I'm in the middle of Forza. You see? And they're like, well, what are you playing Forza for? You see? What? I hit that. I hit that sign. The game is full of dog shit right here.
No, you didn't.
I definitely clicked that sign. The game is full of crap. Okay. So anyway, let's do some shout-outs.
Set down the controller. The controller is set down completely. His hands are not even on the controller right now.
Not sure what that means. It must be some kind of a saying.
Gee, I wonder why it takes so long for a race to get beat. It's not because you pause, set the controller down, stare at chat, and bitch at it.
To local food bank or homeless shelter. Cracker Jacks, I don't know how often or how far back you've watched my content. But I've talked about charity work before. And my
and you are the charity.
Charity should be done privately. I spelled your name wrong. I'm going to fix that.
Oh, wait.
Charity should be done privately. It should not be done publicly. Because when you do charity...
Alright, we're going to go back a little bit. And set it down to 1. Normal.
Opinion on charity work is thus. Charity should be done privately. I spelled your name wrong. I'm going to fix that. Charity should be done privately. It should not be done publicly. Because when you do charity publicly, it's for personal gain. I hate to say it. Like, you're trying to look good, right? You're trying to... Oh, I want to look good publicly. I want to look like a good guy. Oh, crap!
But here's the thing. His bankruptcy was public records. How much did he put down for charity? 0. Goose egg. Nada. Nothing. Nothing in charity was listed on his bankruptcy. So, privately, he gives nothing.
Okay, I got scared. Okay. I got scared there. I thought I redid the whole race. For me,
that'd be hilarious if you had to redo the whole race because he wasn't paying attention.
Stuff, okay? You're doing it because you want to do a good deed. You're doing
hey,
it
Prophet.
to help someone else, right?
That's fine. Thanks for showing up.
If you're going to do charity, you shouldn't make a public thing out of it. Now, the thing is, tons of people, as well as corporations, all do charity publicly. Oh, a public drive, a public stream, a public event, you know, this and that. I don't like that. If I'm going to do charity, which, by the way, it's up to me if I do it or not, and I have done charity in the past, it's not up to
No, you haven't. You have never done charity. Ever.
You to know or care about if I do charity stuff or not. Okay, just being honest, it's my business, not anyone else's. Okay? I will keep it private, and I will do it for myself.
But you don't do charity.
As a public event, for many reasons. The first being my own personal philosophy about charity. I feel that if you're doing charity work, or you're donating money or resources or anything to a charity, it should be a personal sacrifice for you. That's number one, because you're giving of yourself to help others, right? But on top of that, you should not benefit in any way, shape, or form from doing it. So, for example, if you do charity, and the only reason you're doing it is because you get a giant tax write-off as a result, you shouldn't do it. You should be doing it as a sacrifice to yourself. You see what I'm saying? That's my personal philosophy. And you want to know the truth? Probably because I was raised as a Roman Catholic Christian. And in Christianity, that's actually exactly what they teach.
Do it, Prophet. Can't wait to see.
An act of humility. It's
Although,
supposed to be an act of
I may not be up
yourself.
that late.
It's not supposed to be, oh, you're doing it to get ahead. You're doing it to look good, to save face.
Oh,
Because you
he-
get some kind of a fucking.
He'd have lost
benefit
every
out of
race
it.
if that
It's
was
supposed to be you're
how the
doing it
game
for
went,
others,
Ian.
Right?
He's lucky he doesn't do
Mother
that.
Teresa dedicated her entire life to charity, right? And
It was all
that's
public.
true charity. Not, oh, you know, I happen to be a popular streamer and I did a donation drive with my viewers and they all donated money and somehow it went to a charity. That's, you know what I mean? Like, to me, that's not even charity. Just being honest.
How is it not
That's
charity?
number one, okay? Now,
They gave up an entire stream
outside
of
of
money made
there was
to a
a time many
charity.
years ago.
How is that not a
all right,
sacrifice?
when I was actually going to do a charity event, even though it goes against my personal philosophy of what charity should be.
You had no
I felt that I
morals.
had enough influence, that I had enough popularity, that if I did a charity event, that maybe the benefits outweigh the fact that maybe it would make
You're
me
being a
look
pig
good.
roach?
Because I didn't want to look good by doing it, but I thought, okay, maybe if I help enough people through doing it or whatever, then that's fine. You know what I'm saying? So I was planning a charity event, and I'm not going to go into the full details of it. This is many years ago.
Because this is all
I was
bullshit.
planning a charity event where not only was I going to do an over 24-hour long stream, but at times I was going to have special other guests, people who I knew from the industry. Whether it was people who I had done stuff with before, who were going to be special guests, or other people who were streamers and stuff, were going to actually join me and help me out because I want to take a break or whatever. Obviously, someone could tag in for like a half an hour while you take a break or whatever, right? So I had stuff, I was in the planning stages. I actually had at least one guy who was signed up to do it, and someone else who I was talking with to do it. Okay?
Give us names. So
and
we can
I
ask him
had a
about this,
charity
and when they all say,
out
no,
that I
that's
was going to
bullshit,
donate to and
you'll be
everything. All of
exposed
this
again.
was planned and ready to go, okay? Incidentally, the same year that I was planning this was the year when somehow the toxicity against me on the internet exploded in exponential amounts
The
of ways.
toxicity, guys.
That same year that I was trying to
Why am I
plan this
toxic?
event, I was DDoS attacked for about 2 straight months, to the point where I finally figured out, wow, someone must have gotten my IP, and I had to change my IP address completely.
As Alan
I
Wrench
haven't
says,
someone
charity
else
is a
my
competition, that's why he
cable
hates
company.
it.
It was a big ordeal, because my cable company is stupid, and basically doesn't have the ability to just change your IP address on the fly. It was a big ordeal. So first there was that, then I was swatted, okay?
You
Which
were
I
not
couldn't believe,
swatted.
but it actually happened. I was
Swatting
actually
is
fucking
them
swatted.
busting down your door,
Then,
guns out,
that
screaming
was
down on
also
the
year
ground.
when there was an organized attack
Not
against me, where people
knocking politely in the door
actually
going,
pretended to be fans
hey, we were doing
and submitted
a
bunch
safety
of
check.
fan art
Okay.
for my streams, which then they proceeded to copyright strike on YouTube, which that was what actually destroyed DSP Gaming.
Yes, because you deleted the
From
videos,
being a popular
dumbass.
YouTube channel, because that was the time when it got knocked out of search results and everything on YouTube. I don't want to go on about that and talk about it at length, but basically, here I am. All right.
Basically,
I'm planning
you
this
became
year
the
to be a great
charity.
positive year for the first time ever. I'm gonna bite the bullet, and I'm gonna go against my own personal philosophy to try to help others. I'm gonna do a charity event, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm planning all this stuff, and all this negative shit happens to me all within a 6-month span, and I'm thinking to myself, how the holy hell could I ever do a charity event? You know exactly what would happen if they're willing to do all these things to break the law to try to hurt me. You
Break
know
the
they would
law,
do
guys.
absolutely
They're
everything
hurting
they
me
possibly
physically,
could
guys.
to make
God,
sure
what a
that
whiny
I
little
don't-
bitch.
Whether it be DDoSing, whether it be
It looks like a
fucking,
bunch of gamer
you know,
shit.
maybe even doing nasty stuff with the charity. Who knows what it would be, right? But when I saw the level of hatred that was thrown at me that year on the internet, I was like, there is no possible fucking way that I would ever have a successful charity event. And at that time, I was of the impression that maybe it was a temporary thing. I don't know if it was just a particular group of people who had a bug up their ass about me at that time or whatever. But I was like, you know,
Kojima
I'm
World
just gonna
Order.
keep doing my thing. I'm just gonna keep moving on. I'm gonna keep making streams. I'm gonna keep having fun with games. We'll keep it
Oh,
going.
Sons of Kojima.
And over time, hopefully, things will die out. Hopefully, the hatred against me, whatever this is, like I said, vitriol or whatever it may be, will die out. And eventually, I will
And then
be
you
able to
continue
do
to be a
charity
piece of
event.
shit. You continue
And I
to
hate to
masturbate
say
in front
it,
of children. You continue to
things
cry and
never
beg
died
for
down.
money.
They are just work,
You continue to
right?
post a
Like,
picture of you
seriously,
wearing long sleeves
over the
saying,
years,
I can't afford to turn the
stopped
heat on,
doing
guys. That's going to
fan
be exposed that
interaction
you're
events
flying a
where
woman across the
girls would always
country
infest them and
multiple
do them. I
times.
just stopped doing so many things that I enjoyed doing because of trolling and because of really fucked up things that have happened to myself and my family and people involved with me behind the scenes that I don't even really talk about. You guys don't know. You guys literally do not know the half of the level of trolling that me and my
Bullshit. Somebody sneezes too hard while you're at the grocery
And
store.
there's the point is
You're on
there's no
stream
point
crying,
in bringing
they were
up
trying to murder me,
stuff because
guys.
all that does is encourage you to do it worse. you see.
Anything done to you
So, I
immediately
don't
gets
talk about
reported
it, but
by you.
When that much shit happens to me all the time, I realized if I were to ever try to do a charity event, it would not work. It would be constantly about trolling, constantly about making it fail for just to make me be miserable or look bad, rather than the fact that I'm trying to.
You are miserable, and you make you look bad,
see?
jackass.
So, I decided that any charity work that I'm going to do in the future will be me doing it privately behind the scenes. And basically it'll be between me and whatever I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like, it will not ever be something public. Because I don't feel like I would ever be able to successfully do anything public because of that
But you don't go out into the public.
That's happened in my life. It continues to happen to this day. Now, it's funny because, as I've told you, personally, when I do charity stuff, when I do it, which, by the way, again, no one's business what I do, how much I do, etc. Okay?
It is when
but
they're the ones giving you all of your money.
The trolls have literally gone out of their way to slander me, despite the fact that I haven't done a charity event. They have slandered me and said stuff like Phil never does charity and stuff. Why? Because here's what happened. Okay, last year.
Because you never do charity.
Last year I filed for bankruptcy, and well, actually it was more
and
than
it said
my whole
zero.
Thing went through and ended
bankruptcy
up
form showed zero.
Procedure that goes through. A lot of your private information gets made public, and so the trolls looked at all my private information and they're like, we don't see any evidence that Phil ever claimed anything charitable.
Because you put down zero for charity.
And therefore, he's never done any charity ever, right? And so that's it. And then in their minds, this is now evidence that Phil has never done charity ever in his life. He's a terrible person. Everything is for him. He's greedy and blah, blah, blah.
Because when asked for charity donations, you put down
there's criteria
zero.
That you can do things like a charitable write-off or things like that. All right? And one of two things. Either the things that I've done just didn't qualify, or I just don't bother gathering that information and trying to get a positive benefit from it. Because like I've told you guys,
you
in the past, when I do charity, I don't
zero.
do anything.
Holla holla! Super secret behind the scenes money, dude. You know it, Robert Carmichael.
To get a tax write-off. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it because it's the right thing to do. And so if I donate or I do a charitable thing, you know, I do it to do the right thing and to do something nice. So I'm not
holla holla for the dollar.
Get that? Like I've never done.
Someone's baited him with a $2 super chat about charity.
Years that I've been a YouTuber and made money and stuff. I've never done a tax write-off for anything that I've done. I personally don't feel that that's right. That's my personal belief.
You write off your WWE champion spending. So bullshit you wouldn't write off charity.
Philosophies and things. I don't cut corners. I don't try to take shortcuts in my YouTube
you
career.
write off
like
microtransactions
really
on mobile games.
So
bullshit you wouldn't write off.
I've always been a different animal.
Charity.
My content and the kind of person
donations,
that I am.
you worthless
All right,
piece
that's
of shit.
Just me. That's just me. Okay? And you can disagree and say, oh, I should have taken advantage and I should have done this and that. And you're okay. You're fine. That's okay. If you disagree and you think that you should take those opportunities, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to say you're wrong. I'm just going to say that's not me. All right? But the hilarious part of all of this is because of the level of fucked up stuff that happened to me that year, and I had to cancel the whole charity event that I had planned for it. Okay, it was all canceled.
But you won't give any names of people you had agreeing to join you because people would go to them like, hey, did DSP go knew about this? No, that's the first time I ever heard of it. Oh, almost like DSP Live.
So I just canceled the whole thing. And personally, you know, I did stuff behind the scenes myself that I wanted to do for charity that year. But because I never claimed it on taxes, according to the shithead trolls, I've never done charity ever in my life. You know what? Here's the truth. I don't care what they say. I don't fucking give a shit.
You don't care what they say as you continue to rant about it?
I can sleep at night knowing, you know, who I am as a person and my philosophies and things and ways that I go about myself. And that's that. So you will never, ever, I know this is a very long-winded answer for your question, Cracker Jacks. You won't see me doing a charity event like that. Maybe one day in the future, if dramatically things improve when it comes to the level of trolling that I receive on the
You'll
internet,
be dead in the next 5 years anyways from your shitty health, so I don't think that's ever going to happen. Just saying.
People finally would actually support something like that and not mess with it and not fuck with it and ruin it for the parties involved. Then maybe I would consider it.
Hey, Charleston Panther.
Things have not
I'm sorry about
gotten
your team
better,
this
they've
year.
just gotten worse over the years. I've had to purposely put protections in place to make sure that things don't get fucked up for me. And therefore, I would not be able to successfully do any kind of a charity event, I don't feel at all. I don't think it would ever go down properly. It would just cause more problems than anything that it would help. So therefore, why poke the hornet's nest, right?
And you'd be like,
instead,
oh guys, I donated some of the money. What do you mean you donated some of the money? I thought all the money was, I mean, I had to pay for this, and I had to use my electricity, so I had to pay for electricity during the charity stream. And I had to buy a soda, so I had to pay for that, and then I had to pay for this, and my time. I
there
mean,
you
my
go.
time is expensive, guys.
Now,
So I kept this much.
this race is over 20 fucking minutes long. I thought these races would
So
be
out of
15 or less.
the
This race is
$300
over
that
20
was
minutes and we're
donated
not
during
done.
that charity stream, how much actually got to the charity? Like $12,
Pretty
guys.
insane, honestly.
It's $12 a day and a half. You can buy like 12 onions with that, guys.
All right, so there you go, guys. There's your answer. Let's now finish the race. We're in the home stretch.
Unrelated. Castlevania Rondo of
Right?
Blood is great. Good to know.
Okay. The home stretch. The final 10%. 22 minutes, 50 seconds we've been racing, and the race still is not over.
Days of our lives.
I mean, I don't think there's any way we can beat this tonight. There's, what, 4 more of these? If they're all this
DSP
long, I
so
don't see a
hot.
possible way we can finish
Tune in
this tonight.
tomorrow for more.
It's going to be like another
DSP bullshit.
2+ hours to finish the event. Or to finish the game. I never thought that it would be longer than 20 minutes for an event. It's crazy. By the way, what I'm happy about, as I said at the beginning of this race, we're not on mud anymore. We ended up going up into the hills, and now we're in sand of the desert. So actually, it's an off-roading race that went across the entirety of the map. Every type of, like, you know, off-roading stuff, which is good. Because I actually ended up getting an advantage having this car, as opposed to earlier on, it doesn't do very well in mud, but it does much better on the sand and gravel style. So that's how I ended up catching up. Although, if it look behind me, the Ellipsian AI is still right behind me. It's definitely kept me on my toes and passed me a few times during this race, right? So we are kind of neck and neck with the Ellipsian AI. I hope it doesn't bypass me. I'll have to do some strategic
Last second
rewind if
pass.
it
Last
does.
second pass. Do it.
There's no way I'm redoing a fucking 25-minute long race. A 30-minute race. This is nuts. This is fucking nuts.
Try doing
I have
one of the
never done
NASCAR games where you
30-minute
set.
race before.
Oh, how many laps are in this race?
Definitely a first for me.
500. All right, I guess we're doing 500 laps.
Okay. 24 minutes, 20 seconds,
Has
and
he
we're at
dropped?
95%.
Let's just only drop to maybe half a dozen.
Oh my god.
But there's a lot of times where
Now
he'll
we're tearing ass because we're
beat.
actually on a road.
Like, all right, I beat this. Like, well, that's not the end of the game. There's this and that.
Oh,
no,
man.
I did point
Yeah,
A to
we
point
were
B. I
up
don't
the
care
whole
that there's
map.
C,
We're from the
D,
rainforest
E,
area,
F,
like
G. I don't care about that.
rainforest
I did
area.
point A to point B. Game's done.
On the left-hand side
There's
of
all
the
this
map,
other
we're
stuff to
all
do.
the way to the coast
No,
on the
it's
right.
done.
Went through everything. Who came up with these insanely long races, man? They're fucking nuts.
The developers.
The good news is we're gonna beat it. Thank God.
Go.
The home stretch.
There we
Boy.
go. Don't forget. Oh wait.
Voila! Thank God. And that one is for
Don't
you,
forget to
Jay.
hit that like
Driving
button.
the Jurassic Park Jeep for half an hour. Holy crap.
25 minutes, not half an hour.
All right.
Hit that like button.
The Jeep Treadle Cat.
You're unbelievable, you know that? I pulled out all the stops.
Hello, Kevin.
on
Good
that
evening.
one.
How you doing?
Really thought I had you.
All right. Look at all those accolades. Boom.
Don't need to imagine,
Ridiculous
Dawson Panther. He did it right then and there.
Boom.
This racing game has
Double
racing? That's bullshit, guys.
Triple level
I
up.
should press X to win.
Triple level up. And a wheel spin for completing it. You get the, wow, 1970 Camaro.
A
Look at
Goonies
that thing.
live
That's a
action
classic,
TV show
right?
being made by Disney
Damn.
Plus. Why?
That is a classic. Good evening, Jones. How you doing,
Why?
man? Good to see
No,
you.
don't do that.
All right, holy shit, that was a one down. How many left to go, right? We have a few to go still. What's the next closest one? It would be the Titan, which is a Baja race. What we'll do is we'll fast travel over there, and we're going to check it out. Cool. All right, guys, so I stopped recording that part for YouTube. Two quick things.
Yeah,
I have a
NASCAR
team
races
really
go
quick.
on for 3
So
to
I'm
4
gonna
hours,
pee
depending on the
quickly,
race.
And then I'm going to do a
There's
tweet.
from
Yes,
the
obviously
ones
I'm doing
or
a tweet,
the Indy
guys.
500
We've been streaming
for
for
IRL
over
racing.
an hour and a half, and I have $2 that we've made tonight. $2.
Only $2, guys.
That's not good. Just so you guys know, that's really bad.
It's really
just
bad,
gonna be
guys. Only
honest here.
$2.
So hopefully we can improve in the next hour. I'll be playing for about one more hour. I don't know if we'll beat it tonight, considering that race was half an hour long.
25 minutes.
And there's like 4 left, or 3 left, 3 or 4 left. We'll see. But guys, give me a minute to use the bathroom. I'll be right back, and then I'm going to tweet, and hopefully we'll get more support. I'll be right back.
Again, This is during the late stream. So he was away from streaming for what? 2-3 hours? So during that 2-3 hours, he didn't go to the bathroom. He waited until he's playing the game to go to the bathroom. And of course, obviously, he does the "Help! Save me!" tweet. But did it work? Well, no. Oh yeah, the Le Mans 24-hour race. Holy shit, that's a hell of a race. They gotta have multiple drivers and all that. And mind you, since I'm watching Raw DSP, we get the full thing. Like, holy shit, here comes the whale call. Sure, we get to the end, yep. On the last one, he comes back.
Tune it. I could. We could tune it and try to make it here. Make it a 960. Let's see if I do the 960, if it's fast enough to hang in that race. Excuse me.
I must have missed something. 1 second. Or Raw DSP doesn't have it. Yeah, Raw DSP doesn't have it. 2, 3. So he's missing a chunk. He had internet issues last night, so no biggie.
Okay.
Oh, yep, we back.
Bye. I don't even care what the cost is. This is the finale. Okay, we're good.
And that took forever and a half, so yeah, he had internet issues. But he missed a little bit of it. Oh well.
Okay.
He does it for free.
So now where's that
So
race?
go, thank you, Raw DSP.
Let's try it now that I've actually
For all the work that
tuned
you
the
do.
car.
Oh
Now
no, we
let's see if
missed a
this
little
car
bit
can
of
hang, 'cause
it.
the problem was the back
Not
end
that big a
speed was
deal.
130.
Let's hit that thumbs
It couldn't
up
hang with the other
anyways.
vehicles. Maybe now it can hang with the other vehicles.
Thank you, Raw DSP, for all the work that you do.
Let's see how this goes. Why do I keep batteries in the office? Well, for the controller, I have rechargeable. These batteries and this keyboard almost never run out. They only run out. I can't tell you the last time I changed the batteries in this thing. So I have batteries downstairs, AAAs that I use on other stuff, but yeah, I guess I could keep, technically, I could keep some of them in the office. Okay. Snow Cooper, thank you for a super chat. He says, can you play other games? Yeah, when I finish this one, which I'm very close to doing, if I could stop being fucking distracted by these ridiculous
She'll
stuff
embarrass
going
him
out
with her
there.
skill
It's like,
and the amount of money that she
it's
brings
seriously
in.
like, this game is determined to not allow me to
Can't
play
you made over
some odd
$800 on that
I don't know
stream?
what to go. He has like a haunted
Can I have some of that?
These will not
Why,
let me-
DSP? Don't you make enough?
Okay.
I need to buy
Thank you,
groceries.
Snow Cooper, for the super
Bitch,
chat.
I'm
Now,
gonna
is this car
buy the
fast enough to
groceries.
hang?
I mean, I need to pay electric bill.
This is the highest level of
Bitch, I
car
already got
class.
the
I
mail
think
today. There's no
SUV
electric
has
bill. What the
car
fuck do you want my money
that's
for?
faster than an SUV.
Please, cat. I want the Santa Hulk Hogan.
Oh god, you know what? Nah, this is terrible. This car is really bad. Yeah, I'm done.
If he didn't spend on WWE
The car is
Champions,
complete
he'd
trash.
have
Tuning it,
hundreds.
you can't handle it. It's a piece of
No, he'd
dog
have
shit.
thousands. No, he'd have 10,000. He'd have over $100,000 to his name extra. Which he would
Car
have
is a
done
piece of
spent
dog
on something
shit.
else, I'm sure, but imagine you take the $100,000 you spent on Super Card, Estevez, Twin Alliance, Stoken Battle,
180.
WWE Champions, and take all that money.
That doesn't
Oh,
get a
gee,
lot of
you could have
rewind
paid off the
race.
condo in
We're
Connecticut,
done.
sold it, taken that money, paid off your car,
Yeah, look, I
back
can't handle this
taxes,
car.
all that other shit.
This thing has like no handling at all.
You only have one thing of debt right now. You done that. Nope. He had to spend it all on WWE
Turn
Champions.
time, and how am I gonna stop? Oh my god. This is an insane race. An insane car, insane race. The good news is it's not very long. Look, we're already at 13%. Yeah, we're already at 13%.
Oh, good job. Turning in midair. Why would you turn in midair, you jackass?
Okay.
Gee, I'm gonna turn in midair and slow myself
YouTube
down,
allows
dude.
all
That makes
content at 60
sense.
frames. This video is 60 frames right now, broadcasting on YouTube. So I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, okay, things only be 30 frames? No, things have always been 60 frames on YouTube for years and years, actually. It's always allowed 60 frame content. It's really more about the limitations of the bandwidth of what someone can broadcast at, which is basically at this point depending on the person. YouTube allows like almost unlimited quality.
11-year-old and almost 40-year-old's body.
Oh, that's great.
What is this, Big, the reboot?
I was going too fast. Yeah, this car is absolutely terrible handling. It's really bad. It's so hard to do normal turns in this thing. Look, I can't even turn. I can't turn and go to the track in this car. This is a waste of time. I think I'm gonna have to redo the race. This car is a piece of dog shit. I don't like a legendary car that's a piece of trash. This car is one of the worst I've driven in the whole game. Seriously, the handling is so bad. I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to actually do the race.
Get good, scrub. Just go straight.
Oh my god. I'm in 8th place too. I can't even catch up because I can't make the turns. I have to slow down so much to even make a little turn in this piece of garbage car. It would be absolutely remarkable if I win this race in this thing.
God, he's so bad at this. I love it.
Can't control it.
Share chat. Ignore the game.
Can't control it. I seriously can't control it at all.
Well, stop looking at chat.
It's a completely uncontrollable car. Now I got a floating pin.
Stop looking at chat. Pay attention to the race.
Before, it had no speed at all. Now I get speed but no handling.
Yeah, because you're going faster, so you have less handling. Dumbass. How cars work. Super Grace has a new video prepared. A premiere in 15 minutes. Ooh, nice. Top 3 tractor trailers of all time. Start now. Ooh, I want to say Mighty D.
The problem is the car looks so lightweight, it probably has no traction, and you're probably right. That's probably.
And I'm biased. I'd say GGG, but I don't think he'd make it on the list.
It's so lightweight.
Probably sounds like a
Can't get a turn. All I use, I tap the thumbstick to try to go in a direction, and basically the car completely loses control and goes another. Look at that! I can't even get it to go right. I'm trying. Watch this. All I want it to do is go right here. Okay. I can't. It literally won't go right. I'm holding it. I'm braking it. Look. It won't go right. It's impossible. It won't do what you need it to do. The car basically, you're right. I think the car won't get traction because it doesn't have weight. Without weight, you can't ever do it. Okay, I completely released my gas to make that turn.
Yeah, you had to slow down to make a turn.
This race should have been like 5 to 10 minutes.
It's how turning a car works. This car's biggest of the GGG.
What do I get? What do I get for trying to use a new car, make it exciting?
I say, because if you're going with the top 3 detractors of all time,
just use the car I knew. But no,
not going with favorites, because obviously favorites would be GGG, but going for best of all time. Son of Kojima fucked with him for years.
Look at this, you idiot, fucker.
They fucked with him for years. Storm Bernal, she just puts out content every single day. It's amazing how she does it. And then yeah, let in a little bit of bias. I gotta go with Mighty D.
That counted. Okay.
Like I would go, not Mighty D. Go with Tevin.
Can't control it. I'm just holding right. It will not go right. There. Oh.
If I'm going with top 3 favorite, GTG number 1.
Lost all speed on the jump.
Secret Life of DSP, or the artist formerly known as Secret Life. Oh. I'll give it to Josh Poem. Josh Poem does a lot of work. He doesn't put out the videos or anything like that. But he does a lot of work on Twitter, so I go with Josh Poem.
See, I had to slow down, stay on the course, and then what happens? I lose all my speed and I can't catch up.
He's been doing, GG's been doing live streams on Twitch and on YouTube.
56%.
It's you can rewind because of the game mechanic.
Yeah, that's fair.
That way when you fuck up, you can just rewind instead of having to do it over
that's
again.
Fair.
Yes, he is. Super Crazy is great.
What the fuck? There's no way you can control this.
Look at the way you're angled, jackass. You were angled to go off-road when you landed. So you landed off-road. Dumbass.
These sharp turns are going to be a huge problem.
He's actually asking for a new controller on, I think, the PlayStation? He was saying one of the buttons was sticking, so he's already asking for a new controller. Yeah, I don't know how she does. Stormpet now just puts in that work.
Earlier, I had pretty good handling, but no speed at all, so I couldn't catch up to them. Now I've got great maximum speed, but like terrible handling. So it's like the ultimate trade-off. What? What? Why is the checkpoint there? Why the fuck did they put the checkpoint there like that in the middle of this road instead of... Whatever. Whatever. I'm in the lead.
Wow.
Right?
Hating the checkpoint now. Why did they put the checkpoint on the track, guys, where they want you to go?
So right now I'm in the lead. I think what happened is because I have so much speed, when I was on the road, I actually significantly blew by like where they were. Like they're nowhere near me. But this is my race to lose. If I make a mistake out here, I'm going to lose the race. The good news is I'm so far ahead, it would probably be difficult to make that kind of a mistake.
Yes.
Right? That would allow them to catch up.
Yeah, Snort Banal go tier.
We're in a big open area. Unlike the other races with tight corners and shit.
I mean, without Snort Banal, you don't get the snort report from
GGG.
GGG. So...
catch up unless I really fuck up. I hit a wall or I flip or something. We're at 80%, so we're almost done with this race. Oh, there's one of the fuck-ups that I was talking about, but hey, it's not that bad. It's way worse.
Question is, you can just rewind it. Oh no, I messed up. Rewind.
This race is currently 7.5 minutes, but I fucked up so much. It's really like a 12-13 minute race right now, at least. They're catching up with me now. I can see them all. They're literally all neck and neck with each other back there. Take a look. They're all right there on my ass, so if I make a mistake, you're gonna catch up.
Or you'll just rewind it
like
and
that. Like
undo your mistake.
That was a jump. That wasn't even my fault. I can't control my car during a jump. So, my car doesn't have air flaps.
Well, then line it up. Line it up before you jump.
Remarkably, I stayed in it. Now, they're right on my ass. They're right here again. They've completely caught up with me. Probably because the jump fucked me up. See, when there was the big open areas to drive in, I had no problem. But now they're making the turns more narrow, and now I'm getting fucked again. Here they come. 92%. Hell of a race. Don't make me do this.
You're doing a tight turn. You're supposed to stand on the outside of the track and dive down into the turn. He's doing the exact opposite.
Good God.
Congratulations, DSP. You done fucked it up, as Angry Joe would say.
Oh shit, that's a big jump.
Disgruntled Alejandro.
That's it. No, wait, I lost control. I lost control at the end. Alright, I did it. Wow.
King of Semantics. I like calling him King of Semantics because he's always using
twisty
words and all that to make shit up. Like, no, I didn't say that. What I said was this.
Okay.
Like, no, you said this. Like, no, what I meant was this. Technically. Like, goddamn it, we're technicalities bullshit.
Oh. You're welcome, Jane. Says thank you for using the Jurassic Park Jeep earlier. You're welcome. We've done 3. I thought there were 5, and we've done 3. That guy's in an elf costume dancing. Did you see that? Wheel spin.
Wheel spin is favorite part of the game.
Credits. Okay. Whew. I think there's 2 major events left. Let's take a look. Have I heard of the arcade game Rush? It sounds familiar. I remember, like, wasn't it San Francisco Rush? I think I remember.
Yeah, he's dying.
San Francisco Rush.
His health is so god awful.
And we've got the Goliath. Those are the 2 that are left. Let's do the Goliath next. Okay. I don't even know what kind of a race this is. This looks like a street race, right? Okay. So here's the recommended cars. Looks like the Mosler would be the best car out of the recommendeds, right? Yeah, the Mosler. So we'll try it. Now, did I tune this car? I don't know if I tuned this car or not. It looks like it's well equipped. It's already an S2, so. Oh yeah, Usagi says I think the Goliath is a snooze fest. Is it really long? I hope not. I hope we just get this done.
Not sure if you want this information right now, but the Mexico Goliath is officially the biggest.
Oh, apparently he finally admitted that KO Gaming has monetization on it again. But he still won't do anything with it.
The biggest distance in Horizon history. However, you're driving a super
car, so
maybe it won't take as long.
Put it real quick. And yeah, apparently he said KO Gaming has been fixed. Mind you, I just did a stream about KO Gaming.
Oh, I really like the graphics for this. Beautiful, right? Look at that.
Remember I mentioned that he had videos on there because
lighting.
When he lost whatever on DSP Gaming monetization, from KO Gaming, where he had monetization. bitching. I don't have monetization on there. It was bullshit. What country makes the Moser?
I'm very embarrassed.
Not
You're also
Germany.
high speed. There's no way you can even
That's
do like crazy
Swedish.
sharp turns, right? Because we're all in this crazy supercars. So this race, even though it's like this is the longest race in the history of Horizon, does not necessarily mean it'll be the longest because you might not have too many sharp turns. Maybe you have two coming up. When you're driving the same supercars, like how are you gonna be able to do those? Ah, I rear-ended them. We all had the freaking break there, so.
Currently 3 hours, 10 minutes, and 31 seconds. The Mauser was the world's first anti-tank rifle.
What the heck, you did? Matthew?
I was
Matthew,
German.
get back
Huh.
here, son of a bitch. Oh, well. And the funny part about this, it says I'm going the correct speed. Look at the blue arrows, which means I should be able to make the turn. I try to do it. I go right off the road. Look, I'm going off the road. So they're full of shit, actually. The arrows are wrong. You have to brake here. They're lying.
I bet if you were a better driver, you'd be able to make the turn.
And the worst part about it is I had to brake to do it, and they all passed me. How's that? How did they all maintain maximum speed and do that turn, and I couldn't do it? Right?
Because they're better than you.
What the fuck is that bullshit?
First world problems. The AI in the video game was beating me, guys. First world problems.
Oh, come on! Yo, that's fucking bullshit. They drove into me. Fuck me up. My trigger is sticking. This is not good. Remember, guys, I told you my trigger seems to be starting to have issues.
Here it is. You need a new controller.
Sticking. It actually did just stick on me completely. I had to double tap it to unstick it. Not good.
You need a new controller, guys. Better start donating money for a new one.
Mostly 3, I think. That's bullshit. The thing's breaking already.
And like he said, he liked the Xbox controller better because it was lighter than the PS5 controller. I don't know about you, but I've never compared a controller to another one.
The thing is, I don't know how
based
long
on
the race
weight.
is. There's no actual reading of how many miles the race is, so you don't know how much time you have to catch up with these assholes, right? Like, when's the end of the race? You have no idea.
So you should probably catch up to him as quickly as possible, jackass. Well, he brags about being able to pick up a gallon of milk, which is about 8.5
Come on,
pounds.
the trigger stops. It's sticking now. It is. My trigger's sticking. This sucks. Fuck. This sucks.
Show.
Stuck. Wow. I can't believe this trigger is sticking. I'm about to smash my
Yeah,
controller.
it's getting too much
This
piggy
is
grease
pissing me
into
off
it.
so bad right now.
Fucking it up.
I've only owned this console for what, three and a half
But if
months?
you're like, alright, I took it to a repair shop, guys. It's gonna save me money that way instead of buying a new controller. Then they come back, sir, did you drop this on a very greasy pizza? No! Well, sir, there's so much grease in this, we can't fix it. What do you mean you can't fix it? Bullshit! Fix it for me! So you don't understand, there's so much grease, I don't know how you got this much grease on your controller. Were you just eating
Although,
pizza
there is
constantly?
a lot
No, I
to
don't
be
eat
said
when I'm
for
streaming.
Driving at these speeds. It's actually pretty fun to drive at these speeds.
I always keep my PlayStation 5, well, PlayStation 4. I wanted to get a PlayStation 5 controller, but I keep my PlayStation 4 controllers on the wire. And when I beat a game,
The race is
I'll
40
plug
minutes
it,
long. The race is
plug
40
in a
minutes long. I
different
don't
one,
wanna
then
do
play
it.
that one.
I'm serious.
Then when I
Why
beat
the
a
fuck would
game,
I want
I'll
to race
play
for
that
40
one, plug
minutes
into a
and not
different
take a
one.
break and not talk with you guys? That's just boring. I hope you're joking. I seriously hope you're joking and it's not that long. Because if it is, I might just quit the game tonight. Because I don't want to do it for 40 minutes. I really don't.
It's the final race. Yes, it's the longest race. I don't want to. I love his. I don't want to race in a racing game, guys. You mean I gotta
Recluse,
play a racing
did you forget
game?
The last time I messed up a controller, you mean like smashed it and broke it outright? I don't know.
I've never done that. I have never broken a controller. Thank you very much.
Which one was it?
Because
don't
I
know.
like my shit.
People have told me, but I've forgotten. But there was a room that was so frustrating. I was so angry. I slammed my PS3 controller down on my table in Connecticut, and actually it didn't work right after that. It was actually busted, and I had to fucking start using a different PS3 controller after that.
Gross, Josh, but not wrong. It's a good thing he's got his mom, wife there to drive him
Super
everywhere.
Chase, keep going. We believe in your DSP. I hope someone actually said it's not 40 minutes, it's 15. I'm 5 minutes in. I hope that's more the case because, like I said, I want to finish this tonight. There's one race left. If it's 40 minutes, that's fucking terrible.
I don't want to play a race in a racing game, guys. I just want to press X
Carlos,
to
here's
win.
the thing. He says, I agree this game has less and less opportunities for interaction now at the end. You're right. This usually, Forza Horizon series gives me tons of opportunities to interact with you guys. So it's kind of just dicking around and not being serious, but these final races actually are serious.
So on my PS4, I got a white,
So I actually
black,
have
and a
to
blue
be driving and
controller.
concentrating.
My
Constantly,
PS3, I got a black controller, I got a
leaderboard.
bubblegum
Seriously, it's like
pink
laws,
controller.
without kind of throwing off my game, I feel.
I haven't turned my PS3 on in a while,
Thank you,
though.
Recluse Ambrosia, for those super chats. Guys, the game's almost over. The stream's almost over. I would really appreciate it if you could tip me. Right now, I'm at $7 in tip.
Tip me!
That actually
Reee
is the
me!
worst stream. The worst stream that I've done this year, which was Mass Effect 3.
And you get, what, $7?
I would hope
the Mass Effect 3 stream?
that we can change that by the end of the stream. If you've enjoyed this playthrough, whether even if tonight you're not having a great time because of the way the races are, but if you've enjoyed the playthrough, if you've enjoyed chilling with me, I would appreciate it if you could contribute by tipping. I know a lot of people are super chatting, which is great. That helps me next month. It'd be nice to have some tip support tonight. If possible.
Gross, Josh. But we know he also doesn't wash his hands.
As you can see, they've all caught up with me, by the way. They're
Like,
all
he left the microphone one time, walked to the bathroom, took a
this is
piss,
crazy.
and then
This
didn't wash
reminds
his
me right now of,
hands.
like, Outrun.
Fucking
Outrun
gross.
Outrunners. The two racing games I used to play back in the day, they were 2D, but pretty cool. Like, that's why I feel like I'm driving locations from those games right now. Desert and now, kind of like a bayside with palm trees and shit. It's nice. This race is... I actually like this race because unlike the other two offloading races, I can actually control my car in this one. I picked a really good car for this race, so I'm really enjoying this one. Thing is, if it's 15 minutes long, I still got 7 more minutes of this. Kevin Birdseed is here to super chat, and he says, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you very much, Kevin. Why did they all of a sudden give me an insanely sharp turn here, right?
Why'd they make me turn in a racing game, guys? It's bullshit.
Insanely sharp turn.
Mind you, it's not even that insanely tight of a turn. They're just going too fast
This
for
race
it.
actually shows off the graphics of the game. Some of the races are more about the feel and the race itself. This is actually, I feel like this is a graphical
And I have a happy
showcase
fuck
of what
you.
the Xbox Series X can do. You're driving insanely high speeds. You're generating all this shit around you incredibly quickly, right? You're seeing a wide variety of locations while you do this. It's not just one. We've already been in the desert. Now we're in the bayside. Now we're in the jungle, right?
Welcome to the jungle. We've got tips and snorts.
After this, we got the marathon, and I think that's the final race we're doing. So I hope that one's not very long, so I'd definitely like to beat this game tonight. And if that one's like 15 minutes long, we could definitely beat it tonight. And I say beat, I mean,
And
there's no
we all know he
ending.
doesn't feel like this, but
You just endlessly
how many
play
people
this
here,
game,
if you're playing a game
content and stuff,
and
but
you know you're getting
effectively, when
to
you
the
go to every
end,
races when the game
do you
ends,
maybe
that's
slow
the
yourself
final
down?
game
Do you
from there.
delay? Like, I won't play today, I'll play tomorrow. It's like, yeah, like, it'd be
All right,
great to beat
currently
the game,
at
but I don't
about
want to
10
beat it because I
minutes.
like the game so much.
So what I'm being told is correct. There's another 5 minutes left, and that's about the end. I don't understand why the game doesn't tell you how long you have. Like, look, there's no measurement of how long you have to drive. Why would they not put that in this race and say, okay, here's another, you got to go a certain amount of miles or whatever? Nothing. No data. Oh my god. We are hauling ass now.
Oh, like, he can't remember the games he's played, but he knows exactly which stream he made the least amount of money on. Mass Effect 3.
Oh, great. You
Like-
saw what happened. You can't see. When you're
Like
coming out of the tunnel,
Vampire,
you're
when I was
blue.
getting close to the end,
Next
it's
thing
like,
you know,
man, I don't want to beat it
you're going
yet.
too
I
fast,
kind of like
couldn't even see the
Vampire.
turn. So how are you supposed to react to that exactly? And by the way, I braced so I didn't go off the road. They all caught up with me.
'Cause
They're all catching up with me now.
I still want to do a eat 'em all playthrough, but since I've already played and beaten the game,
What great
I
music.
just don't know if I can
Can't
sit there
hear
and
a
play
word
through
you're
it again right away.
That's what I hear.
Calm down, DSP. It's
Wow.
like 17-minute race. You'll get over it. I love his insistence that a racing game shouldn't have racing in it. Bound mode, activate!
Okay. Woo, woo,
the clown mode, DSP.
Are we here? We're about 12 minutes. About 12. So we're getting there. There's a lot more turns coming up now. It's gonna fuck things up for me, of course. I wonder what the last one left is called, the marathon, the one I saved for last, and I wonder what kind of a race it is.
I wonder what the kind of race the marathon race is, guys.
And they're pretty much all
Gee, I
marathons,
can't imagine
right?
what it would be. You
Kimbo
guys
Slice
figure
is
it
not
out?
letting him tip. If you're trying to tip and the button seems grayed out, because it's a glitch with Stream Elements, what you need to do is when you log in, because you're probably logging in with an account, right? Either YouTube or Twitch or whatever. You log in to verify your identity. Then when you go to tip, it grays out the button. It's a glitch. All you have to do is click on the tips link a second time. It'll repopulate the tip page. You'll still be logged in, and the button will be able to be clicked now. So there you go.
Oh, is this the... Hey, I can't tip. Yes, you can. Shut the fuck up. You're lying. We're about to hit that? I think we are.
13 minutes.
But you know what sucks, though?
They're still right on my ass. They're still on the map right behind me.
In this game, even if you wreck, you just hit the rewind button. As if it never happened.
Oh my god.
Like, I played Gran Turismo 5 a ton.
Okay.
I can't imagine how much easier Gran Turismo 5 would be if you just be like, oh no, I missed a
All
turn.
right.
Rewind.
One race
Oh no, I
left,
wrecked.
everybody.
Rewind.
One race left.
My god.
Achievement. Long gone.
Yes, you did it!
Win the Goliath race.
I am glad you did, because I don't think I can sit through that again.
I wonder why I got an achievement for that one and not the others.
Hola, amigo.
That's weird.
Every racer who comes into the garage asks about you. I say you're coming for them next. You should see their faces.
All right. Real spin and then one final race. Oh, yes, the ballet emo. Only I had that earlier, I would use it the whole playthrough. They waited till now to give it to me. All right, guys, this is it. This next race is the finale of Forza Horizon 5.
This is your last chance to give me all your money, guys.
Here it is.
Hint, hint.
Complete the marathon. Win the marathon. So you complete
Hint.
it, you get the runner-up.
Hint,
If you beat
guys.
it, you get the gold medal. And that's really it. That's the street scene. Yeah, there's no other major events after that. That's it. So, all right. Last chance, everyone. If anyone wants to support the stream, if you liked the playthrough and you enjoyed it, and you're happy that I
Please
played,
support the
as long as I did almost 20
playthrough.
hours, please support this final race in the end of the playthrough right now. Okay. All right. The marathon is a definitive street scene. Narrow streets, a stretch of the highway.
Oh shit!
The top of La
Blue rippa, holla holla for the $1. Shut up, my
For this,
boy
they're
Red.
recommending
And also you,
cars.
James. Much
Looks like
love,
the best
Pip.
one I have is the
Also,
Shelby.
long time no
Yeah,
talk. I hope you've been
according to what
well.
I'm seeing, the
Been
Shelby
doing
is
great,
the
Blue
best
Ripper.
car.
Hope you have as well.
Or the Mosler.
You gotta get Blue Ripper
Why not take the Shelby out for the finale?
on the board. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Let's move that up. There we go.
Hope
So
you
we
guys
see you
enjoyed
better.
Forza Horizon 5. Let's end it in style. The marathon right now. Let's do this.
Holla holla for the $1.
What car you picked for us?
Been doing alright. Alright, enjoying my day off today, and I got tomorrow off. Then I work
Oh,
Sunday,
there's already
but
awesome views. Look at that.
then I'm off Monday, then I work Tuesday, then I'm off Wednesday, then I work Thursday, Friday.
You fucking idiots.
Christmas Eve
You want me to
usually
be
isn't
back?
that bad of a shift to work.
So this is gonna be narrow. Oh god, the cars. Oh,
I'm just hoping
no.
the weather's
There's gonna be
okay.
traffic in this race. Narrow, yeah, narrow turns.
Yeah, Christmas
Oh
Eve
my
is usually
God,
not the worst time to
662.
work.
Oh, this car is really good.
At least
for
at my
this.
job.
Wow, this car is really good for this race.
Well,
The complete opposite of the car I had for the off.
got a new car back in October.
Oh, I fucked up.
$558 a fucking month. But only 0.9% interest,
Once
so
again.
love that.
Oh no, we have a progress bar for this one. We do. 10%. Wow, this one's not very long at all. I haven't raced
she
for a
had
minute
a-
for 10%.
New one for a little bit, but then it
Nearly
DoorDashed.
as long as the other races at all.
I called it
However,
mute because, like,
there's gonna be some
when she
very
first got her,
annoying
it was
turns
black,
like this
and then it started turning, like, brown and white
Oh,
spots.
fuck.
Then the
Our
white
final race
brown
through
went
the,
away
the
and went back to
village
black, so I kept calling her Mutant. Her name is Tracy, not Mutant. Then, after about 3 months, that DoorDash and never returned. Like, aw. Hopefully, Mutant's doing okay.
Fucking, you gotta be kidding me. What a dick.
The other
Wow,
kitties
what
out
the-
doing
what
meow
a
meow
bad,
stuff.
Right into me. There was nothing
Well,
I
she
could do
sent me
about that.
pictures, like,
Then we just did this
they don't
thing
eat
I
for another
can't
45
eat.
minutes, but I was just sitting in the room staring at me. Make them
can't
stop.
eat it.
Like, no, feed them
Kevin.
earlier. No, keep them on schedule.
Kevin! Oh! Kevin!
I'm glad we're shut down on Christmas Day.
Kevin!
It's the only day of the year the entire site
Come
shuts
on,
down.
this is terrible. Who set up this fucking race? This race sucks ass.
No, it doesn't mean
Driving through all this fucking traffic
anything
and
bad
shit.
happened to Mutant. It could just be they ran out and got picked up by another family.
Kevin, I still can't read your super chat.
Or they're just chilling outside.
Thank you for
Hopefully.
your super chat. I can't read it. Here we go, Kevin.
There's so many outdoor cats out
Whoa.
there.
Whoa, he hit something. I moved by him, but I don't have to brake for a turn still. Here it is. Sharp turn. Fuck! Shit, that sucked! Kevin! Come on! Come on, Kevin. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, shit. Oh, no! Oh!
There was one cat she had
Oh!
that would disappear for like 3 weeks at a time. Then show up for about a week, and then they DoorDash. Disappear for about a month.
Kevin.
And they show up for a couple weeks.
Okay.
And it's like, it probably has a second house.
It's so weird. Sometimes the
It just goes to and then gets bored there,
sometimes
comes here,
it's
gets
not.
bored here, goes
I don't know
there.
what would cause it to stick like that.
Who knows, maybe that's what
Broken,
Mutant's
it
doing.
consistently
Mutant
stick.
went to a different
It
house.
shouldn't just stick sometimes and not others. It's very odd. Well, I like doing this at night. This is nice.
That's like, her name is Tracy. Her name is
down there. That's sweet. 30%. 30% done, Kevin. We're 30% done, Kevin. Then I can read your super chat. Oh, come on! This is bullshit. Get these fuckers off the road. Someone call the Mexican government. Get these fuckers in jail. And we can race. Arrest them all. 1/3 of the way there to the finale, guys. 1/3 of the way there. The big Forza Horizon 5 finale.
On rack.
Which looks like it may actually be the worst stream I've done support-wise the whole year. The way things are going.
Since Mass Effect 3.
Okay.
So we still got almost half an hour left to go.
Oh,
What
shit,
you can do for an
come
extra
on.
half hour on the stream.
How am I supposed to avoid that? The speeds I'm driving for the race, how am I supposed to
Not
avoid
drive
that?
on the wrong side of the
That's
road.
nuts.
Notice how you keep driving on the wrong side of the road there, DSP. That's why you keep hitting shit.
You can see Kimbo Slice is completely lying about tipping. There's no tipping's done good. Just go by. Thanks, Kimbo.
Kimbo is not lying. He's trying to tip, and he can't. So shut the fuck up.
Oh, shit.
Maybe
Oh,
that's why
shit.
your tipping is so low, because people are having issues. Holy shit. Maybe that's what it is. The reason his tips on this stream are so low is because people are having issues. Instead of trying to fix the issues, just, no, you're lying. Shut the fuck up.
Okay. You had the break way early. This is that arena we drove in way early on in the game. Oh, yeah, remember this? Yeah. Very early on, we were in this arena. We did a race or two in it. One of the earliest things we did in my playthrough, actually. It is kind of nice how these final races bring you back possibly to some of your favorite areas of the game. I definitely like that about it. Now off into the night again. Half done. 51%. Still no contributions at all. Thank you guys very much. Kevin, sorry I can't read your super chat. Sorry about that. All right, let's keep going. This is it, the big finale. The final race. Unless another thing unlocks, which I don't think will, but we'll see. Here we go. Damn, we are really hauling ass now. 210.
And then ERX.
Ever drove 210 on the highway? I hope not. Your jowls will be going so fast. Can't control anything. All your
Pretty
body
trash.
flopping and flapping in every direction, very embarrassingly. Balls plastered to your crotch, you know, flattened against the fucking seat. The G-forces.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. He refused to play online. Everyone in chat.
Ugh.
Play online. No. Well, then we're not giving you money. Well, then fuck you. Give me money anyways.
All right. Fastest thing alive. He's the fastest thing alive. He's the fastest thing alive. That's from the Sonic animated series from the 1990s. Not the one that was like a comedy show like Looney Tunes, but one that was actually a serious narrative. So Real White is the voice acting for Sonic. That was the one that introduced Princess Sally.
Julia White, aka Urkel.
And Princess Sally was actually one of the original strong female characters. The ruler of the Acorn Kingdom, I believe. I can't remember exactly what it was called. It had a name. And she was the ruler. She was
I want to get back on the road there, DSP.
Robotnik had taken everything over. And she was very strong-willed and very intelligent, one of the most intelligent characters in the whole show. In fact, in that show, Sonic wasn't very smart at all.
Did you have a crush on her, DSP?
His friend was a mechanic who basically did all of the smart things. And Sonic just kind of was like the grunt who did all the crazy, fast stuff to save everyone constantly. So. All right, 81%.
Keep
guys.
wrecking.
The final race, the big finale of Forza Horizon 5. Let's do this.
And you just got
Carlos
past,
said I'm gonna
bitch.
the Sonic lore. I can dip even further if you'd like.
Pass him.
I don't know if you want
Pass
to.
him some more.
When you dip into Sonic
Piss 'em
lore,
off.
you're covered in chili dogs. It'll be very messy, but also very delicious. We are right at the end, and man, these guys.
Yeah,
are
when
on
I saw
my
the
ass.
trailer for the Sonic movie,
right on
eating
the
the hot dog, like, yeah, that
87%.
hot dog looks delicious.
This might actually be my favorite lengthy race of the whole game. It might. I think it's good. Well done. That's not good. Seen so much shit. Oh god, I'm still in first by such a narrow margin. We're now 90%. 90%. I'm hitting with all these twisted turns. I don't like this.
Rack
Why are they doing this to me
up.
now? Why are they doing this to me now? I don't know. I'm at 91%. Stop this. Stop these turns. Go straight.
Yeah, I'm glad I got to see Spider-Man yesterday.
Oh shit.
Got to see some trailers. Got to see some Spider-Man. Got to see the end credit scenes.
Are you fucking shitting me? The whole fucking
No Way
race.
Home was great. And they, one of the biggest complaints people had about Spider-Man in the
This is it,
MCU,
the end of Forza
I think
Horizon
was
5
fixed.
right now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching the playthrough. I hope you enjoyed it. Enjoying Microsoft Game Studios games.
I won't say anything because obviously that'd be a spoiler, but I have to say they fixed probably the biggest complaint people
I'll
had.
play Forza ever again, except that, you know, all Forza games will be under Game Pass. I'll probably check them all out. Don't know if I'll do full playthroughs, but I enjoy playing it. Great music. Thank you, Bird Watching, for that super chat.
Street scene boss of Horizon Mexico. I knew you could do it. You're one of the best street racers at Horizon.
Congratulations, you beat the game, DSP.
Woo! A lot of cars. Oh, a bunch of cars. Look.
Something a lot of people have done, but
Let's see what cars
you gotta
are
pay
like.
yourself in the bag for something, right?
Okay. The 2020 Defender 110X Land Rover. Very nice.
Ooh, Venom.
All right. What's funny is it still says there were 3 areas I never visited, even though I
don't
did
say
in the
anything.
game. It claims that there's
Like,
By the way, it said earn 3 star in every finale
I
event.
saw someone on
Fairy Tale ending.
Twitter mentioned that they
Called
saw it, so I
Fairy
immediately
Tale
messaged them. What do you
So,
think about this,
our
this, and
final
this, and this, and
spin.
this?
Let's
Like,
do it.
please.
45,000 credits, kind of a moot point now.
But then they never responded, so I guess they didn't want to talk about it.
40,000 credits, kind of a moot point now. Ooh, Evolution Coupe 1020, 2015 Ultima car. That thing looks sick. Look at that fucking thing. Holy crap.
Not for chilling, it's PG-13.
Well, at least I got something good
They
there.
made it rated R. Yeah, it probably would be
It said
better,
I
but
unlocked accolades. Yes, there's other cars I unlocked. Here we go. So I unlocked the Charger, the Dodge Charger, the old school Dodge Charger. It looks like, right? Okay.
yeah,
I've also unlocked the Celica
Venom
GT4,
should be rated
RC
R,
ST185
so, you know, he can be
Toyota.
Venom, but I understand why Disney made him PG-13, because they want to make money.
A final Hall of Fame unlock, the Type D auto.
And they
Win
still
legendary
make
vehicle.
Venom pretty violent, it's
Lightning
just,
tail ending. Yep.
I know something violent's about to
Requires
happen,
all
cut the
finale
camera
events.
away. Then you just hear the
So,
sounds of, like,
I
bone
think that's
crunching.
it. Like, that's considered the end of the game, which is odd, and here's why I say that. If you didn't notice, in this game, there really was no big finale story event. In the previous Forza Horizon 5s, there were. When you got to that certain level or whatever, whether it was Hall of Fame or whatever, it would unlock the big final thing to do, and then you would do it, and that would be the end. Like okay, congrats, you can continue to do stuff if you want. This game didn't have that, right? Like, it actually didn't at all.
Look at all those races you can still do.
Maybe if I just hit new, these are all the things I didn't do, right? Yeah, no, look, there's nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, Sony not... I know what I meant.
150,000 for that cheap house. Where was the house where you get those wheel spins? Remember we found it?
I know
It was
what I
insanely
meant.
expensive. I was like, well, I guess I'm not buying that.
Although...
Tons of money.
Oh, no, that's only for Spider-Man, wasn't it?
No,
They didn't
that's not
have
it.
Marvel write
Which
the
is the
movies
house
for
that's
Venom. They only had
insanely
them write the
expensive.
movies for
Wheel
Spider-Man, didn't they?
I never bought it, but I can't seem to find it. Maybe I could... Hold on.
I mean, we beat the game like 3 minutes ago, and we still got another 20 minutes
Even after
of
all of that,
this
no, I
bullshit.
can't buy it. 5 million credits. 5 million credits. Woohoo! So really, the only way you could do this is if you didn't spend all that money on the fast travel. Remember, I spent, what was it, 2 million on the fast travel house? Then likely you have enough for that one. But man, yeah, see? Double Forzathon points.
What about all the online
Skill
content
zone.
you refuse to do?
And the fast travel. So, all right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Stick a fork in it. That is it for Forza Horizon 5. Let's see here. So, first of all, let's see anything that I missed, because I probably did miss stuff during that final race. So, it looks like... Yes, Kevin had done a super chase. When are we playing Pokemon?
But wait a minute,
As I said,
this is not
we're
over
playing
yet.
Pokemon anytime soon. There's another Pokemon coming out at the end of January. That's a new release. That's the one I'm focusing on.
This is
Pokemon
at
Pro Diamond, whatever,
$7, so he's
the
gonna
middle of this year,
stall
not late.
forever.
Okay.
Guys, I gotta go.
So-
Stalls anyways.
All these houses. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Yeah, that is it for Forza Horizon 5. I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. Now, here's the deal. I played 3 of these. Forza Horizon 3, 4, and 5, okay? I've enjoyed every one of them. These games are unique in that they are chill fun. They don't put pressure on you to do anything in particular every time that you play. You can play them at your own pace. You're never in any rush to do anything in the game, but at the same time, it's cool and you're unlocking constantly the new stuff. You're leveling up the events. Oh, here's another story event. Here's another big mission to do, right? I like that. I do feel like this is a game. You come home from school or work, you're kind of stressed out. I just want to unwind, have a drink, drive around and do fun stuff, having drinks, unlocking stuff. It's that kind of game, you know? Is it a competitive racer? No. And I feel that when I played Forza
It is
Horizon
a competitive
3 and 4,
racer.
I played those games.
You go online and play against other people.
And because
how many
of that,
OGs around?
Or people
well, being around and being active are two different things.
More than Forza 5.
Like, Secret Life is not active, but he's still around.
It was way less than when I played 3 and 4. And also on top of that, people were basically saying they didn't like the game that much, which is odd to me because it really feels to me like it's the same kind of game as 3 and 4. They didn't change it that much, right? Maybe the formula's getting old. What's odd is this was, I don't know if it still is, but at the time of its release, this was the highest rated game of 2021. And personally,
this definitely has
really
Vestry vibes, so just waiting for that tip to come in.
More new stuff,
that
for
never
example.
does.
I think Forza Horizon 4 had more crazy stunts and things, right? While this game focused maybe more on a bigger variety of race types, because I don't think there was this many race types and races in the previous Forza Horizon games. But I don't feel like I said, when I finished Forza Horizon 4, I remember there was a big ass stunt finale to end this festival, and then after that they were like, okay, now go around and do open world stuff if you want. They didn't have that, right? They didn't have that, so kind of sucks. And I do like the game. Ultimately, I do feel like this is one of the better racing games, if not the best racing game of this year. But at the same time, I wasn't blown away. Let me put it that way. I still had a great time playing it. I want to say thank you to
Dark
those
Souls
who did
OGs.
me when I played it, but I wasn't necessarily as blown away.
I haven't seen Cupid
or
Stun in a
entertained,
while. Hope she's all right.
As the previous games, I think maybe 4.
Speaking of Dark Souls, if you haven't checked it out, if you have PlayStation Plus,
ended up being more
check out
fun for
Mortal
me than this.
Shell.
Maybe because
It's
I kind of knew exactly what to expect in this game. Nothing really. Oh my god, my jaw dropped.
Dark
surprisingly
Souls
shocking.
clone
you know
that
what? The
plays
one time when I
very
drove a
well,
car that basically
and
was
it's
kinda
currently
like a
free on
giant semi
PlayStation
truck.
Plus.
That was like the one time. I remember there was a monster truck. That was kind of cool. But outside of those, it was kind of like par for the course, exactly what you would expect from this franchise. And maybe they did play it a little bit too safe. Maybe what they did is they added in so many events that are similar to what you're used to. They didn't put it into enough variety. I don't know. Personally, I did enjoy it, though. Again, it feels to me like it's more of a game that's meant to be chill. I just did a $1.50 tip, which is hilarious. Listen to this. An anonymous
You did
says,
awesome,
Forza's
Blue
a
Rip.
competitive
Probably
game.
enjoy
You did
it.
no racing and co-op. You did one version of online battle royal event. You're correct. There's a few different things online. I tried to do the one that was called
Doing all right.
Where is it?
Man, that's gotta be a pain in the ass to get all that done, though.
I couldn't see anyone. So because I couldn't see anyone,
One
I
lady
couldn't do it.
friend I
How
had,
am
she
gonna play
did her
arcade when no one's
own.
around doing anything? I can't see anybody.
And it'd be like,
Then I went
alright,
into the
we
battle
got a
royale,
couple
and
movies.
that didn't
We
work
sit there,
either.
watch a couple
So you're
movies
blaming
while
me. I tried
helping her with
the
her
online
hair
features,
for
right?
hours.
You're blaming me
like,
for the actual online play.
Thank God I don't gotta deal with this.
I was there ready to do it, and it didn't work.
Remember, they would
It
look
glitched out when I
great,
tried it.
especially
I
since you
felt
do like different
because
color
there wasn't
ones.
enough content outside of the glitchy online play.
Gorgeous,
stuff, and I
but
did. I continued.
I'm just glad
to
I
do
never
everything
had to put
else.
up with
I don't know what
that.
you're talking about. You act like I never tried it when I absolutely did. Okay.
I probably won't
so,
be watching Piggy tonight. I'll be in bed by the time that happens.
Go ahead and blame me, I guess, if you want to blame me for shit that I did do and try. I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, so, ladies and gentlemen, I do like this game a lot. I do want to say thank you to everyone who enjoyed the chill atmosphere of the game with me. Thank you for the last month and a half. I'm trying to remember exactly when it came out. I can't remember. It was either like, it was sometime in November. Was it like the first week of November? It might have been. So a little bit over a month I've been playing this. And at this point, this will be the finale. Ending it at approximately... Let's see here. This will actually be 19 hours, roughly 19 hours of gameplay, okay? So
Not
I would like to play
gameplay.
through. Personally, if they do make a Forza Horizon 7...
Maybe 15 hours of
Horizon 6,
gameplay,
you know
4 hours
this
of
game
crying
so
and
well.
begging and
Actually, this ended up being one of the top 5 sellers last
just
month.
dragging shit
I hope
out
that they do some
forever.
innovation. The major thing for me that was the improvement on Forza Horizon 5 was the graphics. 60 frames per second, incredibly smooth visuals, great detail. That's great, and it looked amazing when I started playing it. But it doesn't basically hold up
I have an idea.
entirely the playthrough. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, the graphics are great, but now what else is in the game?
I make his
Barn
chat
did that.
bigger.
Drifting event did that. You know,
Because we
little
don't care
did
what
that.
he's doing
Where's
now.
the new stuff? It doesn't feel like there's much new, and the online stuff that supposedly is new didn't work for me. So, not necessarily bad, but I feel like it definitely could have been better in the long run.
Because there's a point where he ends a stream and he just starts banning people in his chat. It's hilarious.
Thank you for a great Forza Horizon 5 playthrough. Until next time, whenever that may be. Peace out. Thanks. All right, guys. That's it for Forza. We finished. I'm glad we finished this because now we can move on to other stuff. Now for Kimbo Slice.
I love it. That's it, guys. Calling it a night. Then he continues because he's ended the YouTube recording, which is why we're on Raw DSP. But yeah, he's ended the YouTube recording so he can try and cry and beg for more money.
Slice. You came on here about half an hour ago. You said you couldn't tip. Immediately when you did that, I did a big elaborate explanation on this very stream explaining what was going on and why you couldn't tip. And then you never tipped. So I said, gee, I guess Kimbo Slice was kind of messing with me because he didn't tip even though I explained in detail how to do it. All right? So, what
He didn't say he was going to tip, he just said he couldn't.
No. So, I have a right to say facts on my stream, just so you know. Okay.
Why didn't you tip me?
Right.
Ree, me.
That's it for Forza, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Where's
Like I
the
said,
not banking
I
a
don't
greatest
feel
shamer? When
I
would
don't know.
he?
It didn't feel to me as good as the last one. I feel like Forza 4 might have been the best one for me, Forza Horizon 4, because we were in England and when we were doing it, people were really enjoying who lived there. People were enjoying saying, "Yeah, I know this about
Oh,
this.
Philip, that sounds awesome.
You know, we didn't get anyone who was like, "Yeah, I live in Mexico and here's what you're doing" or whatever. Nothing like that. And on top of that, it really does feel like you're just kind of doing more of the same. You know. It didn't
Every
feel like
night, Retro. Thanks for hanging out.
The graphics, because man, the graphics were massively improved. But outside of that, it just to me did not feel. It didn't feel like there was innovation. It sounds different. Do you hear this? The triggers sound different. This is the trigger, by the way, that's screwing up. The right trigger that's sticking. And I really hope it doesn't keep sticking. Right now it's fine, but it was sticking bad during a race. What I'm thinking is maybe because during that race I was holding down the button constantly. Maybe that's why I did it. Yeah, maybe. Sucker Forzalina to the $50 says you don't have to explain not playing multiplayer. You're not ranked material, and that's fine. Yeah, and that's the thing too. And I explained this many times during this playthrough. I said I'm not playing this to be a competitive racer. That's not what Forza Horizon is really based around, and that's not what I want it for. Like I played 3 and 4, and never did I play those games competitively online. I'm sure if you go out of your way,
because you suck.
It's not a core part of the game design. It's not a core part of the plot of the game. It's in there if you want it. But the one time I tried to do it,
racing in a video game about racing isn't part of the game, guys. You're not supposed to race in a racing game.
Forza Horizon 5 racing online. Why would I give 2 shits about that? I'm here to have a chill time.
Because you would lose constantly.
Okay.
And you know it.
All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. I'm gonna upload this right now to DSP Gaming. Thanks for those who did chill and support the streams of this game. Sadly, the last 2 to 3 streams of this game had bad.
Oh shit! Not Ripper donated 666.
You know what I mean? Like it basically played out. So now it's done. All right. So here's the deal. Tomorrow, excuse me.
Love the name.
Tomorrow, Vice City. Continuing on in the early gameplay stream. What I'm probably gonna be doing is a lot of the optional shit that I've avoided so far. Maybe like, for example, the fire engine missions, the ambulance missions, taxi cab. I did those. But maybe
holla for the dollar.
Also, I didn't do like that. I'll probably try doing tomorrow. There's also 2 optional businesses that I can unlock
make it
as well.
bigger.
I'll probably do because some of them actually do.
See the chat better when he's banning
people.
people.
The finale of the game, because I could just beat the game right away if I wanted. I don't want to do that. I want to take my time and do all the content of the game. Maybe get a few more achievements and things. So it'll be a fun stream of Vice City tomorrow. Excuse me. And then tomorrow night, Street Fighter. And it's gonna be an exciting.
Maybe stop burping into the microphone. People might be more likely to tip you because they'll stick around.
For the first time tomorrow
night,
listen to you
burping the microphone.
Join me for that because it should be a really great time. Okay. And then Saturday will be the continuation of the Halo Infinite campaign. I don't know if we'll beat it then or not. We're just heading to the final area of the game. I don't know if 3 hours is enough to beat that. Saturday night is the King of Fighters 15 second beta, where there's new content, new characters have been unlocked to try out in the beta. We're gonna do that Saturday night. As for the rest of the week, I'm not
very
sure.
poor attempt at it, Maya.
Halo. There's a strong possibility that Lost Judgment may be a main gameplay stream on like Monday to do maximum progress. But we'll see. I'll let you know. We'll play it by ear. But guys, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed tonight's finale stream. Thanks for a great playthrough. Thanks for chilling with me all day today. I'll see you in AM tomorrow. Sound good? Thank you all. Please have a good break. Good evening. I'll see you in the morning. Peace out.
Peace out, but then he sits on his stream waiting. Because like the fan art that plays, this is only playing because he's still keeping the stream going. The stream is still going on his end. And he's sitting there and he's leaning in and he's banning people. Frito-Lay's new vodka. Don't know they had a... Wait, Frito-Lay makes chips. What are they doing making vodka? DSP needs that money so he can go to a Star Wars hotel, dress up as Han Snordo. Gee, I wonder why it's so sticky, DSP. Maybe you should clean it. Yeah, let's set it to 1.75 speed. Now it's just him banning people. At least it should be. Grease and other things on it out. I'm saying Kimbo Slice has been there for a while. Like, he's given a lot of money, and now he's banned. I don't know yet. I might play Fallout 4 a little bit, but I'm not sure yet. Chip Company now has vodka. That is awesome. Good for them. Ah, they ended before you could see some of the bannings. Terrible. Oh, shit. 3 hours and 45 minutes isn't that bad. Yeah, apparently he spent part of the night just leaning and banning a bunch of people. From what I've read on Twitter. Which is just hilarious. Like, are you shitting me? DSP, end the video. Get off your computer. Go to your wife. Tell how pretty she is. Oh, no. Take a shower first, because obviously you haven't taken one for a while. So I'm gonna take a shower, and then go to your wife and be like, oh, you're so pretty tonight, honey. I can't wait to just hang out with you. What do you want to watch on Netflix tonight? Instead, it's gonna be, ack, 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 ban, 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 snort, ban, 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 ban. Alright, time to stay on my phone for the next 3 hours playing WWE Champions. Ack, ack, ack. Oh, there's a noise. Cat, are you home? Yes, I've been home for like the past 5 hours. Alright, whatever. Stop making so much noise. I'm trying to concentrate here. Come on, Santa Hulk Hogan. Come on, Santa Hulk Hogan. Fucked up. No one would want to have underwear time with him. It's gross. The dude doesn't bathe. That straight up admits that he doesn't bathe on a regular basis. Like, that is just the grossest. Witcher Season 2. Wait, that's already out? Ooh, I might have to go watch that then. Terrible shamer. I got you, babe. Dun 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 dun. I got you, babe. Came out today, alright. Well, maybe that's what I'll watch. Which means no Fallout 4, because I'll be busy watching that. So I gotta say, that was just god-awful gameplay. Like, dude, wear your glasses. B, think, alright, this is like the first stream of Forza, already doesn't know the controls well. Makes sense. This was the final stream. And he still didn't know how to drive a car in the game. And yeah, that pre-stream just, more bait. And he bites on it every single time. It's hilarious. It's like you would think after a while he would learn his lesson, but he doesn't. Moron. Like, the very last message you can see on the stream is, who got banned? Lots of people got banned. It's just all about the money. It's all he cares about. About money, he can't buy gin. He can't DoorDash. He can't play WWE Champions. Can you imagine doing something for 13 years and fucking it up this badly all the time? Oh, it's probably too dark for the thing to see me. Let's turn this one on and let's see if it sees me still. Still can't see me. They should have been able to see me. George, you came in at the very end. Yeah, he's admitted he only showers before his day off. He does 1 day off a week, so he showers once a week. And according to him, I don't need to shower every day. I don't do anything to sweat, guys. But you still smell. Like you would still build up body odor. So can you imagine what his house smells like? That's how bad it's got to be in every single room of that house. Ugh. Not enough for breeze in the world to clean that place out. There's also a thing that says, we only clean the litter box once a month. You what now? God, just... Maybe his sense of smell doesn't work. Or he is so used to how bad he smells, he doesn't notice it. Ah, gross. Well, apparently, Facebook decided not to work anymore. I think that's a good sign to end the stream. I'm looking at you, camera. Work. But it's not, so... Oh, now it's gonna pick up? What the hell? I don't get face rigs sometimes. Yeah, because he was bitching about, what was it? They had so much cat shit that they didn't have enough garbage cans. They were only allowed to throw out 1 garbage can a week or something. They had so much cat shit, and someone's like, well, why do you have that much cat shit? Oh, because we only clean it out once a month. Like, the fuck are you talking about? Let's see. Pick, go. It's been a while since he said it. Pick, go, litter box. August might be old enough.
Twice or whatever after, but he's not trying to pee all over the house. You could tell he's not.
No, he's talking about when he had a infection.
Taking care of his litter box a lot better. Let me just put it that way. Okay. Oh, it's Platoon, not Full Metal Jacket. Gotcha. Litter boxes that aren't that are unclean, and he's concerned because it's the second time. And let me tell you,
Second time it was unclean? You mean he didn't fucking empty it? Let's see, is this it? And of course the video doesn't want to load. They're in Fire Emblem 3 houses.
Jasper's litter box being stinky. His litter box is not stinky whatsoever. You know, it's very clean. So anyway.
Bullshit. Because you're bitching that you couldn't throw out enough of it because you're only allowed to throw away one can of garbage a week. God. I can't find on Pick Go. Yeah, because he was bitching about how like you only throw away so much at a time, guys. And so he was leaving it in the garage. That's what he was, because he was also leaving it in the garage in bags because you can only throw away so much a week in the garbage for like the community. We're gonna save it up and then take it to the dump later, guys, with a bunch of other stuff. Like, how much garbage are 2 people creating where 1 can of garbage a week isn't enough? They have to collect it in the garage and then take it down to the dump. Like, holy shit. I'm sure the only reason Jasper's so alive is because of Cat. And even then, that's only barely. Jasper already had a UTI. That was an issue earlier. And so yeah, they were storing it in the garage because they couldn't throw it away enough during the week. Ooh, could be DoorDash boxes. That's why they're creating so much trash. It's got all the DoorDash boxes. Ah, well, fuck. It's been almost 4 hours. I think it's time for me to let you guys go. I actually had to do that before when a friend of mine was moving. He had so much trash. Like, well, do we run a dumpster? He's like, nah. Get some bags. You put the tags on them for like, I think it was only like $4 per bag. They throw out like 8 bags doing that. So it's still cheaper than getting a dumpster to throw everything in. I think with that, guys, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day.